Was a Fresh Fit podcast after hours edition. We're joined a bunch of lovely ladies and SNEAKO, man. Got a great show. Let's get it. I mean, listen, if you want to get off, if you want to leave, you're more than welcome.
I asked you to stop with the question and you didn't. Do you want me to leave?
Serious. Get out. Put your shoes on outside. You don't got to put them on in here.
I know the night is not as what seems. I must believe in something, so I'll make myself believe it. This time.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast After Hours Edition. We should be getting our new intro, guys. I'll just talk with Mo and Chris about it sometime, hopefully this week, okay? As you guys know, I'm very picky about the intro.
So many
the music to be a certain way. I'm trying to keep that 1980s Vice City vibe. So very soon, the new intro will be here. But anyway, we'll get right into the announcements. Number one, rumble.com/freshfit, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and see all the crazy uncensored stuff, you got to go ahead and check us out on Rumble, okay? And the later part of this podcast is going to be on Rumble when it's going to get a little bit saucier, all right? So rumble.com/freshfit. Go ahead and subscribe to the goddamn channel. That's number one. Number two, check us out on on freshfit.locals.com. You guys want behind the scenes content, like I think Fresh is streaming basically the pre-show. You guys want to see the stuff that's going on behind the scenes while we're always late, which I think today we're on time for once. Check us out over there on freshfit.locals.com. Yeah, well, before 10 p.m. I consider early. Right? So check us out over there, subscribe. And then also, guys, check us out on Megaphone. We're no longer on Anchor, so if you guys want to listen to the podcast audio only, make sure you wear headphones so you don't get fired at your job. Check us out over there. We got the two different channels, one for Fresh Fit, one for Fresh Fit After Hours. Yep. Then also check us out on Discord as well. Yeah, we're going off, off Twitch. Guys. We got SNEAKO
in the building, so we're going off YouTube only.
Yeah, we got to eat ourselves off Twitch. Yeah. So shout out to SNEAKO for getting banned on every platform.
Thanks, man.
And then also, guys, check us out on Discord, discord.gg/freshfit. Go ahead and chat with members from all over the world. We got 11,000 plus y'all in there, completely free, and talk with like-minded people.
Also the Bible study as well.
Yes.
Bible study is very important, guys.
And then
every Tuesday night.
And then also, guys, get the merch, freshfitpodcaststore.com. All the t-shirts with all the slogans you guys have come to learn and love, freshfitpodcaststore.com. Then check us out on Fresh Fit Clips. We post 3 clips on there per day, plus 2 shorts. Let's get that channel to 500,000 subscribers, goddammit. 75% of you guys that watch that channel are not subscribed, so stop being fucking ninja watchers, all right?
It's simple, man.
Video,
sub to the channel.
Sub. All right? And then also, Fresh, you got a vlog channel.
Guys, vlogs daily, man. 200K on the way. Live streams as well. We're going to do a... Shut up. We're going to do a blind date. I spoke to someone today that might come on the podcast. If they come up, he's a huge guest. Put him on a blind date as well. It's gonna be hilarious. Check it out. 200K on the way.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, SNEAKO.
Hey, 100K on Rumble. I finally hit it. SNEAKO 100K on Rumble.
Rumble.com/SNEAKO. Yeah, now we need 100K now.
Facts, bro.
You guys need to subscribe to us. On
Help us, man.
And then also, guys, check us out on. Check me out on Fed 1811 on there. Break down a case for you guys. I cover terrorism cases, serial killers, all that type of stuff. So you guys know I used to work in law enforcement. So go ahead and check out that channel, Fed 1811. The last one I did was The Night Stalker. So you guys know, famous Netflix series. I went ahead and covered the 13 murders, how I was able to, evade police for a while, how they identified them, etc. So go ahead and check that out. It's up right now. I re-uploaded it on Fed 1811. But anyway, Chris, go ahead. It's your go.
Yes, ladies, send me DM and RNC Poxon on IG. Make sure if you want to go into our show, hit me up or the team, and yeah, let's get it. And I don't know what we're doing next year, so stop asking me what we're doing in February, March. Might be canceled on YouTube.
Who knows?
But, we might not be around.
Yeah, facts. So just hit me up and let's make it happen.
Let's go.
Yeah, if you guys want to come on the show, DM Aaron C. Poxon on Instagram. He does all the coordination with the ladies. All right, don't DM me or Fresh unless you're trying to get some dick. Anyway, let's go ahead and just being honest, bro. As far as girls go,
you get too blunt, bro. God damn.
Girl slides my DMs. I automatically she wants a penis.
As a man of God, I will help her sing to the choir.
Yeah.
Anyhow, ladies,
haram.
Give us your name, your age, what you do for a living, dating status, education level, and if you want to, of course,
your body count.
And we'll start right here. So name, age, status.
I go by name Valerie Allen, and they call me DVD Global Empress. I'm a music A&R/MC rapper, producer.
Wait, you're a rapper?
Yeah.
Deadass.
Spit
some bars.
Call me technology generation. My intellect turns into complication. Cancel with terminations. I vibe with minds with intelligent conversations. I meditate and puff joy dedication. Create music like an engineer mutation.
Okay.
All right.
That was different.
Knowledge.
That was different. Okay.
I wish I had a third hand so I could give that 3 thumbs down. Anyway. Okay, so you're a rapper and an A&R. And Valerie, how old are you?
39.
39. Okay.
Bumba Club.
Mother of two.
Oh,
Mother
okay.
of two.
Wait, 39.
Mother of two.
Okay.
And I got a teenager with autism. So shout out to autism awareness.
Okay.
W
Shout
autism.
out to my baby girl. A toddler just had 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Single, relationship,
Engaged.
engaged.
Okay. W.
Congrats.
Okay.
Okay.
How long you been engaged for?
A year.
Okay. And is he the father of the kids?
He is the father of my daughter.
Okay. All right. And then where are you originally from?
I'm from the BX Bronx,
Okay.
New York.
New York. Shout out to y'all, man.
My background Puerto Rican, Trinidadian, Moroccan.
Oh, that's trouble right there. Trinidadian and Puerto Rican.
All right.
Red
cool.
flag.
And then highest education level completed?
Master's in Arts and Psychology.
Okay. Where'd you do that at?
Axia College.
Okay.
Oh, you a PhD?
No, master's.
And I'm
Cool.
a with her.
All right. Cool. What about you?
My name is Sasha Garcia.
Uh-huh.
I'm 20 and I work at a fast food restaurant.
Server?
Coworker. I work at a Rotelli at Dolphin Mall.
Okay, but like, are you a server? Do you make the food? Do you?
I serve.
Okay. All right.
Wait, Rotelli, a dolphin?
Yeah, at Dolphin Mall.
Oh, Dolphin Mall.
Yeah, at the food court, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So that's what you do for work. And then what do you? What's your status? Single, relationship, sugar daddy?
Single.
Single. All right. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Miami.
You're from Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, if someone dates you, do they get free food?
No.
Damn. that would have been a plus for you, but you messed up. Okay, cool. All right.
And then highest education level completed.
I'm still in college.
Okay.
Cool.
Pursuing what degree?
Criminal justice.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
And then sorry, what do you have your degree in? You have it in your master's degree in?
In Axia College, University, Phoenix.
No, but like, what's the major? Like, what do you have?
Master's in Arts and Psychology.
Arts and psychology.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
I took it, to just understand my son, his situation with the autism disorder and
Okay.
everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm Gigi.
Okay. Is that your government name? Gigi?
No, but I go by Gigi. Everyone
Okay.
calls me Gigi.
All right, probably short for Georgiana or something.
Oh no, Genesis.
Oh, okay.
Genesis, Leviticus, Exodus.
Sega. All right, and then how old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay.
21.
What do you do for work?
A little bit of everything. I'm a professional fisherwoman.
What?
Wow.
I
Okay.
do fishing tour guides. I do
Okay.
homesteads. I do social media.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Well, she different, bro.
So you're a fisherwoman.
Yeah, I love
That's
the
a
outdoors.
first. Okay. And so that's your predominant form of income.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
So do you
That's-
like take people out to fish?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're like the guide essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Wait, how many fish have you caught?
Oh, a lot.
Okay.
All right. Interesting. All right. That's rare. Okay. Where are you originally from?
I'm Venezuela, and I've been on the States for about 10 years.
Okay. And where since I guess you've been in the States because you're only 21, so you've been here for half your life.
Mostly, yeah.
In Miami?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then single relationship, sugar daddy.
Oh, in a relationship.
You said in a relationship?
Yeah.
How long you been together?
2.5 years.
Cool. Is he also a fisherman?
Yeah, we actually fish together.
Okay. Cool.
Who would have thought?
Oh, so he caught you.
Ah, man.
And then highest education level completed?
I started going to college to study architecture, but I couldn't finish.
Okay. So
Yeah.
high school. Completed.
Yes.
All right. Cool. What about you?
Wait, you couldn't finish?
It's kind of
I
fishy.
couldn't
Something's fishy here.
Got you. Got it
Oh man, you're a hater, bro.
first.
Yeah, move
Faster, though.
on. Move on.
I'm Olivia. I'm in finance.
Okay.
Shout out to Olivia, man.
All right. Olivia, finance. How old are you?
Do I have to disclose that?
Yes.
Yes.
It's important so that we can.
41.
Hey,
Sorry about that, guys. Once you gave her age, you crashed. All right. So just joining us, it's Olivia, finance, 41, and then what else?
I'm originally, my nationality is Philippine and Irish.
Okay, but you grew up in the United States?
Chicago.
Born and raised in the United States?
No, overseas.
Okay, where'd you go to high school?
In Chicago.
In Chicago. All right, so I'll consider you.
Are those your real eyes?
Actually, they're green, but I just switched it up.
Oh wow.
Into the mic though, so they can hear you.
They're actually green, but I switched it up.
Okay, cool. And then highest education level completed?
Master's.
Master's degree. Okay, in
Finance.
cool. Where'd you do it at?
I did at UIC
Okay.
and also at Kellogg.
Okay. Relationship.
Single.
Okay, single.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Any kids?
Yes.
Okay. How many?
Damn.
2 or 3?
Kids make the world go round.
Right. A 4.
4?
Grandkids.
Oh, this is a grandkids.
You're done.
You're done.
This guy. All right,
done.
cool. All right. So anyone else here on the panel of mom? Any other moms? We got 2, 3. Okay, cool. We'll get there.
Shout out to all the single moms, man.
And ladies, we collect this information so that we show, to show the diversity of the panel, to kind of see, because we talk about different topics. All right, cool. Your go.
Hey, I'm Ashley. I got my associates in psychology at MDC, and I'm continuing my education. Also, I work for a realtor company, so pursuing that, and we'll see where life takes me.
Wait, sorry. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
Ashley.
Ashley, and you said you're 21?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're pursuing your associates?
No, I already got my associates
Okay.
in psychology.
Okay.
Yeah.
And relationship, sugar daddy, married,
No, I'm single.
single.
Single like a Pringle.
And then and you said, what do you do for work again?
I work for a realtor company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a realtor?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
You just help. Okay.
Yeah, I am. I'm the assistant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're preparing to get your realtor license?
Yes, I am.
Cool. All right. And then you're in school right now pursuing your highest education level. I'm going to assume is high school, but you're pursuing your bachelor's.
Yes.
All right. Cool. All right. What about you? Not SNEAKO. You. Yeah, we skipped him. Nobody cares about him.
I'm
All right,
Lexi
all right.
Pantera. Nice to meet you all.
Okay.
You
How old are you?
know, I won't tell you that, but I'm old enough.
Old enough for what?
Go Google, you'll see. I'm 26.
Okay.
Cap.
All right. So what?
And I'm Persian Irish, and I'm an artist, a singer, songwriter,
Uh-oh.
dancer, entrepreneur.
Okay. So
Sister.
you're Iranian. Okay.
Iranian, Persian, whatever you want.
Yeah, it's Persia was conquered decades ago.
I don't care. I
Or
like the
hundreds
sound of
years ago.
Persian.
Centuries.
But yeah, you're really
My
Iranian.
dad always just said Persian, Turk,
Yeah.
Persian, Turk.
You're Iranian. Okay.
Are we starting there already?
I mean, we gotta. Persia doesn't exist anymore.
Shout out to fucking
You know
Iran.
what I mean?
Shout out to Iran.
Yeah, no one runs around and says they're Roman anymore. They say they're Italian. So like,
Whatever floats your boat, baby.
that'd be wild. Okay, so where are you originally from? You said
LA and Sacramento.
LA. Okay, and you said you're a singer, songwriter, and then single relationship, sugar
Single.
daddy, single. Okay,
Looking for a sugar daddy, baby. I'm
Looking
tired of
for
being
one.
my own.
okay. It's gotta be tough when you tell them that you're
You
Persian.
wanna be my
Uh,
sugar daddy? What'd you say?
It's gotta be tough when you tell
Oh
them you're
my
Persian.
gosh.
And then highest
It might be.
education-
You're right.
Highest education level.
High
complete?
school, baby.
High school. All right. Cool. I think
Shouldn't
we're
even
good
gone to that.
there. Okay. Who's up next? Go ahead.
Hi, my name
Yeah.
is Ellie. I am 25. I currently work admin dermatology, highest level of education. I'm currently in school, forensic science, and I'm taking like a coding boot camp. So there's that, billing and coding.
What kind of boot camp?
Coding, like computer
Oh,
coding,
dope.
computer science, yeah.
Nice.
What other
Bossy.
question? Oh, I'm single. Yeah.
Cool.
Did I
Welcome
cover all
back.
my bases? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was on like almost a year ago.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. What about you?
Hi. My name's Exit. I make music. I do a lot of.
Is that really your government name? Is
Exit?
My real name is Jewel Ashley Ramirez.
Oh, well, you don't have to do all that. You can say your social security number while you're at it. But okay.
Your blood type,
Okay.
How'd you get that name?
Exit. Oh.
That's what your ex did?
I don't know. It took me 10 years, X, to like get in my head to just do what I want. And then it, because your girl's non-binary.
Bumbleclad.
Cute.
Okay.
I can't wait to ask that question later, Myron.
All right.
It's gonna be good. Save it for Rumble. Tune in for the Rumble part of the stream. I can't ask now.
I'm ready.
Facts.
So
That's some thought in
I
it.
guess you're a he, she. All right. Cool. And then
A they, actually,
Yeah,
Myron.
they.
Don't
Oh.
Yeah, I like
misgender.
that better.
my bad. I don't know what. Okay.
Same
They.
thing.
They,
Technically.
he, she. Okay. And there. What do you do for work?
What does they do for work?
I don't know. I do a lot of freelancing. I do a lot of branding and designing for companies.
Okay. Are you like a graphic designer or?
I'm gonna say graphic designer, but I also do clothes, merchandise, social media stuff.
Okay.
Whatever they want.
She's an artist, baby.
Are you in school right now or?
I went to Ringling for about 4 years, and then I was like, why am I going to school to go to an office, but like an art office? So like I dropped out.
So you dropped out of 4 years? You were like that.
I know I was very close. I was very close.
Yo, that's what I call an exit. She's like,
How old are you?
I am. I just turned 24.
Okay.
Woo.
And then single, relationship.
I'm gonna say single. I'm gonna
Single.
say single.
She said, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Someone's in trouble.
So does that mean
Someone's
that?
watching.
Someone's in trouble.
So that means that you have someone, but currently you're entertaining other options potentially. They're fucking up.
It's not really entertaining. It's more like it hasn't been official. So like, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to do anything. So
you gonna leave it open up in the
Did he break up with you or did you break up with him?
Oh, he's not even in the picture. This is
Oh,
a
he's
new
gone?
guy. This is a new guy. New guy on this picture.
Oh, so
Technically, is that guy gay for liking you?
The new guy? I mean, technically, he would be considered queer. Technically.
Oh wow.
That's worse.
I mean, I don't know. I like being queer.
All right.
Because he is half attracted to a half man.
I mean, yeah, no, technically, you're not wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
So
This is so confusing, bro.
The guy you're fucking is queer.
I mean, I'm not. I mean,
are
it's
you
also to
interested?
him, but I mean, technically, he would be queer, I guess, right?
Bruv.
What's the difference between queer and gay?
Well,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Queer is just like fruity. Gay is just like straight, like get to the point. You know what it is. Queer is like whatever's there is there. You know?
Fluid, more fluid.
Yeah, fluid.
All right. I guess so. Just so the audience can know here, were you born with a vagina or a penis?
My sex is female.
Okay. All right.
But gender's a social construct.
Amen. Amen.
This is hurting my ears, bro. What's going on here,
All
dog?
right. So she was born with a vagina, guys. So I had to double check that one real fast.
Oh God.
All right. Okay. So your guy is. All right. There's so much. We'll move on for now.
Hopefully you're less assuming.
Yeah. So she's single for all you guys out there that are bi-curious. What about you?
My name's Cecilia.
Uh-huh.
I'm 21.
A lot of 21.
What do you do for work?
What do I do for work? Right now I'm working at Steve Madden, but
Okay. You sell shoes? Or clothes?
Yeah, I do sell shoes right now.
Okay.
But it's a
Steve.
holiday position. And then I do interior design, interior architecture is my major.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You're in college as well?
Yeah,
Pursuing that?
I'm in
Okay.
college. I'm getting my master's.
Oh, okay. So you have your bachelor's degree.
No, so it's an accelerated master's program
Okay.
at FIU.
5 or 6 year program?
5 year,
To
yeah.
just get it in one
yeah,
shot?
interior architecture.
So you get your bachelor's and your master's when you walk the stage.
Exactly.
Cool. And it's for
Okay.
interior architecture.
Yep. And then I'm from originally Azerbaijan. It's in the Middle East. It's right next to Turkey.
Okay.
But I was adopted. I grew up in Virginia, right next to Virginia Tech.
Okay. Did,
So college
you went to high
football
school and everything here in the United States?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
what part of Virginia?
Virginia Tech area, if you're familiar with the football team.
Somewhat familiar, but what's the name of the town?
Blacksburg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
21.
All right. What about you?
I'm Hillary. I'm 33. I'm
Wait,
originally
33?
Yeah, 33.
Wait, Hillary?
Yes,
Red
Hillary.
What do you do for work?
I'm a fashion designer and visual content creator.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been independent for 2 years. I work with a lot of artists. I do a lot of brides and put things together from scratch, basically.
Okay. And highest education level completed?
I have my associates in applied science, so fashion design.
Okay. And then single relationship, sugar daddy,
No, just dating.
dating, translation, casual sex with individuals. Okay.
No, definitely not.
All right. So, but you're single though.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's good. So we got 3 ladies on the panel that are moms. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So this is good. This is a good diverse panel here.
No, 2.
Different education levels. No, 3.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
All right. Cool.
Cool. Sneako.
This is good.
I mean, no one cares about you, but just say you are, bro.
I mean, they all know SNEAKO. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't care. I don't care.
Tell us about meeting Kanye West.
Yeah, it's Ye.
Formerly known as Kanye West,
It's known as Ye now. And whoever else you met on your trip.
So I told you to have Nick Fuentes on your show, but you guys were afraid. And I'm telling you, like, when you stick true to what you really believe
Did you
in.
see what we said before?
No, I didn't. What you
We'll
said
do
about
it.
Fuentes?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Now you'll do it.
Yeah,
No. We said on Rumble.
Okay. Yeah, he's on Rumble. Yeah, so I am. There's not a lot I can say about that, but I'm going to be streaming less, and I'm going to be doing work that is necessary for the future of this country with Ye, and we'll see where that goes. And it was just really inspiring to meet him. And for anybody watching this, whenever they say never meet your heroes, don't believe that bullshit, because I met a lot of my heroes this year, and it's only inspired me more.
Cool. Yeah, I inspired SNEAKO so much.
Settle down.
Thank you, SNEAKO. Boost of confidence. Thank you, brother.
All right, so I'll read some of these chats real quick. All right, so number one, question for ladies. Or actually, SNEAKO, did you want to hit the first question before I do this, or?
Yeah, let's do a question first.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And we'll start here and then work our way this way, ladies, and then back around this way for the second question.
What's your purpose in life?
My purpose in life to lead by example.
Okay.
My purpose in life is to give. I'm so sorry. My purpose in life is to never give up. To like pursue and have confidence on other females, like show them confidence.
For me, is just be happy. I love the adventure. That's why I do a lot of stuff outdoors. So as long as I'm enjoying myself, I don't care. So like I have a point A or point B to get to, as long as I'm enjoying the journey.
Okay, so this is a little bit of a story, but it's not. So you know that dash when you're born date and then when you're
Bruh.
right? So that dash. So I'm just living my dash.
Oh.
You don't get it.
No.
Okay, so
Gemstone.
when you're born, right? It was in
Right.
1955, like her.
Yeah.
So like the present. So the dash is her, basically.
Right.
Okay. All right. She's living her dash.
Yes.
All right. What about you?
I would have to add on to what she said. Happiness.
So you're also living your dash, or was it? Or are you going off what Miss Fisherman said?
Miss Fisherman.
You're
I don't know your name, girl, so I'm gonna
Okay.
GJ.
So you
J-
enjoy
Gigi,
enjoying
right?
yourself, and what else?
Okay. I guess to be rich, you know. I got goals at the end of the day.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, these answers are hilarious, bro.
Okay.
What's your purpose in life?
My purpose, you know, I feel like I'm still trying to find some of my purpose.
Merch.
A lot of people have given me purpose of like, oh, you're so confident. Like, and I teach them things like that on how to be confident and shit. But I feel like personally, I'm still trying to find more of my purpose in my next journey of my second half of my life.
Second half, I thought you were 26.
Sir, shut up.
You 46 now?
Don't worry about it. How old are you?
Don't worry about it. I'm grown.
Child.
I'm old
You
enough.
child. That's what I said. That wasn't good enough.
Okay, Miss Lady.
So she's 26.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone Google that.
Can you stop?
You said Google that
I
earlier.
don't give a damn. That don't mean you got to Google it now.
Chat verify that, man.
Bitch, I'm 33, but I look 21. Leave it as what it is.
Oh, you're really
Okay,
33?
33.
Oh, 33.
Just comes out.
Fuck your little bam.
Okay, so
Bitch, still bomb. Killing all you hoes.
Yeah, the chat revealed it anyway.
Oh, they
They know me. They know me. I've been around. The bitch been around.
She's 36, no cap.
36. I'm not 36 yet, baby. 33.
Okay.
If you were so
And a
confident
proud
about it,
33.
if you were so proud, you would have said it off.
I'm not, I mean, no bitch likes to get old. We're getting old. Like, we all die eventually. But, like, I like to say I'm, like, 26.
It's just a number.
And I'm an artist. So let's not get into that because women artists can't last forever.
But like,
So-
to be honest, it's just a number for men.
It is sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, women are definitely perishable, I guess,
Only
when it
for
comes to that regard.
You know.
Proud of the age. But,
we know men age well. We know.
Well,
we know y'all. Maybe
people.
balding, but that's about it.
Men age better than women do.
I agree. I
fortunately.
agree.
Because the things that make a man attractive take time to acquire versus you guys get your benefits up front.
Shut your mouth.
You're not wrong.
What? Okay, let me just establish something.
No, I think physically men get
Hold on,
attractive
whoa.
older.
Don't ever tell me to shut my mouth on my pod again. I don't know what you think this is, but
That's my personality.
not-
it's my humor.
Well, you better
Don't
tone
take
back
it
for
so
this show.
serious.
No, well, you better tone it back for the show. Especially when you speak to me.
Why?
I'm not your
I
boyfriend. I'm
can't
not
say
some
shut
simp.
your mouth.
Nope, absolutely not. Don't do that again.
Oh, okay, fine.
Don't do
Well,
that
then
again.
if you say something to me, I could just say you can't say that, and you're gonna
What
listen.
show are you on?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Fresh and Fit podcast,
Okay, then.
baby.
Just don't forget. What about
Maybe
you?
I'll forget. We'll see.
No, don't forget.
We'll see.
It's better if you don't.
Yeah, don't forget.
Please don't.
But don't ever tell me to shut my
Listen,
mouth
it's
again.
not gonna hurt me walking off the podcast.
Well, you can get the fuck out then. I mean, it's
I'd
so
like
simple.
to stay
It's
here
up-
for a little bit.
okay,
I'll
then-
respect your wishes.
All right, then respect the platform and relax.
All right, I'm relaxed.
Like, I don't know who you think I am. Like, I'm not one of these simps.
I don't know you. I really don't know you, and I don't
Okay,
hang
we're gonna
around
get to
simps
find
for my
out.
life. So I'm not sure what that
well,
means.
you clearly have behaving like this, so you better chill.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, well,
Just because I said shut it.
You said it's your personality to be rude.
No, it's just fun. It was just shut it.
Nope.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
not how I operate.
Yeah, over it.
Don't forget where you're at. Go
And
ahead.
where am
What
I?
about you?
Miami.
Well, my purpose in life is to create, connect, and inspire. Moving along.
Agree.
I'm gonna have to agree with that one. That's exactly it, to be honest.
Can you repeat what she said, or you just?
She said, okay, damn.
forgot.
I got a short
You just
term.
I knew it. She wasn't thinking. She just nodded her head at the last one. Had no idea what she even said. They said, my fault. Stupid.
I
Queer.
appreciate you, to be honest.
Yeah. I saw right through that bullshit.
Yeah, she's like, whatever she said.
No
What'd you say?
hesitation. There's no hesitation.
It was create, inspire, create, connect, and inspire. Is that
That's
what you
so
want?
vague, bro.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Very original.
Yo, what's happening right now?
Create, connect, and inspire. All right, cool. What about you?
I just want to inspire other people to
Come on. Come on. I mean, come on.
mean, design, interior design, inspire people. It kind of makes sense. I've been trying to think of an answer this whole entire time.
Yeah,
so
you've,
like,
I was hoping you'd come with something a little better than that after all this time.
Okay.
all right, next.
All right, fantastic. What about you?
Well, I'm living in my purpose now. So I just want to share and give other women the beauty aspect of like the fashion industry and kind of like definitely give them, an outlet. So give them a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Okay. I just find this hilarious. I just heard the words inspire, connect, motivate, fun. How is that really purpose?
Well, my purpose is to create. So like I'm a freelance artist, right? So I love designing things. I love like creating is kind of broad when you're talking about art because I do like I do ceramics, I do murals, I do everything, So I think that's create is a bigger
It's
word.
a broad
It's a
term.
big it's a bigger
broad term.
umbrella. It covers more ground than if I were to just be like, oh, my purpose is to paint things. Like
Okay. Sticko, did I answer your question?
It's pretty much what I expected. It was a lot of masculine answers in the beginning, like to grow and to share and to confidence. It was like leading. A couple of you said to lead by example.
Lead by example.
Those are a lot of man answers because you don't really want to lead. But a lot of women are brainwashed nowadays to act like men. And we heard those answers now. That's not really what you want to do. That's not really your purpose here. But this is the brainwashing.
wow.
I mean, it's kind of interesting.
Crazy.
I learned from my dad.
Not one woman said to raise a family.
To have kids.
Well,
and
no,
raise a
see, here's the thing.
children.
But
and
if
family.
you've already
Why
done
are you
that,
putting
then
a
you can
stereotype?
follow your
That's
purpose.
crazy.
What
Why
I
is
meant
it such
by
a
lead by
One at a
example.
time.
Okay.
What I meant
There
by
we go.
lead by example was by inspiring, not fucking up somebody's confidence because you never know what a person is going through. That person might commit suicide. You know what I'm saying?
We
You
on
could save
YouTube.
somebody's life. You feel me? Like leading by example, showing them better. I don't mean in a masculine. I respect masculine. I respect your opinion. I do. To all to respect. I love this show and I fuck with it. Real talk. I don't talk down on it. I don't feel y'all disrespect women. I feel y'all disrespect women that don't respect themselves, and honestly don't value themselves. So y'all gonna try women like that. So, that I just mean lead by example and not trying to verse the guy. I believe in a balance, yin and yang.
Okay, so you want to lead but not interfere with the guy's role as a man.
I will never compete with a man. That's not my thing.
But isn't leading
no,
literally trying to compete with a man because men are supposed to lead and women are supposed to follow?
I don't mean leading to me is different. I
mean, it
I'm
quite
not-
literally
I'm
means
not-
to have someone follow you.
I mean, that's
We're gonna use
I got 24K. Some people follow me because I write good music or I just make people happy. I lead by example. I don't mean like I'm trying to verse with somebody.
Okay, you're saying
Down
lead by
somebody.
example through your profession.
Yeah, like happy shit. You feel me?
Okay.
That's all.
And then what was yours? I didn't get a chance to write yours down. What was your purpose? Yeah, yours, yeah.
Just like I guess leading, like to give
You
them
as well
confidence.
leading?
What she said.
Yeah, pretty much.
pretty much.
All right. She's gonna put leading to X. Interesting.
Okay.
All right. Did you have anything you want to add to that, SNEAKO?
No, that proved my point pretty much.
Okay.
Does anyone disagree with what I'm talking about? Are any of you surprised that not one woman who said
I think
to start a family, to have kids?
honestly,
Like, why does it have to be
I
like?
have a question though.
I
have
have
a,
what I was trying to say is that if you've already done it, then what is the rest of your purpose?
Mm.
Is this what is your current purpose? What is your past purpose? Because everybody has different
feel like
stages
we
in their
find
life,
it
right?
Mhm.
So I've done that. My original purpose was to impact people's lives, to change it in a different way, and not in a negative way, obviously, but to change a lot of people's lives. And if you just change one person from some type of action, that's a big difference.
Mhm.
But I think like
Purposes may
definitely like
change.
home life is separated from like career life. Like if you have a good balance, like it's super easy to maintain both and do like if you're gonna lead and you're gonna be like that mother figure, then you're already set. So like when you're stepping outside of like actuality into your career, then you're like definitely taking it to another level.
So your purpose in life is your career?
No, it's just to make
That was
sure
the
there's
question.
a balance. You know, like you have to have a balance.
SNEAKO, you must have a balance, okay?
I mean, here's the thing. I
I
think
have a
that's kind of a
question.
lie that feminism pushes, that you can have it both. You can be ultra successful and have a career while simultaneously being a good mother. And the
Big one.
reality is one of them has to suffer for the other one to be truly successful.
Sadly.
You can't
Correct.
be a boss entrepreneur clearing $100,000 a month and also be a fantastic mom. Rarely, if ever, does that happen. So what I've come to realize, and I find it very interesting, a lot of you guys, like SNEAKO said, like have fairly masculine purposes of, chasing your career or living your dash, or, which, that's open up to interpretation. But not one of you said anything about a family, children,
Not one.
making sure that my child's purpose is fulfilled before mine.
Right.
Very interestingly selfish answers, which is
Purpose to
cool. I
have
mean, it just
children?
goes to speak kind of like as to the mindset that we're in the United States and in the West in general, where women put their career over family and children. And I would argue that's fairly destructive because women don't derive the same pleasure from success. But did anyone else have something?
I do have a
Yeah,
question.
sure.
I got
And you had something too?
Would having
Sorry.
children not
I
be
did.
covered under the umbrella of like creation, right? Like that's a thing.
Yeah, what's your broad
No,
answer?
but
But that's not what
broad.
you
Come on, man.
You didn't have a chance to explain that. You didn't mention children at all. So nice chance.
No.
Nice try.
I
But
just thought that was a given.
But I will say that
nah, bro. It's not a given.
No.
she did have some kids, and she did say that they were
No,
already
she's,
dealt with.
she's
So
true. Yeah.
yeah,
No,
she-
Yeah,
she did have one.
exactly.
Don't you have a younger child though? That I know you said you have. No. You have a teenager. Are your
She
kids?
has a young
I have a
kid.
toddler.
Are they both adults already?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
You have a
I
toddler,
have
right?
4 of them,
Yeah.
remember?
Are they? But are they all
No.
adults?
Yes, they are.
So she did her part.
They are. I did my part and
And
made
she
sure
did her
that they're
part, too.
grown and made sure that I'm leaving them a legacy when I'm gone.
Right.
Okay.
That is the whole purpose, is make sure that they are contributing to society. They're not self-centered. They don't feel entitled.
But your answer was living my dash.
Right, because that's my current purpose, right? If you ask me what
guess,
was
okay.
the original, well, depending on especially the age demographic here,
Mhm.
not a lot of women here have had kids yet, have lived their life. Some of them are really giving it up now. It's like, okay, some get married so early, they don't live that life.
So would you tell women to live their life first, then get married after?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely. Here's the thing is because I was actually in an arranged marriage when I was younger, and it's a cultural thing.
W.
So that's why my kids are older. So then now your whole purpose is you're exposed to only being a mom. And I didn't have that opportunity as a lot of these young women to enjoy life, to go to the clubs, to do, all this. And now that they're grown, I could do whatever. the
What's
fuck I
more
want.
fulfilling, having children or going to the club?
You know what? Having my kids and
There you go.
having them now, they're grown and they're individuals. The rule we had is you give them enough to do something, but not too much to do nothing.
Right.
Because if they end up spoiled, then they become entitled.
But see, and this is kind of why the advice you gave is fairly destructive. Like you're saying, hey, live your life first and then have the children after. Well, then we ask you, well, what's more beneficial,
Having
going to the
children.
club or having the children? Well, having the children. Well, we know that women have a finite amount of time to be able to bear children and do it in a healthy fashion where the kids come out without some type of impairment. So telling women to wait, right, when we know that by the time you're 35, 90+% of your eggs are gone and it's a high-risk pregnancy, which a lot of women are electing to do nowadays, wouldn't that be detrimental to tell them that advice? Like, oh, wait off until you're older, have your fun, have your party years,
No,
as they
but
would
would
say.
you consider them go ahead and getting married at 21, 17, 21, 22? I mean, yeah, they have a
Let me
time
ask you a
frame.
question. Is it better to leave the casino while you're up or while you're down?
Just leave the casino.
Leave the casino, but you might have come in with $100,000 and you leave down with $50K. Are you?
We're not going to talk about gambling because that's actually.
I mean, but that's what I'm trying to say is that like women typically want to consolidate on the best man, and your value is highest when you're younger. Correct?
You'd want to go ahead if you were the way I was raised.
Hold on, stop the show real fast. There's a reason why you hesitated when I asked your age, and there's a reason why you lied about your age. Women know deep down that their age is directly influential as to their sexual market value.
I'm gonna have to say no.
I wasn't thinking sexual market value, but
What were you
that's
thinking?
true, I guess.
I mean, there's a reason why you guys hesitated. You didn't want to disclose it, and she lied. Your actions tell everything.
All artists lie about their age.
I'm not an artist.
That's not true.
Yeah, but a woman's age does matter. So what I'm saying is that wouldn't it be better to cash in while you're up versus down?
It makes sense.
I guess you could say that, but it really depends on your time. What part of your life you're in. I didn't have a choice.
Our purpose should be having kids. You think women?
I didn't have
Yes.
a choice. I had to be married at a certain age.
I think that's the most important
I
thing
think
a
our
woman can
purpose
do.
changes through our life for sure.
I think a woman's biggest gift to the world is having children.
I mean,
And
you're not
having a
wrong.
family.
The other women on the podcast should take your advice at heart. You're going to the club now, but you said yourself the most fulfilling thing was having children. So maybe now is a time while you're younger to make the decision, what is the better investment of my future, having kids or being in a section?
Wait, is that
But
why you
I
got
think
titties?
it depends.
Why I got titties? No, because I had breast cancer. So
Okay.
then I had to get them.
So you got bigger.
The first set tried to get
That
them.
size though?
Okay.
Why were we talking about her boobs? In the first place.
They're out there.
They came up, I guess.
If you know what I mean.
Maybe you know what I'm saying. They came up. But sorry, you were saying someone was saying something over here. You were saying something?
I don't remember.
Children. So you said something about.
Oh, I just don't. I go back and forth with children. I've wanted children my whole life, and you get older and things start changing. You're just like, damn, like
So do you still want
bringing
kids
kids
now?
into the world. I do want kids. Yeah, I just want to find the right baby daddy for the kid.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a
No
question.
matter what, whether I'm with somebody or not, I know I'm gonna have kids and want to have kids. Yes.
Okay. So do you think it's going to be easier for you to find a man now at 33 or maybe when you were 26 allegedly earlier?
I think I'll find a man either way.
Yeah, but would you be able to get a better man now or when you were 26?
Better man now.
You think so?
I'm a better woman now, so I hope I would just get a better man now. Probably, yeah.
Okay, I mean that sounds great on
I have
paper.
faith in that. I have faith in
I think that sounds great on paper, but are you aware of the fact that men look at
A
different
man's
things?
gonna look at me at 26 and be like, "Oh, she was a dumb." Like, I'd want a man who can handle a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? Like me at my
Well, I mean, we can all,
like we
wish-
grow so much. Shit, yeah. Be single for a minute until
Yeah.
you want to have
I think it's
kids.
like
on
more
Question for you. Question. What if I said, "Yo, it's fucked up that women want a guy that's taller than them that makes more money. Like, nah, just accept me as I am." How would I sound if I said that? Fairly delusional, correct?
No, you're not.
No. That's delusional because women are attracted to what they're attracted to, and I can't change that.
Yeah.
So I either adapt or don't. But I can't complain about reality. So what I'm saying is that she's saying, "Well, I'm more."
I mean, I
grown,
can
I'm
find a
33."
man in 2 seconds, right? Like,
Yeah, but finding a man, right?
that's easy.
Finding a man that desires you versus a man that's willing to commit to you are two different things. To have
children
What guy commits?
Well, that answers the question for me right there.
So no guy commits. So like I said, I want to have a really good baby daddy, whether it's a really good friend of mine and
What?
we have a committed thing.
Why are you saying baby
Or-
daddy and not a husband?
Or a husband.
I don't think it's no man commits. I think
I don't understand why is it the first
I
term
think the
now,
men that
baby
you're
daddy?
talking to might not
Because we
necessarily
know
wanna
that you
commit
men
to you.
cheat.
Girl,
we
I
know
think
that
you're
men
talking to the
don't
wrong
really, a lot of
guys.
men don't commit properly or how we really like them to. So right now the conversation is changing and it's maybe I want to have kids with a friend. Maybe I want to share a relationship with a baby daddy and have a good relationship instead of being in a fucked up relationship that doesn't work. I'm 33. I've been in
Well, here's the
plenty
thing.
of relationships.
You can't choose what men commit to. You just got to understand what men like and then
As long as they can
and then
give me what
adapt
I
to
need.
that.
I think if you
But I
guys are
find
on
it
the
interesting
same
how
page-
women kind of get mad or like, yo, they don't want to commit or whatever. It's that men are attracted to different things. Like you're saying, wouldn't you want a more mature woman that's like, about her business? The reality is
Not
no.
to handle partnership. You're gonna want a strong, smart woman, not a dumb me. When you're younger, girls are a little bit more dumb.
Can we go back
Yeah,
to
but
when
men
you're
don't.
talking about age?
So here's the thing. There's actually a study that proved this point. You do realize that men really don't care about a woman's intelligence. They actually proved this on a study. They did 4 studies in London, and they
We know
found
you
that.
guys are very simple.
It's more
Yeah,
about
well, hold on. I'll make it
Yeah.
simple. No, let me finish here. Just to fortify my point.
You want a smart woman because when you're in the streets, you need someone to look after you as well. You can't just be out here with the dumb
No.
broad. It's not
Okay.
gonna work.
So this is what they found. They took a woman, right? They took men, and they found that every 16 points above average IQ, his chances of getting married were 40% higher. For a woman, every 16 points above, her chances of getting married decrease by 30%.
We know you guys want dumb girls.
So in other words, no, it's not that men want dumb girls. It's that intelligence and competence is not high in the hierarchy for men as what they want. So
yeah, the looks are right.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's why people cheat all the time.
And then looks are directly tied to what? Youth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, beauty and fertility. That's what men look for. So I get it. You're saying I'm 33. I'm more wise now. He should want me. That's not how the world works. That's like me saying, "Yo, what?"
You're just saying how used are you is what you're saying is what matters to men.
What
is how used you are?
What do you mean by how used
your vagina?
No, it's not just that. Also, you're 33. You're less likely to have a good pregnancy at that age now. It's ticking away like a couple more years, and then you're at risk.
We all have kids. We can have our eggs, frozen and
you said
whatnot.
earlier that you've been in multiple relationships. So by default, you have a picture of men now in your head. You know what? Men are gonna cheat. I'm gonna just get a baby and I'm out. However, let's say you have less relationships. You might say, you know what? Maybe there's still hope, but we have to understand that men want certain things. And
Good luck with the hope.
I know, but most women don't know what men want, so that's the problem.
Men want sex, food, sleep, and belly rubs.
But notice, you said earlier it's simple, but it's so simple that women always miss it. And I'm kind of like trying to figure like,
We don't miss it. We know what you guys like.
You just choose.
Oh, you know what we like, and you guys don't accept. You guys don't follow through with usually what we want, which is commitment. Women usually want commitment. We don't want you to fuck on mess on somebody else. Like, so my mind now, like I said, I've been through a lot of relationships, and my mind now is kind of in the shifting, changing. What do I really want in a man? What do I really want in a relationship? Do I want a relationship? Do I want a husband? Do I want a fucking problem? Like,
see, that's your mistake. You keep asking what do you want instead of asking yourself what does the man that I want?
Yeah,
that's where a lot of modern day women fuck up. Is they think, well, what do I want? Thinking that a guy that is of a higher status or makes money or of a certain caliber is going to sit there and care about what you want. No, you have to know what they want and then acclimate to that.
I think we need to know what we want, though.
I think
it's important to know what we want because we're not going to find it. We need to manifest.
As you get older, you have less, negotiating power. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you, ladies, is that as you get older, unfortunately, your looks are perishable. And women know this deep down.
Shout out to filler and Botox, baby. Shout out to our doctors.
Hey, man. You could push the clock back a little bit.
Keeping us young.
Mother Nature gives you your gifts and Father Time takes them away. So that's just how it goes.
Ain't that life?
And the thing, like I said before, the things you're mentioning, intelligence, competence, whatever, these are things that women look for in men. Men don't give a fuck about that shit.
What do you guys really care about? Besides looks?
Thank you. Now you're asking good questions.
Yeah, what do you care about?
SNEAKO, I'm going to let you answer this one, but I just want to say one more thing before I give you the floor. So my thing is, right, once you know what the man that you want actually wants, and you can be that woman for him, by default, he's going to give you what you want.
Right.
It's like, for example, you want a guy that's successful, that takes care of you, that cares about you, and is willing to die for you, right? It's simple, but at the same time, women are like, you know what? He should want this, he should want that. And it's like, no, we're telling you what men want because it's very simple. But anyhow, tell her what men really want, bro.
Right. And you can hear that you don't really care about that because you said you want to manifest a good man, hoping that it's just going to magically appear.
No, I don't think. No, you guys definitely don't do magic.
You said manifest or something.
None of y'all magically appear.
Okay.
But yes, go ahead. Sorry, I'm just being joking.
I just picked up on that word manifest. It shows like how you're looking for that guy. But I look for hope. I like a young woman who's feminine, who's nice, who's sweet. I do value intelligence. I know that that's not talked a lot about on the show, but that's important, is having a good woman. But it's not maturity. And I don't like a woman with a bunch of baggage, a bunch of emotional damage. It's just, I don't want to deal with a bunch of problems. A woman who's a good balance, who's young and feminine and beautiful.
You had something and then you had something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say that, I have a man that has accepted my baggage. I don't consider it baggage.
A kid's baggage.
I didn't bring him stress.
That's a suitcase.
I know.
God damn.
It's a special suitcase, though.
That's checking luggage.
I never stressed him. If times he didn't have there was not money coming in for him, because I care, you feel me? I put in money, you know what I'm saying? And he's good to me, So it's like, it's showing caring, you feel me? Everything's not about materialism or stressing a man, like, give me this, give me that. It's not about, give me money or give me good shoes, red bottom shoes. Everything's not materialism. You feel what I'm saying? It's not.
When did you meet that guy?
Well, I've known him for 12 years. And I know him in showcasing.
And you guys were friends prior?
We were just friends at the time.
Okay, so he was friend zoned.
He didn't know my problems, though.
Yeah, but he was friend zoned.
No, not friend zone.
Yeah, he was.
Just somebody that.
So y'all were fucking when you were in a relationship with the other guy?
No.
Acquaintances?
So then he was friend zoned. Quite effectively.
I wouldn't
There was no sex involved, so that is by definition friend zone.
There was no sex involved, no.
So he's friend zoned by definition.
Well, honestly, it was more like clientele coming to the club, showcasings and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so he was a client and a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say more a music partner.
But fair to say that he wasn't the first choice. I mean, by your actions alone, he wasn't the first choice.
At the time, I was in a fucked up relationship.
Okay.
I guarantee you that he liked you. I guarantee you.
He
Back
did,
then.
and a lot of
And you know that.
men did because I was a model type. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had a child.
Uh-huh.
I got a little thick. You know what I mean? But I was a model type. I know what's to experience that life being a model. That
Let's call a spade a spade. You gave the guy a chance after your value declined. That's the truth.
Well, I had to leave the guy because the guy was domestically abusing me. Of course. And I wasn't going to tolerate somebody beating me up.
I understand
that's
that,
good.
but now you're with a guy that wasn't the first choice.
Well, what I appreciate about this guy, you know,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
but you do realize, here's the thing.
first choice?
A lot of women like to virtue signal their sexual choices.
You know why I appreciate him?
Yeah, you appreciate him now. Yo,
I went through like a cancer surviving situation, you know what I'm saying, between life and death. And that was who was there for me.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is that when you were living your life and you were at your peak, you weren't checking for that guy.
Yes,
which is
I
what a
was.
lot of young women do typically when they're at their peak is they don't check for those guys. It's
Yes,
not
I
until
was.
later on, really.
Yeah.
Then why weren't you
I
hooking
would
up
say,
with it back then?
I would say like, damn, you cute, you know, you got it, you poppy.
But you didn't give him
know?
a chance.
At that time, no, because like I said, I was in a relationship. And when I'm in a relationship, I respect. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be cheating, then you might as well be single.
But if the other guy was so bad as you say, why didn't you
He
leave him
was.
for the better guy?
I did left him for the better guy.
Yeah, but it took a while.
It took a while because I was brainwashed
No, see.
around somebody that was beating me up. You know, it was like some Ike and Tina type shit.
Brainwashing is
You know what I mean?
real.
So that's just the real talk, you know? But no one's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand
and we
that.
have to accept like our mistakes, you know? Accepting it and learning from it and just valuing yourself.
I just find it funny, right? Girls will find a guy that's definitely their type in the moment, maybe tall, attractive, good looking, but is an asshole, beats them, maybe talk shit to them, stays with that guy, says, oh, you know what? He's going to change for me one day. And then the guy that's actually good for them, that will take care of them, love them unconditionally. Because you know what? You could be a friend for now, Jimmy.
Chemistry, baby, chemistry. Those feelings, you have those feelings inside.
Getting beat is chemistry. This is the problem. They complain about toxic masculinity, but it's also their fault.
We like a little bit. We like a little balance of
You like a little bit of a beating.
You guys choose it. You choose it.
You like being beat a little bit.
Sure. Not the other aspects.
Just then don't other feminists watching, don't complain about toxic masculinity as if it's our fault when they clearly want it. They want you to be toxic. It's fun, it's entertaining. Don't be boring and a nice
just
person.
like you guys like crazy girls.
No, we don't. Get the fuck out of my life.
Smash crazy girls. Look, the shoe could be
I
on
wouldn't
the
say
other
tall
foot
guy. I would say taller. Usually we just want taller than us. It doesn't say like.
Anyway,
usually girls say like 6 feet, but
I just wanted to make my point. I have a great guy. He accepted my package.
Now you do.
He's younger than me, by the way. He's younger than me. He gave me a rock on my finger, and I can't fucking complain. You know what I'm saying? And I satisfied him when there was ups and downs. It wasn't about material shit. That's just my point.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that he waited around and accepted you when your value was lower, which I mean is great for him.
My value would never be lower. I appreciate your opinion.
You have a kid.
They always say the
And
guy
that
has
don't
to love
matter.
the woman
That makes
more
me-
anyway.
that makes me braver because you know
Okay,
what?
ladies, you
I
guys,
wish-
hold on, stop. Hey, we got to understand some rudimentary basics of biological fact. As a woman ages and has children, her value to men from a sexual marketplace standpoint, marriage, relationships, etc., goes down. It drops precipitously. That's the reality. I don't make the rules. I just report them. Just like me being a loser, living with my mom and not being able to provide resources drops my value precipitously. Same thing. It's just that women don't like to be told that your value can also drop as well. And for women, your job is to preserve your value. For us, it's to create our value. So yes, you found a guy, but it was after your value dropped from a dating standpoint. That's not to reflect on your self-worth. You might be a great person, etc. But from a dating perspective of being a good mate for a man, for what men want, your value decreased.
Not when you're okay. my pussy ain't loose. So
Here we go.
It ain't loose.
Oh
If pussy is loose, it's different. And the bitch shit is loose.
You
and
tell
you
him,
go,
girl. You tell him, girl. You tell him.
This be the same girl.
I didn't have my kids through my pussy. That's the thing too. My shit's still tight.
Okay.
Yo, this be the same girl on Tinder with kids in her hand saying, "Come find me. I don't have a man, bro. It's an L. It's an L."
The thing is this, ladies. The reality is this:
I don't want the hell of a man in my house.
A man that's attractive, that has options,
Bruh.
typically is not going to elect to wife up a girl that has children and is in her 30s. Sorry.
Well, he accepted.
They're going to want a girl that's younger, more impressionable, more coachable, etc.
Can I be
Men
real
are
with you?
attracted to age.
He left
More
the younger bitch for
coachable
me.
when the men are
He left
usually
the
the
younger
ones that
bitch
need
for
to
me.
be
He left
coached.
a 21-year-old for me.
For now.
Do you really
No,
think you
not
left
for
her though?
now. Like he put the rock on my finger and he does not want to leave me. That's what I'm
Okay.
trying to say, that everything's not material.
think
When
he's
you
having
suck
sex with
that
that girl?
dick good
You
and
don't
you
think
treat
he's
your
banging
man
her?
good, they ain't gonna leave you. It don't matter what age you is. If you're doing your thing right and you're taking care of your man, you feel me?
He might
Like,
on
real
the
shit,
side, but he might not.
You know,
Do you think you're going to sexually satisfy a guy by yourself?
I am so glad I satisfied him.
Sometimes it doesn't even
Okay.
matter what you do, though.
she
They're crazy sometimes. Like it doesn't
It's not
matter.
really crazy. They're
You can do
enacting
so
on their
much.
biological urge.
You can do
Delusion's
so
so real
much.
here, bro.
They have what they want.
Okay.
You mind if I-
I mean, go
But I
ahead.
respect your opinion though.
No, it's a fact. It's,
Yeah.
it's not an opinion. Men between 18 and 60 years old were polled. They universally want a woman between 18 to 24. That's a biological fact. that
I'm
women
never gonna get
prefer
married.
I
younger
see
women.
women, some women that are 24, younger than me, that got loose pussy, and men talk about them.
Okay.
You know, I worked at strip clubs. I worked at entertainment life. I've been around the pimps, Acanelli,
Yeah.
you name it, the creators of King of Diamonds. And
Okay.
I'm very aware if it's all how a woman heals herself.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, you can say that, but the reality is the reality. If you look at a strip club, all the girls that typically make the most money or the most attractive tend to be on the younger age, between that age group that I gave.
And they get tried. They get tried like Bimbo.
Typically, maybe.
I don't
They
know.
get tried like Bimbo.
Okay, they can get
Exception,
tried,
yeah.
but you're missing the point here that men universally prefer younger women.
Yeah.
That's not an opinion. That is a fact.
I mean, it is a fact.
That's a fact. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Have you seen
that's
our
like me
government?
getting mad at you saying,
All
like,
right,
that's your
ladies.
opinion that women want guys that are 6 feet tall or above. No, they that's what they want. I'm not going to sit here and complain and say, no, that's just bimbos that want a guy that's 6 feet tall. No, women universally want a man that's 6 feet tall or above.
Can't deny
My man
that.
ain't 6 feet.
Well, you had to settle.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there were two things I actually wanted to point out. Something that you were saying that you were in a a violent relationship. I was also in the past, and when those things happen, it's not like you get into the relationship knowing that that's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Usually, those are the people that you meet at the first sight, and they're the nicest,
The love bomb.
fucking people out there. And they learn how to manipulate your brain. And
Oh.
I'm not saying that that makes you, you know, stupid or dumb or whatever, but it does affect your brain, and somehow it makes you feel manipulated. So you feel like you're tied into a corner and you cannot do anything else because they make you believe that you're dependent on them.
I have a question.
Sorry. And the other thing that I wanted to point out, sorry.
Wait.
Let her finish her thought. Oh, go ahead.
If someone's beating you, you're gonna stay there?
I went to 2 years and I literally became completely separated from my family. I didn't have no family, no friends. I didn't even have a cell phone.
Why
So
would
you
you
pretty
do
much,
that?
But I mean,
So-
that
so-
is
so-
like,
the only way you have is where you're at the moment.
So let's say you meet the guy, he's nice, but like let's say 4 months in, he starts hitting you.
Start slow.
You're gonna
It starts
stay?
slow. It doesn't stop at like one time. It just starts beating you. It literally goes little by little.
Slow beating, or
The moment he hits you,
a beating's a beating.
don't you leave?
Chris, I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't leave. You
You
understand what I
could,
mean?
though.
Like you
Well, they make you feel like you're at your lowest. Yeah, there's a lot of emotional.
Yeah, like there's a lot of
Emotional damage.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and this is very common because we've had girls come on the show and say this. We got to have a little bit of accountability here. I think women are very capable human beings that are able to make decisions sound to a degree where they're able to establish, "Yo, I'm getting my ass whooped by this dude. I probably need to leave." So the other thing too, I want to let you ladies know is that what you feel versus what's real are two different things. Just because you feel like you can't leave doesn't necessarily mean you can't stand up, walk outside the door and leave.
Yeah, he has a restraining order. The thing is, I didn't have no support system. Like, they know how to make you literally separate.
Is it your fault though for saying yes or no? Is it your fault for saying?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
completely.
Okay.
Like,
Also,
everyone
I wanna
has
bring
their
it
own
back real quick.
decisions. What I'm saying is that he makes you feel so vulnerable that you
not
can
your
go
fault.
anywhere.
But do you remember when everyone here said that they wanted to lead? Their purpose in life was leading, was inspiring, was creating, and then someone's beating you, and you can't even. You're like, I don't know what to do.
No,
Clearly,
because
you're incapable of leading.
women like her, that's who gets to lead because she's been through it, and now she gets to teach the women how not to go through these things.
Listen, I will never. I'm just trying to make a point. I will never battle a man. Like I don't know why you take it like. Like I said something so wrong, like, oh, I want to lead.
No, we never said that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
we passed
that's
that,
not
man.
that's not what
We
I'm
passed
trying
that.
to say though.
But
So no,
Sicko,
but let me.
My point is that you're incapable of leading if you can't leave a beating man.
Listen, I learned from my dad. I learned from a man. He was rocking. You feel me? Like I learned from my mom stayed with that man even though he cheated. And did fucked up shit.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying I learned from these things. So this is why I lead by example. I don't mean I'm trying to be better than a man. Let me just clarify that.
Nobody asked you that shit. Anyhow,
No, but he keep making it look like that.
Yo, by the way, Sicko, they're independent. They're boss babes. They can't leave, bro. They can't leave.
They can't leave, bro.
Yeah, I think personal responsibility is a big thing that women need to. The thing is that normally women are used to being consoled and told, no, it's okay, he was an asshole, whatever. But at the end of the day,
it's your fault.
It's your fault for staying in the relationship, and we got to have some accountability. And this is why this podcast is so important, because we're not going to sit here and cry and console you and say, no, it's all his fault. Like, the world is a very dangerous, terrible place. Okay. And if you put yourself in a certain situation, you got to bear a little bit of personal responsibility, especially when you're a sentient being capable of making your own decisions. I think that's, if anything, that's, against your feminist foremothers that fought for equality. Well, you have the equality to walk away too. So,
ladies, the moment a man hits you in any form of fashion, you leave ASAP.
I want to
ASAP.
add to that because
and then you had something too, right? Didn't you have something? I know you were trying to.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was first. Go ahead, and then I'll go to you.
Sometimes it's also a cultural thing. Okay, you can't leave. You don't have a choice. You're set there.
All right.
So we were talking about that.
Okay. See, I get what you're saying, but those cultural standards that you speak of, they're pretty much null and void in the West. We live in a deregulated dating marketplace,
Mormon
which means
situation.
Which means women are free to come and go as they please. They date who they want. The women pick the guys. Very rarely are arranged marriages or some type of forced relationship actually occurring. It's less.
Yeah, but we're not talking just U.S. Like we're talking about worldly things,
we're
right?
talking about the United States
I'm
for the
half
purposes
Filipino
of.
and Irish, so the Philippine side of me. All right. So I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. That still happens till this day. So it's
we're not talking about that.
It's not as common as you think. I mean, when did you get married? Like 10, 15 years ago? 17 years ago. Times have changed significantly.
No, I was 17 when I got married.
Women hold all the leverage when it comes to dating and relationships now.
All of it.
So, I mean, I get what you're saying, but that
Oh yeah, it's different now.
yeah, it's significantly different. You were saying something?
Yeah, I just want to add to like what you're saying. Like,
Sure.
it's definitely different. So, like, taking accountability. Like, I'm going to, if I don't want this going on, like, I'm going to walk away completely. And that's why, like, I'm creating what I want to create for my life, like, period.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to accept certain behavior, like, at all. And if it is what it is, I have to leave, then I'm going to leave, you know?
Okay.
And I got to do what I have to on my own.
You
And
go,
I'm going to
girl.
create my own thing.
Yes, girl.
I got something.
Somebody else had something?
That's me. Okay, so at the whole topic of not being sentient and being able to leave, I don't think it's really based off of like gender. Like Sigmund Freud even proved it.
Of course, the non-binary says they them says it's not about
Someone's gonna
gender.
be that person. But Sigmund
not
Freud
about
even proved that like when you associate a very intense feeling with a certain action, that becomes the habit or that becomes your loop. So, I mean, I know men and women who are stuck in really shitty relationships and they just don't want to leave because they mentally can't because of their
Right.
family
And
trauma.
the point is, it's their fault for staying in that shitty
100%
relationship.
though.
Yeah, so okay, let's say a man, right,
So she agrees
has a
with us.
girlfriend, but she beats on him, and he stays. Whose fault is that?
I have a guy who isn't that.
No. I get what you're saying. Well, whose fault is that?
No, that is 100%.
You're not answering the
You're
question.
saying that we would point directly to the guy and be like,
Stupid.
Exactly. But if it's a girl
We
now
will clown
staying
him.
with a guy, oh, it's a guy's fault. No,
He's an
it's
asshole.
we're
her
only
fault.
saying that because men are stronger than women. So
usually physical people are holding you back, or like,
Bingo.
you know.
So stop trying to lead the relationship. Stop trying to be in charge. Stop trying to set the standards of what men want. If you admit that we are stronger,
You can
follow.
Wait. Hold on. I have to put something into this because it's all psychology. If you guys have read the book Why Men Love Bitches, one of the main topics says
Literally poison.
It works, so that's the thing. One of the main
It works
points.
to do what?
It works to learn the psychology of men. I mean, like one of the main points was don't say anything. Let them think that they got this and they will become more attracted to you. And to be honest, like it's working.
Well, I think an important distinction we need to make on the podcast, which women historically mess this up, and I mean earlier with you, is that women conflate sexual attention and desire with relationship
100%.
attention. And the reality is, yes, many men will slide in your DMs, many men will try to court you, but it's typically for the objective goal of sex versus a relationship is much harder. I would argue that, most women suck at keeping a man around. They're great at attracting a man, but they suck at retaining a man. And a woman's job is to retain the man.
Or
the
is
man's
it
job
the
is to attract
opposite?
you. It's the man's job to attract you and your job to retain him.
Yeah, but a man usually can't retain us because they always fuck up.
I genuinely believe it's on both ends.
So I think it's the opposite.
It's okay.
You guys can't keep a woman
She
is
was
the
cheated
thing.
on.
Okay.
No, I don't. I've really not been cheated on.
You do realize-
that often. No,
okay.
a couple times, sure.
Okay, you do
But
realize that once the man has sex, you effectively lost, correct?
Yeah.
I
As a
mean, did
woman.
we really lose?
In a relationship,
Yes.
are we talking about?
Yeah. So if let's say you hook up with a guy, and
What
then
I'm saying is, you guys can't keep a woman. Is the problem?
that's not our job. See, and
It's
that's
our
and
job
that's the
to
biggest
do-
mistake that women make is they think that it's the man's job to retain you. No, it's your job to retain the man after you fuck him. And I would argue most modern women suck at this because they don't understand that is their job to keep the man.
I think it's like
Well, hold on.
the connection is not
Stop the
there.
show. I mean, is this a crazy concept? I mean, it's wild that I have to explain this, but does a man not have to become attracted to
You
get
guys are
sexually?
everyone's.
No, hold
First
on,
of all, we
hold
don't
on.
keep you men. You men are out here in these streets,
Okay,
so you're not ours. When you're somebody else's, you're not
Okay,
ours. You're not mine.
Once again, you got to understand that a man will give his dick to anyone, but he'll only give his heart to one.
Facts.
So my point is that we are not the same. Okay.
I am
a man can love a woman and have sex with other girls, so that's a moot point. And then number two, you guys don't think that it's your job to keep the guy? I mean, let me ask you a question. Who decides who has sex, the man or the woman?
I'm so
No, it's the
sorry.
woman.
It would be the woman.
It's the woman, correct?
Woman.
Would it be fair to say that all of you guys, the man can't have sex with the woman unless there's consent, correct?
Yeah.
Of course. Otherwise, it's illegal.
Okay.
Now, on the other side, if a woman wants a relationship and marriage, who decides that?
You got that.
Thank you. So women are the gatekeepers to sex. Men are the gatekeepers to
All
relationships.
right, ladies, let's change this.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Let's all link
Let
up.
me finish. So knowing that the men are the gatekeepers to relationships, whose job is it to retain?
But why is a relationship so important to my life?
Oh, I like
Okay, that's a great question. But here's the thing: if you polled 100 women,
Yeah.
90 plus of them are probably going to want to have some kind of secure commitment and or marriage or serious relationship with a man versus casually having sex with multiple dudes.
It's a new
So
time.
women
I
want
have
the
a new thing
relationship.
I'm gonna try.
I mean, I guess you can exempt me because technically I'm non-binary. But
Okay,
to me-
fantastic.
You're a woman.
But
Just-
we
just-
can't make
Female,
arguments for an
technically.
exception to the rule. Most of the women here would prefer to consolidate on one man versus having sex with 5 men.
Maybe we should try your
that's
guys'
true.
style instead.
Unless you're polyamorous, which I totally understand the polyamorous thing. So
Okay,
like
are you speaking about a man with multiple women or the other way?
both, because it can work both ways.
No, it cannot.
What?
Haram!
There are so many.
No, it only works when one man and multiple women. Never works the other way around.
That's why we need to have 5 boyfriends: a police officer,
Exactly.
a doctor. What else do we need, ladies?
drug
A
dealer.
dentist.
Let me
a
ask you a
drug-
question.
handyman.
Okay, do you think a girl?
drug dealer.
Do you think a girl that has 5 boyfriends is as attractive as a man that has 5 girlfriends?
If they don't know, yeah.
But you don't gotta
Oh,
be
key.
attractive.
They don't know.
to be a woman with a
Okay, so
I'm not a liar. I can't do it. I really can't.
Yeah, no, it's
so
too
you're
much
arguing. You're
I know I
arguing for
did, but I
something.
never do. So
So let me get
I
this
always say
straight.
my age.
You're arguing to be something you don't even want to be.
I'm just in my thoughts because, like I said, I'm trying out different
So you're
things.
saying nothing.
Yeah, you're just talking to talk.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, you're making an argument for something you don't even want to be, which I find it funny because girls will
No,
sit there and say,
I might try it because
I want to have 5 boyfriends and be a hoe, but deep down you don't want to do that.
Obviously,
No.
finding a loyal one ain't happening. So we got to try some new options here, and I might have to be a new bitch this year.
A loyal one.
I'm here for you.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm a loyal girl. I would like a loyal
That's your
man.
job.
Like, is it that hard? Is
No,
it
no,
that
no.
hard?
No,
It
it's-
also has to do with
well,
values.
hold on. It's your job to be a loyal woman. It's not necessarily his job to be a loyal man.
Whatever. I
Men
guess
and
that's your
women,
opinion.
when men and women, it's not an opinion. Men and women show loyalty differently.
You're like my dad. You're always right.
I mean, you're just incorrect in this one. Because the reality is that a man can have 5 girls and he's going to be attractive. If a girl has 5 dudes, she's not attractive.
The thing is that
So it's not the same.
I got 5 and I'm still attracted.
But only if you know, right? Only if
You got 5 queers.
Hey, I mean,
I can't.
And you can't use yourself as an example. Oh, really? You know, since let's use our logic. Since being, having multiple boyfriends will still make you attractive. Let's go around the table. Tell me your body count.
Oh, I gotta think.
Has like
10.
Okay.
Mike.
Well, don't want to disclose it, don't you?
How's it going? I
Don't want
feel
to
like
disclose.
I'm just like trying to think in my head.
Yeah. Okay. What about you? Do you know yours?
At least 20.
That's
I
correct.
don't know.
That's correct. What
We've
about
had
you?
this conversation
No?
on this platform before. I know the count. It's just not public information.
Okay. What about you? What's your body count?
I know
Miss
the count,
Empowered?
but it ain't public information.
Oh, okay.
I like that statement.
Your statement just proved my point even more.
No, it didn't. Hush your mouth.
You wanted a policeman, a fireman, you wanted all these boyfriends, and now you can't say your body count, but you want 5 guys at the same time. So proof that.
So we're adding 5 on to whatever it is. It's fine.
No.
I like to do slide back. So when I break up, I'm like, let me hit up my past because I'm not trying to add no notches.
I missed the whole point of this. Of the
point was it makes you less attractive the more guys you fuck. But,
Like I said,
continue.
the ones that you know.
Less than 10.
Stop the
What
cap.
about you?
6.
Stop the cap.
believe her.
I'm not capping.
Stop the cap.
4.
Stop the cap.
At all.
Stop the cap.
All right, so all of you felt very uncomfortable answering the question and/or didn't want to answer altogether. So that's what I'm trying to say is that it proves my point that women definitely care about their past and care about not coming off as a hoe, which is directly tied to not having multiple boyfriends.
I ain't mad at
I don't know why y'all doing this.
I'm not mad. I think sex is great.
He's gonna love me for me.
I love
so.
fucking.
You think who said he's gonna love me for me?
He's gonna love me for me, like regardless of my past. You feel me?
I mean, I'm sorry. That was probably.
Then that's different.
Oh, y'all don't think she can find that? Is that what you're saying?
Let me.
That's unfortunate.
Let me go on the table. Do you think a woman's past matters? Yes or no to her man?
Depends.
In general.
Depends.
In general, if I line up 100 guys, what do you think most of them would say it matters or not?
Yeah.
That's
Okay. What about you?
Repeat that question again.
Does a woman's past matter?
Yeah, her sexual history. Does it matter to men?
No. I don't think so.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah.
It does. Okay.
I think for many does.
What about you?
Does it?
Yeah. Does it matter to men? A woman's sexual
believe
past for a relationship?
Yes.
Okay. What about you? No, right? Based off your other answer.
Love me for me.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
I mean, honestly, I don't know, but
Fantastic. Obviously.
I mean, it matters to me.
For me.
Okay,
If
but-
it matters to me, I'm assuming it matters to him. But what should really matter?
Okay.
is
We
that
don't
we're
operate on what should or
together.
could. We operate on what is. Does it matter or not?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Oh, okay. So it contradicts exactly what you said a
It
second ago.
does. It does. I'm not gonna
Fantastic.
lie.
What about
It
you? Does a woman's body count matter?
You said past.
It is so.
Which is her past? Does it matter?
It
Does her
is
sexual
so
past matter?
unfortunate that it matters so much. You guys will go cry under your fucking mama's whatever. It's insane.
Okay, so it
how
does
it
matter.
affects you guys
So yes.
is insane.
Yeah.
It's something's wrong.
What we want is wrong and insane.
Yeah.
No,
What you want
it's
is not
weird. No, you guys will. No.
Yeah, man,
it's
you
weird.
can't understand it.
Suddenly
It's
you're like,
weird.
oh my god, you messed
Yeah,
with
this-
him. Oh god,
Yeah, this-
my life is
Modern
over.
feminism.
I'm
But-
like, what's wrong with
But
you?
that's the way
Like,
it should be, though.
You mess with all of them.
Yeah,
so
but
what's the difference?
that's the way it should be, though. Because
Wow.
as a woman, you're born with your value. It's your job to preserve it.
My value is my vagina.
So men don't have value?
Your youth, Yeah, ladies. You know what? Here, since I guess
That's
this is
a lie.
rocket
That's a
science.
lie. My value is not my vagina.
Okay,
No one said that.
I'll delineate for you. It's your youth, your beauty, your fertility, and most importantly, your chastity.
Chastity.
Well, how,
That's what men are interested in when it comes to a woman for a long-term relationship. That's what they're interested in. So yes, your vagina does matter.
if that's what you're interested in, sure.
That's most men
I mean,
in
it's
general.
vice
If you live
versa,
for that.
too.
Since the beginning of time, this is what men have looked for in women.
We know, you guys. We
They
know.
won't tell
Okay.
you, but they'll
We
do
know
it
what
behind
you
your back.
guys want.
So if
You
you're
see how you're
job,
angry about it?
Yeah.
You want to reject the whole idea of what a man wants. So just accept the fact.
No,
if you
I
want to
know
be a
it.
lesbian,
That's
that's
not-
it. I know. Then don't get mad about it. Just
Yeah.
accept it.
Just accept it, bro.
Like,
I
act
accept you
accordingly.
guys love only the V. I get it. We all get it.
So why are you mad about it?
I'm not.
Hold on.
I'm accepting of it. That's why I'm like, you know what? Maybe I want a couple
That
guys
can't
now.
be all y'all love. Like
It is.
Yeah.
that's it. There's
Yes, I
nothing
know what you're gonna
else.
say next. It should be this.
What?
No, but it shouldn't. No, it's up to you.
Okay, so let me ask you a
but
question.
quick question to y'all. Sorry. I know it's y'all podcast. I
Yeah.
respect. So what if a female is younger than an average 30 and her JJ fucked up? Y'all gonna respect that? I mean, does that matter?
Like a loose
Does her
22?
age still matter?
I think you're really. That's how you.
Loose 22?
No,
Hold on.
I'm just.
Let me answer your question.
I'm just saying.
You use that a lot because I don't want to be disrespectful, but you're 41 and you have 2 kids.
I'm not 41. You wrong.
What are you, 39?
She's 39.
I'm 39.
Okay, you're 39 with 2 kids, and so that's how you get over
And
the
I
hurdle.
had them through my pussy.
Okay, great. You see that this is how you get over this hurdle of the fact that you're 39 with 2 kids. Is that my pussy's not loose though. Overall,
It's
if you
not. He
ask
loves
guys,
She's cool though. She's married.
loves
so
it.
she's
Right,
about to
I've
get
never-
He
married.
licks it. He sucks it.
That's
That
disgusting.
makes suck his dick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what-
something right, baby.
Why
Do
is-
something right. You feel me? When you do something right, you do something right.
How old should a guy be? How old should we date a guy? What's a guy's age you think that we're it's good enough to like, settle down with a man? Because that's a good conversation there.
I think that depends on the values.
Again, men and women are attracted to different things. I mean, you guys clearly don't like what I told you men are attracted to, and you're trying to argue with me on it. But this is how it's been since the beginning of time.
How
When
old
it comes
is
to
he?
relationship, that's what men want. They want a girl who's young, beautiful, attractive,
And not a hoe.
and not a hoe, and chastity matters.
and it's all coping right now. I mean,
Yeah,
like
I
you say
mean-
that my pussy's not loose. I mean,
It's
do,
not.
do guys ever say like, "Oh, her pussy was extremely loose"? It generally all kind of feels. I've never heard a guy say, "Oh, she was very, her pussy was." I've never heard that. So I've never felt that.
If they do say it's to the boys only, never in public.
That's why I was wondering why you go. Oh,
Yeah, to the boys.
no, he said it kind of almost feels the same as what he said. He's
Yeah,
like,
it's not that much of a
barely
difference.
tell it.
My point is that's how she
what I
copes. That's how
thought.
she gets over the fact that you have 2 kids and you're 39. It's like my pussy's still tight though, like,
It's still
and that
tight
makes you feel young. But overall, it's not just the tightness of the pussy. It's having youth. It's being hopeful. It's
Okay.
being compliant. It's
Why
not
you look
being
at me when you say hopeful?
because you are complete. You just gave up. You have so much emotional
no.
damage.
I'm the biggest. Like,
Who has
I believe in
emotional
love so much.
Emotional
damage. I believe in love. I believe in it. I believe in the fairy tale. I believe in Disney.
No, you
I think
don't.
they've
You
messed
grew
it
up
up.
Muslim?
I do
You grew up
bridal.
in
No.
a Muslim household? got a tattoo?
No.
Haram. Right.
My dad is Muslim.
You don't believe in love because you're saying you want a baby daddy and you want to have a kid with your friend rather than get a
It's
husband.
Arab writing.
Who believes in love says I want to have a kid with a friend or a baby daddy?
Well, that's only if I can't find somebody that I want to commit. You guys are headaches.
So you saw it.
Y'all are headaches. I'd rather be alone at this point. Yeah, because like I said, I've been in relationships.
Emotional damage.
There's a point that if a girl has multiple relationships, she's going to be definitely a problem to pair bond with because pair bond is going to be almost impossible.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the
Because
problem.
also
Her idea
younger
of
women
men,
come
yeah.
with less baggage.
think
They come with less experience, less baggage. Like women want a guy that's experienced, men want a woman that's inexperienced, which is why chastity is so important for men.
Yeah.
Versus a guy will go ahead and take a girl seriously that's a virgin, but you ain't gonna take a dude seriously that's a virgin. We're not the same, ladies. And I mean, it's amazing that I have to explain this shit, but you can't get mad at what men are attracted to intrinsically, just like we can't get mad at you guys for wanting guys 6 feet tall, makes more money, is competent.
Amen. You can't get mad at us either.
No, we're not.
But no one is.
We're not.
We're not mad at you. I'm just checking. I'm just double checking.
I would argue that men accept it, and this is why men go to work. This is why men work more hours than women in general. That's why men put themselves in dangerous situations to work certain jobs to earn an income. Like men accept the reality a lot of times of how difficult it is to attract a woman, but women, on the other hand, will not accept how difficult it is to find a higher status man. Y'all are all fighting for this guy, and you think he's going to be loyal to just you?
And ladies, that's why we lie to get sex. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't take the truth, man.
And
So-
also, white niggas simp because to them they
But
were
you
like,
said I'm jaded.
Yeah,
I mean,
You just said you're not going to find a loyal man, but don't talk like I just talked. That doesn't make any
men
sense.
are only as faithful as their options. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
I mean, even if we're
That makes
faithful,
perfect
though,
sense.
that does not. No, you said I'm not hopeful, but then you just said all guys cheat. So
What I'm saying is that men, on a balance of probabilities,
Are cheaters.
only as loyal as their options. The more attractive the guy, the less likely he is to be monogamous.
The guy
to you.
that you
the
want is
ugly
gonna cheat.
cheaters cheat too.
For sure.
The ugly dudes cheat too.
Did I not just say that a second ago?
So
Man, you do a great job of talking but not listening.
I do
But,
my whole life.
Yeah, I can see
Delusion.
that. But yeah, I'm not saying that every guy is not loyal, but I'm saying like if I lined up 100, like 95 of them probably won't be.
Like I said,
Facts.
5 boyfriends, please.
Right.
And I have a question. Do ladies actually care if the guy is a virgin or not?
you don't want to be with the
a little
virgin.
interesting.
I've been
little
with the
weird.
virgin before, and I honestly didn't.
They
care.
might be a
For me,
little
it was
more
Where's he at now?
irrelevant.
Hold on. Where's he at now?
He's an ex.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. Hit him with the. And here's the thing too. Like you're looking at it from face value. You're saying, "Oh no, I date a virgin," but the problem isn't that he's a virgin. It's that men that are virgins tend to have social things wrong with them. They are socially awkward. Maybe they don't understand spacing. They don't make the moves correctly. They're strange in the way that they speak in their tonality. They don't have confidence, etc. Guys are virgins. Typically, there's clues behind it. So it's not that I'll deal with a guy that's a virgin. You're assuming he's attractive and tall and still has some tonality and happens to be a virgin. No, most guys that are virgins, especially when they hit their 20s or 30s, something's wrong with them niggas from a social perspective. And the girls could pick up on that and they're unattracted.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Amen.
Women are the kings of judging a book by its cover. But y'all, for some strange reason, get mad when we judge a book by its cover, as if we're going to sit there and get to know you, figure out your pussy's fire, or that you're a fisherwoman, or that you have kids, or that you, I don't know, are entertaining. I don't know. But like, my thing is like, women get mad when men don't give them benefit of doubt, but y'all never give us a benefit of the doubt.
Ever.
Women will reject you for wearing mismatched socks.
That's a woman you're looking
That's
at.
what you say.
I think
Huh?
it depends.
I feel like that's the quality of woman you're looking at.
No, the reality is women disqualify men for anything.
Yeah, very much.
You like they did a study on
I feel
this
like
too.
I'm so naive on this.
What do you mean
No, it's
disqualify
true.
men? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
well, you're naive on it because you're in a privileged position where you don't have to attract the opposite gender. So why do you care? I'm not expecting you to understand or care. But what I'm saying is that in general, women have the privilege of the men pursuing them, so they don't have to understand what it takes to be attractive to get a man. Which is why I laugh at you guys when I said it's your job to retain the man. Oh, what are you talking about? But you say that because you're cocky and you think, yo, guys,
But we
come to
can't
me.
retain a man that's unretainable.
Emotional.
I mean,
No, it's facts. Y'all spitting facts. I'm trying to spit some facts.
You're not.
too.
Here's the thing, because the problem is that you're not. You're using your fuck up here is that you're using your metric of success on him. Your job is to not fuck other dudes. His job is to protect you when times of peril come. That's how men show loyalty, willing to fight an intruder to save you, putting their life on the line. I ain't gonna put my life on the line for some bitch I don't give a fuck about, but I will for a girl that I love, even though if I'm smashing another chick. Men and women show loyalty differently. So you might think, he cheated on me, he fucked another girl. It ain't that serious. And I'm assuming based on your background, let me guess, were they a musician, entertainer of some kind?
I've only dated one musician.
Okay, but
So
these
no,
guys,
no, normal dudes. There's normal dudes that are normal to people that have
normal
status.
dudes. You dated normal dudes?
Come Yes. on.
Oh,
You saw
normal,
one
no,
I
no, no.
managed.
She answered it right there. Normal dudes that have status, right?
No, I said normal dudes and guys that have status. Two separate.
And both of them cheated on you.
No. I'm
normal
not
guys
saying
that
I've
cheat on
gotten
you?
cheated on multiple times. I'm not saying that.
Who
no.
cheated on you then?
The
guys with status?
No, one. I was in a situationship, so I guess you can't consider that cheating, although I was affected by it.
Okay.
And then back in the day, that's the only time I've caught cheating. I haven't been cheated on in my face in a long time.
Okay, but
I just know flirt. If I find the phone, I'm not gonna like. There's definitely something in the phone I'm not gonna fucking like.
so if you know that men are typically not going to be, monogamous, then can't you just accept reality?
I am accepting reality.
It doesn't sound like it.
I'm trying to figure out what that is, and me wanting to have children and family, and how does that play in my life? So I'm kind of going through okay, what do I really want?
But the time is ticking.
Time's ticking.
It is ticking. You're right. I agree.
And I'll be at 33 years old, you don't have as much negotiating power as you think you do.
At all.
With what? Like I said, I can
The
have
guy that you want.
have a child with or without a man. That's not a problem.
But you know that's worse than having a stable family with the guy who loves you.
Yeah, that's a different.
Single mother
Yeah, a
households.
guy that loves you.
But does he love you?
Yeah, you don't. That's
What's love?
you
Yeah,
can't
single
say
mother
that.
households are one of the leading contributors to degenerative societies. This has been proven, by the way. It's a fact.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Is that?
Well, most prison inmates, most violent rapists, murderers, etc., criminals, felons, come from single mother
School
households.
shooters as well.
I wonder why there's single mother
A
households.
majority. And
Let's ask why there's single mother households.
If a man doesn't have a father in the there was a documentary that came out. Tommy Sotomayor, shout out to him. A man is between 6 to 9 times more likely to go to prison without a father in the household.
That's unfortunate.
By the way, guys,
2-parent households are required.
That's the goal. That's the goal, right?
So
but
you're
being
saying I'll have a child
okay
by
with your
myself.
man cheating, being okay with you're gonna be like that, and I have to look the other way. That takes time. That is going to be like, okay, how am I supposed to handle and deal
But
with
you don't
this?
have that time anymore. Is what I'm trying to say.
I don't have that time anymore.
You don't have that time. You're 33 years old right now. You're already, most of your eggs are gone from a biological standpoint.
Don't tell me what my eggs are doing down
I mean,
there.
it's highly likely.
My doctor said my eggs are healthy.
And then,
and good.
and then, I mean, just going off biology. And then
Yes.
at 35, it's a high risk pregnancy. So you would literally need to find a guy right now and you know.
I
get
mean,
something
I can
going.
have someone else have my baby.
I feel like
I
it
can
also
freeze my
depends-
eggs. There's a lot of options.
I feel like
Freezing
that
eggs
also
typically doesn't
depends on the
work.
quality of man that you're looking
for me, it will work. Whatever I choose to do, it will work.
You're gonna manifest a baby.
I'm gonna manifest you.
Okay. Okay. We get some chats here.
All right, I'll read the chats. Did you have something?
No
I
comments.
was
Don't
saying
look at the
that
camera.
I think that also depends on the quality of man that you're trying to find. If you're looking for a man to create a family, you're not gonna look for a guy in the club, even though it sounds dumb, because you could meet someone like that, but you're not gonna look someone for their physics. You're gonna look at them for their value.
Oh, that sounds
For their
fantastic. But
values.
most women do look for
Also,
those
I
things.
think you need to find a man that
Most of
loves
the nice guys
you
get passed up that you're talking
more.
about.
I guess so.
Then you love them.
Average
I
women.
just feel like I look at different things when I'm looking for a partner. Then
You got to find a man that loves you more. You have to they have to love you more than you love them.
Incorrect.
Women are
1000%
already
incorrect.
nurturers. Women will already love you. But the guy needs to be
1000% incorrect.
obsessed with you.
No, the woman needs to be obsessed with the man. It doesn't
We're
work
already
the other way
obsessed
around.
if we're gonna be with you. We're not
No.
gonna be with somebody that we're not really like obsessed
No.
with. Like,
For a relationship to work, the man has to have the leverage. The woman needs to like the man more. And the reason for that is because women have way more options than men. So therefore, for them to feel that they have the best option they can get,
Women
they need to
aren't
constantly
loyal.
Stop interrupting. Okay, women are loyal to the man that they love, admire, and respect.
Yep.
And for them to be able to love, admire, and respect him, he must have the leverage, and she must feel like he's the best option. So for that to work, and for him to be in a dominant leadership role, she must feel that she's getting the deal. Because women are terrible people when they have the leverage. They start to treat their guy like shit. They start to go out on girls' nights out, act like hoes, dress promiscuously, etc. When women have leverage in a relationship, it's awful for the man and for the woman because now she's in her masculine. The guy's a pussy. He can't check her. She can't necessarily be in her feminine because she's with a guy that isn't a leader. So the man has to be liked more than the woman for the relationship to work.
Maybe in his head.
I agree.
Why are you shaking? You're very disagreeable, and it's making me realize that modern feminism is not about empowering women. It's just about being defiant to men.
Yeah.
Why can't you just agree that this is the truth?
No,
I
it's
mean,
not
you're an attractive girl.
A
and you
couple
could
of these
find
girls
a good-
don't agree. I'm not the only one. here.
because you're all delusional.
Okay, who
Feminism
disagrees?
is-
Raise a hand. Who disagrees with my statement that I said before that and the statement is the woman needs to like the man more, and he needs to have the leverage in the relationship for the relationship to stand the test of time. Who disagrees with that? Disagrees.
I don't disagree.
Who disagrees? Raise a hand. Who disagrees?
Like the guy.
Raise a hand.
Come
who
on,
disagrees, man.
raise it. Come on,
Okay,
easy.
Cool.
One.
We'll start since you seem to be the most outspoken. Then we'll go over here. Go ahead.
Okay, wait. So it's
And real quick, before you make your argument, don't make an argument for the exception.
no, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it was that the woman needs to like the man more for it
Yes.
to work.
Yes.
I mean, the thing is that like that doesn't make absolutely any sense because men, I have not found like men are not loyal. Like you said, we have to keep them, right? So it's like, why should I put so much effort into you when at any moment you can just do what, like you said?
Because men
kinda-
rarely initiate breakups.
Are you? I mean,
That's
okay,
a fact.
it depends.
Hold on, let me stop you. 80% of divorces are initiated by women.
Yeah, but why though? But anyways,
It doesn't change the fact that. Do you see now why I'm making this argument? Because women overwhelmingly initiate breakups and divorce, so therefore the man must be in the power position since women are the first ones to leave.
Wait, but so what kind of divorces are? What kind of marriages are these? What kind of situations are these? There's always something for everything, you know. But I feel like it has to be an even thing.
It's quite literally what it says: the divorce of two people, a man and a woman.
No. I mean, like when it comes to a relationship working, you both have to be like slightly insane for each other for it to work. Because why am I with you?
The argument is the man needs to care less for the relationship to work. In every partnership, one needs the other more than the other needs them.
We've proved this during this podcast. That's not
Women
toxic.
are loving
no.
already.
We've
Women
established
are-
here that women here all want to lead, but they also will stay with the guy who's beating them. So you're incapable of leading.
Incorrect.
So one person needs to be in charge, one person needs to be followed, and that's the
Incorrect.
man. What's incorrect?
Incorrect, because you're saying that all these women have stayed in these toxic relationships. Well, I mean, like they left though, and like
Which proves our point that the man needs to be in a leveraged position because the women are far more willing to leave. Women get over breakups way faster than men do. And these are all stats. These are facts. It's not me just talking, oh, I think men should leave because of this. I'm backing up my argument why men have to have the leverage off of stats. Women initiate breakups. Women initiate divorces. Women are far more likely to leave relationships and get another man faster than a man's going to replace her. So for the man to be able to keep the relationship going, which was a part of the argument, so to keep the relationship going, he must be in the dominant role, period. All right, what's your argument? Go ahead.
Amen to the dominant role.
I've had like a situation where my partner was like more obsessive like with our relationship than I was for the relationship.
Yeah.
And it's only because, far as like my overall objective, like if I see that we're outgrowing each other, then it's a time to kind of like step back, reevaluate things, and then move forward from that. But
hold on, let me translate that womanese. To outgrow each other when a woman says that. 9 out of 10 times he was doing better than him socioeconomically. He lost his ambition, lost his drive, probably wasn't producing resources to some degree. She outgrew him, right? Was more ambitious, and she left his ass. Which again proves my point that men need to be in the leadership role. And once you took that leadership role, you lost attraction for him and left him.
it's not even that. I gave
Was I
like
correct or not?
multiple
Was I correct or not?
opportunities.
Was I correct or not? Was I correct?
Yeah.
What was she supposed to do in that scenario?
You just proved but that proves my point. The man's got to be in a leadership role. She literally proved my point
You
by
have to at
saying,
least
I
kinda-
left them because we outgrew each other. But we got to translate the bullshit womanese. He lost his ambition. She was the provider. She took the leadership role. Attraction comes down. Respect comes down. Byproduct, I'm leaving your ass. You're a bum, nigga.
He fell off. It's fine. It happens.
And that's fine. But that's why we tell guys you need to become the best version of yourself. All right, who else disagrees?
Okay.
Go ahead. What's your argument?
I helped build them up.
Okay.
And that's
That's
how
good.
we kept our marriage together.
That's not leading.
Okay,
though.
but who was in the leadership role?
You build them up, they leave you, and then
You were in a
they're,
leadership role.
Leadership.
Okay, and how long were you guys together?
20 years.
Okay, did you leave him?
Yes.
No, we're still together. Well, kind of sort of together because we have kids together. Does that make sense?
No,
We don't
like,
have sex.
but actually dating, like seriously.
No,
Yeah.
we're not dating.
Okay, so you guys are not together sexually.
Correct.
You guys co-parent.
Correct.
Okay, who initiated that breakup?
Come on.
He did.
He initiated it.
Mhm.
Oh shit! This
because you
woman can
level
get-
them up, and then they think they're hot shit, and they get cocky, and then they try to go on some other shit.
Hold on, stop. Men rarely break up with
about
women
that.
unless they do a huge fuck up. You did something. What'd you do?
I didn't. I was the one
You
that
did nothing?
was. Okay. I was a stay-at-home mom. I'm
Mhm.
the one that took care of the kids.
Mhm.
Soccer, basketball, you name it. Every activity involved with them. And then what? So is it my fault? I'm taking care of the kids?
No, it's not. Not at all.
Right. At the same time, working
Mhm.
and helping him build himself.
Uh-huh.
Finish school, get to where he needs to be.
Yeah, but men rarely break up with women, especially when they've been with them that long. You must have done something.
No.
Really? You didn't cheat on him?
She's the exception.
You didn't go on a girls trip or do
Nope.
something like that?
Nothing.
And
I'll
he
stick
initiated the
to life.
breakup with you?
Yeah.
What do you
Okay.
think? What do you think his reason is?
His reason?
There's got to be a reason.
Midlife crisis.
That was one of the reasons I thought it would be is the midlife crisis. But as he said before, he pointed out, he wants somebody younger. He wants somebody on the side.
Oh.
And that's why-
Oh God! You
Hold
built
on.
him up, girl. You
Hold on. What is it? Let me ask you this. Did he come to you in a relationship and say, listen, I want younger women and I want you to participate and or I want to exercise options? Or he just did it?
He just did it.
Okay. And then who made the decision like I'm not sleeping with you no more? You or him? Probably you, right?
Yeah, that was me.
You made that decision. So
After He's already.
So you
after
actually
he's
really
already-
left. So he probably made a response to you not wanting to give him sexual access anymore.
No, no, he did it first. Did you miss that part? He cheated first.
No, I got that.
would
Oh,
I
but then
cheat?
you
I
decided to
want-
stop
There it is.
Yeah.
You cheated. Period.
Yeah.
Point blank. There was the
Would I
question.
want to be with somebody that's been with someone already? No, that to me is dirty.
Okay,
that
I
to me
mean-
is, it means no. No, you have zero access to me after you've done that.
Okay, so your ego got the best of you and you said, you know what, you need to be monogamous to me and I'm going to go ahead and take my power back and not give you any pussy.
So fucking someone else is now about ego.
Well, men and women don't have sex
We
for
can't
the
be
same
upset if
reasons.
someone cheats on us.
Do we have?
That's not ego
do
getting in the
we-
way.
Do we know what the vows stand for in marriage?
Oh
What
no!
vows
Here's
are?
the thing: he fucked up by cheating by cheating on you. But what I am saying is that you got to accept reality a little bit. Understand what I said earlier. Men typically are only as faithful as their options.
Right, and that's why I said those were the ones I was in the leading role. Remember how you asked?
Yeah,
me
you were the main girl. So what's the complaint?
The complaint is that you're saying that, oh well, you have to love the guy more. You have to.
Yeah, you do.
have to be okay. And then for
Does
it
he
to
still
work-
pay for your lifestyle now?
No, I pay for my own.
You pay for everything.
I've-
He doesn't help you whatsoever.
Not whatsoever.
But you guys are still together co-parenting.
Yes.
He doesn't assist financially.
No, he doesn't have to.
Stop the cap.
So, but if you did ask him for money, would he give it to you?
Probably.
I doubt he would leave you high and dry. Yeah. So, I mean, you're still getting security provisioning to him to some degree. It's just that you can't take the fact that he had sex with other girls.
Ego.
Oh my
It's ego.
God!
No,
You
it's
can't
more
say
like-
ego.
It's the fact that I have self-respect. I can't be with
Ego.
somebody that has. If you call it ego, then yeah.
No,
but
if
I
you have a commitment
self-respect.
and they cheat, that's not ego.
No, I get it. I'm not saying. Listen, he
shouldn't have
fucked
lied.
up. He should have told. He should have told her, "Hey, this. I want to do this. I want to have younger women." What I'm saying is that women need to live in reality and understand that men are attracted to what? Youth, beauty, fertility, chastity. So unfortunately, you're 41 years old, you can't compete with a girl that's 21 years old anymore, sexually.
There's no competition.
I guarantee he still loves you, but he wants to have sex with younger, more attractive girls. And a lot of women say he has a midlife crisis. No, he woke up. He realized his value. That's what happened. Just that women don't like it when men actually have leverage for
So
once.
how are we supposed to have a happy home with a happy family?
If it's a never
by accepting reality.
Why are you looking at me?
I want to know how.
So
I mean, I don't think
Let me get a
all
little
men
side
are
on
gonna
my
cheat
steak.
though. Like there's some good ones out
That's
there.
What's that? Go ahead.
How are we gonna?
Eventually.
Go ahead.
That is
Oh,
a
sorry.
percentage. That is not. That can't be 100% all men, because I know there's loyal men out there. That is.
And those men tend to be the men that women don't want. The nice guy, the pussy, the lower
They're the
earner.
one that's taken.
No,
They're the ones that women typically don't want.
I think it's like
I got one. He
someone
ain't
that
pussy.
knows how to treat them
What?
right.
If they know how to treat you right,
He
the
waited
money
ar-
doesn't
I mean,
matter.
he waited around when you were getting beat.
Yeah, he was waiting around for 10
You
plus
heard me.
years.
That makes
You
it
heard me.
special. I'm saying shit. That's not
What?
shit.
Yo.
I've been with some broke
Let me
people.
tell you something.
He takes care of me.
Listen, guys,
I can't complain.
guys that have options don't wait around for 12
I
years
can't
for a girl, bro.
complain.
They don't. You were saying, so going back to what you're saying, so
Okay, so then let's just go back to my previous relationship here.
well, hold on, wait, real quick. The relationship lasted 20 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the question was, who needs to have the leverage for the relationship to work? Your relationship proved my point.
I would
20
say
years.
the man needs to have the man has to love the woman more than the woman.
Well, you love him more, and your relationship lasted 20 years.
No, but they did.
But he
walked
cheated.
away.
It
No, no.
should have stayed,
But-
right? It should have lasted 50.
No.
It should have
Here's
lasted
the
as
problem.
long as we've been alive.
A man can still love you and cheat on you.
Yeah.
That's the whole point here.
But that's a problem.
No, it's not. Because in your head it's a problem,
Yeah,
but for us it's not.
My statement's irrelevant.
basically.
When you get married and you take these vows, do they not mean anything?
They do. But
They
okay,
do?
okay.
Then when were vows created?
So hold on. How he did it was wrong. 100%. We're not saying that. We're just saying matter of fact is guys are gonna do what they do. So knowing that, prepare for it. So you know what? This man has provided a home for me, kids, a good life. You know what? I can leave him right now. If I go find another guy, he'll probably cheat too. You know what? I got something good here. He fucked up. But you know what? I'm gonna forgive him and move forward. Now, if it's repeatedly done, I understand that behind your back it's messed up. But you should at least give him a chance.
I did 5.
How are we
Okay,
supposed
five,
to
right?
physically
5 times.
handle
Okay.
this?
So
she should have just accepted the fact that he's gonna keep fucking girls, bro.
So,
like,
so knowing
that's
who,
what I say.
so
Like,
knowing who he is as a person, right? He's gonna cheat, as most men are gonna cheat. Why get mad?
Y'all gonna pay for our therapy?
Sure.
I mean, here's the thing: if you
I
accept,
pay for the
I mean, yeah,
children's
get the
therapy
therapy, but
too,
just
so.
this is why we tell women the,
The
truth,
thing
bro.
is
The thing is,
I believe I have
Okay,
Crohn's
so-
disease. I believe it's
Generations ago,
Crohn's
it was
because of
not
the
like
relationship
this.
I was
Is
in.
it okay for the women to cheat?
The
then?
stomach problems
Yo,
you get,
ladies,
the
you know
stomach
what? Let me
problems
just
you
say
get
this.
She
from the
doesn't have emotional
maternity.
damage. She has stomach damage.
It's true. It physically affects you when you can't deal with someone cheating on you, whether they're being real or
damage.
not. It does. Come on.
Biological damage.
You sound
Emotional damage.
That shit fucks up your gut, your anxiety, your
Intestinal damage.
Yeah, the point of the argument was that the man needs to have leverage in the relationship.
Nah, that shit fucks you up.
Your marriage lasted 20 years, so I mean, it proves my point. But the woman has to care more about the man. That's the argument, and that's just how it is.
I
Like,
completely
the woman has to feel like
disagree.
she has the best guy. What do you disagree with? Go
No,
ahead.
actually, I said my statement was irrelevant because they cheat either way, so it really doesn't matter. The guy doesn't have to love you more because he's gonna cheat either way. So you're right. That was an old statement a couple years ago that I really like, but now
Are you not getting?
I
Are you
don't
not
really
understanding
believe
the concept that we've stated several times on this podcast that a man is capable of loving his woman while simultaneously having sex with another one?
I've learned this at a young age, yes.
Okay, so why do you keep making the argument that they can't love you if they have sex with another girl? Or why does it bother you so much when
Just the hope that's in my heart.
Here's the thing. I think
well, hope is a dangerous word.
Well, hopeful bitches is what you guys like, so I must stay hopeful.
Not really.
It's hard to
You're learning.
believe
Yeah,
that
I
you would
learned.
say. I believe this is just a generational thing, because back in those generations, I know my grandmother and my grandfather didn't cheat on each other.
To your knowledge.
But if you go way back in the day,
Powerful men
everyone
have-
was cheating on
powerful
everybody.
powerful men with resources.
Your
and
grandpa's not gonna
status
tell you stories.
Have always had sex with multiple girls.
Can you
bro.
imagine sitting by the fireside like I used to? I would cheat on your grandmother. Like, you're not hearing about that. Sorry.
I think all the ladies at the table, I think the biggest thing, you guys, if you're going to take anything away from this podcast is this, and you're probably not going to listen to it, but it's fine. People like when I say it. You're not that fucking special. There's a younger girl, hotter than you, turning 18 every single day. women are replaceable commodities. And once you understand that, damn, okay, there's a new hot girl every day. What am I going to do to keep this guy around? And you know what? If he fucks on another chick, that ain't that big a deal because I'm the one he comes home to. I'm the main girl. I have the title. And I see you shaking your head.
Does anyone want to jump off a cliff with me now?
Yeah.
Or should we hold hands?
Stop fucking interrupting. All right? So what I was saying is that your looks are perishable and your value diminishes as you age. So it's on you to accept the reality that as you get older, or maybe not even as you get older, but men are always going to want other women. You just need to be the number one. And I think once girls accept that, it's going to be easier to come to terms with the fact that men are only as faithful as their options. I'm not telling you that this is optimal, but this is just how the world works.
How are we supposed to get over the fact that you're sick to your stomach every single day thinking your man's fucking somebody else? How physically are you supposed to deal with that?
You check your ego and understand that there's hotter women than you. That's how.
Okay, so what if we're fucking on other people then?
That makes
you don't want to do that. You want to do that out of revenge.
The bottom
I'm
line is
done.
what you're saying is that the proper statement is that there is not one loyal man out there.
I didn't say that. I said that most are not loyal. And the men that are the most attractive definitely aren't loyal.
And also, we established that you guys like toxic men. So the guys that you're inherently attracted to are probably going to cheat on you.
Yep.
So that means the last guy I was with who says he swears he's never cheated on me.
Well, guys are also little liars too.
Not really.
Right?
But you didn't find out.
Ladies, you can either accept reality or buy a dog. Die alone, bro. Like, yo, it's crazy to me how y'all just don't accept
dogs
reality.
are wonderful.
Okay.
I love my dog.
If you guys want loyalty, go ahead and get a dog. But a dog is not going to.
We're going to do you, and then we're going to go to Rumble because we've been way overdue for Rumble.
Oh, okay.
And we do the
Let me read these chats. Okay, I'll fly through these chats.
Got you.
Question, ladies. Who/what influenced you the most? Oh, no. Okay. Fresh, can we get some info on Art Basel? I'm trying to pull up.
It's going to be lit. Check it out.
Chris and Peyton Manning have the same forehead. Also, have the ladies guess each other's weight and give a critique on how to improve. Okay.
Oh my
Pink Fresh, I don't care about
geez,
anybody
that's
else on the
a
panel, but you better make a move on Shorty and the Pink tonight. She's quite literally our type, and you know it. End the show in 30 minutes. I don't care. Do it. You must because her cheeks will be mine. Who's in pink? Oh, okay. Name 3 countries besides the United States. That is actually a funny one. Name 3 countries besides the U.S. Go ahead.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
And Mexico.
Just let her keep going. Go ahead. Hawaii. What else?
And Mexico.
Okay.
That's
and
2.
one more. One more.
What is it?
Alaska.
Come on, no. Just let her answer. Go ahead. Last one.
I just went blank.
You go. That's cool.
You got it. We support you. You got one more.
One more country.
You got it.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. All right. What about you?
Oh, by the way,
I'm passing this one. I'm just letting you know now.
use the same countries that she used.
Yeah.
Okay.
3
Japan.
countries.
Japan.
Okay.
China.
You go.
Okay.
Go.
United States.
Okay.
Besides United States.
Besides
No.
Besides the U.S.
Oh, you already said yes. Okay. Oh God. Hold on. Oh God.
Yo, this is scary, bro.
Puerto Rico.
All right. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. What about you?
Listen, don't be surprised. I failed geography. There you go.
Geometry.
Go ahead.
And gender.
True.
Gender studies as well. Go ahead.
Let me think. I don't know. Colombia.
Okay.
Nice.
Australia.
You're killing it.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
One more.
Peru.
Okay.
All right.
You go, girl.
What about you?
Belgium, Morocco, and Argentina.
Okay. What about you?
Pass me. I
You can't name 3 countries?
Nah.
33?
Germany.
Okay.
All right. 2 more.
Pass. You got Canada.
Canadian.
Okay.
Canada.
Okay.
One more.
This ass.
You stupid.
All right. What about you?
Pass me. I only graduated high school.
A lot of them
They don't
that
teach you nothing. I told you that.
They
Yeah, 3
already
countries.
said it.
Okay. You can't name 3 others?
I mean, Siberia.
Okay, girl.
Siberia. Okay. No. Yeah.
Keep going.
It's that they said the ones I wanted to say.
Just come on. You got. There's over 200 countries.
You live in the world. You're part of the ecosystem. You should know some countries.
I'm not good at geography either.
Y'all think that we learned a lot in school? Do we not know the system, the school system?
These are the leaders.
You don't know nothing.
This is who wants to lead you into the world, to go forward and lead you. Hawaii. Hawaii.
Siberian. What else?
Nah, I'm gonna just pass.
Siberia. You know that's a place in Russia, right?
Stop.
Stop it.
That's incredible.
Well, like I said.
What about you?
Well, it's Philippines,
Philippines,
Singapore,
baby.
and Malaysia.
Okay. What about you?
Ecuador, Venezuela, and Brazil.
Okay.
Cuban.
Cuban.
Cuba. My bad. I'm so sorry. Texas.
Texas,
Okay.
yeah.
And
Nice.
the bars in hell.
Did she say Texas?
Texas. Wait. One more. One more. California. Who's the president? Wait. Stop the show. Who's the president of California?
I don't know.
Who's the president of Texas?
I don't know.
Do you vote?
Is that a trick question?
I mean,
take on, I guess.
You want to lead?
No, you
want to lead us, chat?
No, you
really
Confused. The reason why I said Texas is because my mom moved there. That's why I said Texas.
the country?
I just said that on the top of my head. Texas is a state, not a country.
Yo, that ain't bad. Imagine when they have kids.
Oh shit!
Wow.
That's not their purpose, though.
Yo, chat. Imagine she had your kid, nigga.
Can you name 3 countries for us, please?
Yo.
Dominican Republic.
Yep.
I would say Ecuador.
Okay. Someone said Ecuador, I think.
Y'all they did?
Yeah.
Spain.
Okay. One more.
Bolivia.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
man.
That
Our
was
leaders are here, fellas.
Yeah.
They're here.
Texas,
Brain
California,
damage.
Hawaii. W SNEAKO, W Creativity Kit,
W Rumble.
Cool. I saw Fresh on grilling. Go selling this Birds the Dream, Myron Emotional, and Birds don't check for Arabian guys in the U.S. And that's from Austin Thompson. And that's from I Don't Play Games. Well, Austin Thompson was before. And okay, ladies, guess the weight of the girl next to you. Zeus.
We'll do that on Rumble.
Okay. Damn FNF, I knew y'all were getting famous, but y'all got Roger from American Dad on the panel 2 down from Myron.
Yo.
Okay. Damn FNF, I knew y'all were. Oh no, sorry. Keep going.
Mason.
Can the ladies rate Lizzo 1 to 10?
What?
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
The fat black woman.
We'll do that on Rumble.
The brave black woman.
That interruption was your first warning. Don't do anything out of pocket. That's from The Matrix. I think that was earlier. Shout out to Ellie. I'm glad to see her on the show again. She's good looking and funny, and I'm happy to say after seeing her on the show last time, I stopped wearing Dior Sauvage cologne.
Thank you.
And he turned in his white BMW.
What's wrong with Dior Sauvage?
It's just it's so cliche. It's like a tool bag, a common tool bag. You can go to Saks and find something other than Dior Sauvage. It's like women's Love Spell by Victoria's Secret. It's like everyone wears that. Or Baccarat.
It can't be that low.
Like Baccarat. Like please find something more original.
And the white BMW, right?
Yes, precisely.
Poppy's Sugar Plum, $14. Interesting panel. Definitely, indeed. Vincent Sesto goes, big W to the Army officer for dropping that line 304 from that former South Scout here. Respect. All right. Can you ask the ladies their thoughts on the passport movement, bro? They don't give a fuck.
They don't care, bro.
They
don't care, bro.
And if you have time, list 3 reasons why men should pick you over a foreign girl that gets on his program or even accept the side chicks less hair. All right, get your passport. Let me be very blunt with you on
Your
this
passport
one.
for Texas.
Women don't give a fuck about your problems, what you're doing with other girls. They don't care.
Yep.
You know what girls are going to think when you say, I got a passport, I'm going somewhere else? They're going to think, you can't get bitches in the U.S., you bum-ass nigga. That's what they're going to say, bro. They don't give a fuck about passport, bros.
Facts, they don't.
Bro. Just keep it 1,000 with y'all. Shout out to SNEAKO. Please bring up the whole average guy chat and even delusion calculator. Much love from Britain. And that's from Kyle Donnelly. Thanks.
Thanks, Kyle.
Question for ladies. Rate yourselves from 1 to 10 and why?
Not again.
Oh, God, not again.
That's from Ronnie Bowsy.
Doc Dre.
Doc Dre. Fresh. Who looked better? Big Lady Gaga next to you or little orphan Annie 2 down BBC gang?
I won't answer that. I'm in Dania.
Okay. Why do Iranian girls love on SNEAKO and hate on Myron? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, man.
I mean, Dania.
I'm just more Muslim than you.
I guess so, because I tell the truth.
Haram!
Fresh, if you feel sick from cousin it over there, then you could just down the Pepto-Bismol right next to it.
What the fuck?
Okay. Adrian Williams, Chris, get ready. You'll be saying merch a lot tonight. Okay.
Merch.
How many more, Chris?
Chris, let's do 20 and up.
Yeah, we'll go 20 and up, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch on over to Rumble, guys. Okay, $20. Can y'all address popular RP misconceptions? Million follower accounts straw man you guys all the time, saying y'all are saying the average dude should cheat on your girl. Don't name them, just address the misconceptions. Jose Suarez Lopez, bro. They don't watch the podcast, so whatever. I've always said men are only as faithful as their options, regardless of socioeconomic status. The rich
or poor.
But what I've noticed is the richer they are, the more they could be overt about it, or the more they don't give a fuck about what their girl thinks. They're going to go and act on their options anyway. So that's why I prepare girls for it. Question for ladies. If you were lucky enough to know when your last moments on Earth will be, what will be running through your head before you close your eyes for good?
Jesus.
Okay.
Nico real.
That was dark.
Wokest Panther. A study showed that despite fewer female leaders throughout history, civilizations ruled by queens were 39% more likely to engage in war in a given year compared to those ruled by kings. University of Chicago. Why is that? Wokest Panther, the reason why is because women don't understand the concept of violence fully. That's the truth. Because women rarely engage in violence. Heads up, Destiny wants to debate on polygamy. He thinks it's not really a thing, and it makes no sense to even mention it. He said if you'll have him on your show, he's going to push hard on this. Would love to see him back. Sure. I'll debate Destiny on that. I mean, it's human nature, but that's fine. Jimmy G goes, my purpose in life to provide for my family. God help these broads. Okay. Don't care about what these night crawlers talking about. They're not going to make sense anyways. I see my fresh Chris and fresh and SNEAKO. I'm tuned in straight. Of course, I knew that was coming.
If you're gonna say Dior survives, then you got to get rid of the Lees.
Thank you, FNF, for the help you provide to men in this world. Your message and my young brother's support saved me from self-deleting after a rough divorce and child custody. Keep up the great work. Guys, I will follow you on any platform.
Gavin, shout out to you, bro.
Ladies, who is more likely to take responsibility or admit when they are wrong? Men or women? Why? This is a good one. I'll run around the table.
Let's do a rumble.
Let me write it down then. Okay.
Wokest Panther.
The last shot, y'all lost me. I've been with hot girls and they are boring as fuck. Always worried about what you can do for them. I like women who can hold a convo and got goals in life because you'll never get genuine desire from those 3 or 4 10s.
That's a lie.
Fix Your Heart says Ephesians 5:9, for the fruit of the light consists in all goodness, righteousness, and truth. Sincerely repent for all your sins. Call on Jesus Christ to change your heart and mind. God bless. Pastor.
Okay.
Memo
Over
5.
10K men on the live stream here today agreeing 100% of what FNF is saying, and these women still arguing that they know what men want. Y'all don't even know what yourselves want, let alone men. That's from Memo F. Yeah, we got a bunch. Yo, how many live viewers we got right now? Like 16, 15?
We got almost 15 points of
What did you say?
Guys, like the video, please. Get us at least 12K
Niggas
likes.
speak English, nigga.
What are you? What are you, a computer?
Nobunaga.
Fresh, can you read these?
Yeah, non-binary. What are you, a computer? Okay.
I could keep going on that though.
We have
Please don't.
Evan Rogers says, yo, this is my first super
Let's
chat.
not.
I want to ask a question, but this panel's insane. The fact most of these women refuse to accept that they want to be with a man, the things that he wants are important to secure in a relationship. Yeah, bro, it's tough, bro. All right, guys, we're going to rumble, man.
Yo, we only got 4,000. Oh, some more chats came in. Yo, we only got 4,000 likes, bro. Yo, I need you guys to get us to at least 10,000 goddamn likes. We got SNEAKO in the house. We got a bunch of girls.
Baby.
I'm losing hair follicles talking to the girls. Guys, like the fucking video right now, man. That hair transplant is gonna take a bit to kick in after this show. So like the goddamn video. We only got 4,000 likes, but there's 15,000 plus y'all watching right now. Like the fucking video.
Okay, James, though. Children without fathers are 20% more likely to go to prison, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, and 6 times more likely to lead a life of poverty.
There's your percentages.
Obama, Father's Day speech.
See, she don't give a fuck. She asked the question earlier. What are the percentages? He just said it right there.
What was it? I didn't hear.
Man, stupid. Nigga, you too old.
He said they're 20 times more likely to go to prison, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, 6 times more likely to lead a life of poverty. And that's from Barack Obama's Father's Day speech, which comes from a liberal.
Okay.
She forgot about boyfriend.
I
for
don't
you.
have a boyfriend.
Wait, who got a boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah, you forgot.
Okay. Life choices.
I forgot he existed.
D-Bar and SJR. Gabe
Already? Yeah.
says, let's go, boys. Myron, please explain to me why these women don't understand the words you're telling them. You have to let them that stuff sink in, ladies. Laugh my fucking ass off. What's up, SNEAKO? Tis 907 says, women need to accept this reality. Men accept that women want quality, but a woman's ego won't accept that men want quantity. Therefore, women become vengeful beings.
Y'all,
Well said.
Lord.
Life Choices says, y'all better stop telling your man I don't feel like it because Jasmine do. Hiram Oliver says, women have a low opinion of a man who cheats, but they do have a higher or lower opinion of a man who's honest and brings another woman into their relationship. Well, she knows? Question mark.
Guys, 10K likes. 5.6 right now. Get us to 10,000. Stop being fucking dickheads.
Facts, bro.
Don't be Ninja Watchers.
Women need a reason to have. Men just need a place. Nikolai Tesla. And the girl in agreement is a brat who needs taming. Mr. Castle, save us from her. Okay.
I think my underwear says brat right now too. Perfect.
W.
Oh, God. FT3 says, SNEAKO, now's the time to get FNF to interview Tim Pool just fumbled. FNF, yay, Nick, Milo, SNEAKO.
And shout out to Ye for walking out of that. Tim Pool, you got to learn from Fresh and Fit, one mic at a time. Stop interrupting and actually ask the questions that the people are there to Yes, I don't understand.
So Ye flew all the way across the states
On a PJ.
to go to Tim Pool to leave because they was not letting him talk, man.
I gotta watch that.
Tim Pool,
that
stop
interview.
interrupting. WEA.
Is that,
EA 24.
is that what it was?
That's exactly what it was.
Basically,
EA
yeah.
24.
I want to watch it. Chris, why does Miss Pink look like Selena Gomez auditioning to be in Cats the musical?
That's funny.
This is zebra print. This is zebra print. Wrong
Okay.
animal.
Guys, right now we're leaving YouTube to Rumble.
Yeah.
So hop over here, guys. Come look. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right. It's gonna be lit, super lit.
Get the likes up though before we do it. God
So
damn it.
like the video. Come to Rumble. We're gonna go unfiltered.
Yeah, guys, spam the Rumble link in the actual video, not the YouTube, not the channel of the video in the chat, so that the people can migrate over. Real quick, while we wait for to do the migration, somebody had something over here. I want to make sure you can say your piece. Somebody had something over here.
I mean, I did, but it's not really important.
Some non-binary
It's just
bullshit. Just go to Rumble.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Just go to Rumble.
All right,
I'm sick of YouTube.
guys, come on over to Rumble right now. We're gonna make the switch. Like the video, by the way. We'll catch you guys over on Rumble.
We got you guys.
Okay. Yep. There you go. You're good, Chris.
Cool.
All right. So, go ahead, Fresh.
Facts. We have some chats here. We're gonna read a Rumble now. This nigga, bro. Okay, Chris.
All right. Go.
Okay, you got some questions from chats from
We can
Rumble?
read the chats from Rumble real fast. Or yeah. No. These are questions that people had before.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to ask those?
Yeah.
What happened to Rumble chats that you wanted to do?
No, I'm saying save those for Rumble, as in like let's say them on Rumble.
Oh no, I thought you wanted to do the Rumble chats because we got some right here.
Cool.
All right, so
Rants,
we'll pull
Rumble
them up
Rants.
real quick. Yeah,
Ken Gan.
Rumble rants. Ken Gan, I can't pronounce that. We need World War III right now to put everybody back in their roles.
Oh my god.
Pat's Nation forever. Green sweater getting defensive. Read the body language. Arms crossed.
That's me.
Relax.
Okay. Question for you. Did you walk all over most of your boyfriends?
Yes.
It's very obvious.
I need a man that's like me, but you know what I'm saying? Opposite of me.
Okay.
Let me know if you guys find
That makes no sense.
That makes
No,
no
I
sense.
need a guy that's
Damn.
like me that can put me in my place that's like the opposite of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the opposite. Thank you.
That made zero sense, but okay. I think what I can extrapolate from that was like you need a guy that's more masculine than you are because you're fairly masculine.
Yeah, I'm a very masculine woman, yes.
We couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. You're very disagreeable. Green Hoodie is the kind of a woman I will smash and make her feel like she's better than me so she can leave on her own and go annoy the next guy. She's gonna think she's smart while I'm happy.
Yo, bro, Key Ranger, that is expert level finesse game, bro.
You can't make me feel no type of way.
You play dumb to smash, and
For
then
her
you let
ego.
her leave on her own. That's some G shit, bro. I'm telling you right now. It's G
Yeah,
shit.
you're a better man
Come
than me.
holler at me.
I can't do it.
and our
I can't do
retailers
it.
love
Do that shit
our
every day.
national parks. That's why.
Elvis commercial.
Paid
It's Rumble.
advertising.
Okay,
Rumble.
Rumble. Chris. All right.
Cool.
And then what? There was another one, right?
Oh,
Chris?
no, we're good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So,
Ladies,
okay, yeah. We can turn to the girls
Ladies.
and ask after.
rate the girl next to you, right? And be honest. Don't tell her what she wants to hear, and tell her one thing she can improve on that you
Start
think.
right here,
Are you?
So rate her next to you and tell her what you can improve on.
and you're
Be
gonna keep
honest.
going this way.
Be honest.
Yeah, rate her 1 out of 10.
But you're rating them overall.
Be
Yeah,
more
1 out of 10.
outspoken. Be more
That's crazy.
outspoken.
No. 1 out of 10, and then tell her what
You know,
she
should we have them close their eyes, give a rating, and then ask them what to improve on?
Oh, bueno.
That might be better because you already know they're gonna say some bullshit.
You can be honest?
No, they ain't. Yo, okay, listen. No, they're not gonna be. All right, ladies, this is what we're gonna do. All of you are gonna close your eye. Well, take a look at the girl to your right, and then for you, I need you to take a look at her. Okay? Take a look at the girl to your right, and what you're gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys close your eyes. All right, and then I'm gonna count to 3, and you're gonna throw up a number on your hands. And that is going to be the rating of the girl next to you. That way, no one feels peer pressure or mean
Hands out.
or feelings or any of that other stuff rating the girl next to them. You can do it, and I will not tell the girl what you got rated. It's fine. Then we're going to ask what you can improve. Cool? But we're going to know what you guys rate each other, but we've come to realize from doing this exercise, girls rarely tell each other the truth, so we have to come up with some mitigating things.
It's going to be so many 10s.
All right, so you guys, ladies, one more time. The girl to your right, take a good look at her. That's what you're going to rate from a looks-only standpoint, not personality or vibe or any other fuck shit that girls say. Looks only. All right? Okay. On 3, throw up your hands at what that number is. If 5 is this, 10 is this.
With our eyes closed, right?
With your eyes closed.
Right now?
So you can't see. Okay, so everybody close their eyes. Everybody close their eyes. Eyes, all closed. All right, on 3, I want you to throw up the number of the girl to your right and keep it there for 20 seconds. While I write it down. Oh, hold on, give me 1 sec.
So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3.
Throw them up. Okay. Give me 1 second to write them down. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay.
This thing is SNEAKO, bro.
Okay. And then. Okay. Cool. All right. You put your hands down. All right.
Good luck,
Awesome.
ladies.
All right. Now, what would you say to that girl to
Improve.
To improve?
One thing that you can improve on.
To be more outspoken,
No, a physical attribute to improve on.
I will say
Well, are you sure you wanted to be more outspoken, thinking Texas is a country?
no, not to be shy. That's what I meant.
Physical.
And physically, I would say to work on the middle part of the.
All right, you need to hit the gym. Cool. All right, what about you? What's your critique of her?
I have none that I think of.
Gotta think of
Well,
one.
you rated her a 7, so clearly she's not perfect. So go ahead.
Something she can improve on.
What should you improve on?
Straight up.
Yeah, I'll put you on blast if you don't give something for real.
Something.
Go ahead.
I guess you put me on blast then.
So what does she need to improve on since you gave her a 7?
Oh. I think not every females are a 10. So
Why not her?
Okay, why not her
That's
then?
crazy.
What's keeping her from being a 10?
Why she not 10?
I
That's
thought
what
you
I'm
was
asking.
feeling her.
There's nothing to say, to be honest, right now at the top of my head.
Well,
All right.
Well, to be
You
fair,
got to contribute something.
to be fair, she said Texas, so I think she's. Yeah, that's a good.
I mean,
Ash, say what you gotta say.
you're like, yeah, bro, just say it. Just say it.
Yeah, what would make her a 10?
Maybe she should wear a different dress, her hair. It's okay.
There's nothing to say. I'm being straight up.
Okay, but
something to say.
you literally gave her a 7.
Okay, but not all females are a 10.
Okay, what's keeping her from being a 10?
That's literally not every female is a 10.
Okay, but what's keeping her from being a 10? There must be something in place that kept her from being a 10.
My mind is like nothing right now. So like there's
Pass.
nothing to say like what's
Why
keeping
the
her
fuck
from
are
a
you on the
10.
podcast if you're not going to answer the question? Like, seriously, like, I'm not even trying to be an asshole here, but like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you here for if you're going to just be a pain in the ass and not answer the question? Answer the question. Give something. And ladies, I'm going to make you all say something or else we're not going to continue the show. Give something. It's ridiculous I have to get to this point.
We're helping each other out.
By the way, they did fuck up my haircut today. So
She's giving you a gimme.
Well, go with what she says then.
Maybe she actually wants to hear your opinion though, so she can become a 10 in your eyes.
And by the way,
you
not
know?
necessarily.
Here's the thing. She's checked out because y'all made fun of her for saying she's stupid, because thinking that's Texas is a country in California. That's why she's checked out. You got to get over your feelings and just answer the question. It's a podcast.
Girl, it's not gonna hurt me. It's not like I'm gonna hurt anybody by saying something
Then-
because
then-
I have no like.
No, well, you're clearly hurt
something.
from them roasting you earlier. But what I'm saying is that you got
Not
to
really, but
Then say something.
Well, you've completely checked out now.
Yeah.
So you can say whatever you want to say, but it's very evident.
Judging appearances making her uncomfortable.
So you want me to lie? It's pretty much to say something.
Let's just say this.
Hold on. Do you not understand that you gave her a 7, which by definition means there's things that she needs to work on, which we're asking you, what are those things that are keeping her from being a 10? What are those 3 points that are missing?
This is so simple.
If you said she was a 10, then it should be
Then
perfect.
we wouldn't have a leg to stand on, but
Yeah.
you gave her a 7. I don't know why this is so hard.
Bruh. Chat.
And if you don't want to answer it, you can get the fuck off the pod. I
Yo,
mean,
chat.
it is what it is. Like, this is an opportunity for you and a privilege. You
Rumble
don't have
chat.
to be here. You
Rumble
really
chat.
don't.
Frank or no?
Like, honestly, you really don't have to be here. You can get up and leave if you want.
Facts.
But you're not going to come on the platform and pout and whatever because you said something dumb earlier, which you were in 100% control of saying, by the way. So what do you want to do?
Your choice.
Is there anything?
All right,
What
yo,
the fuck?
just get up and get out of here. Just get up and get out of here.
Yeah, we got 20K Rumble, by the way.
Yeah, the fuck out
20K Rumble, bro.
Yep.
Dead ass, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
20K live right now.
Ridiculous. All right, go ahead and you do it.
Okay.
With her, the girl to your right. Makes up space anyway. Useless. All right. Incredible.
I just.
Wait,
Incredible.
can I be excused?
But that's your friend, right?
Yeah.
You got to leave too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to
That's
her.
her friend. That's her friend.
Oh no, she can't stay in the studio.
That's my friend.
She's got
though.
it. She's got to go. She can wait for you
Can
downstairs.
I just talk to her?
Link them
really
together.
quick?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Just make it quick.
I'll be back.
And then Chris, can you facilitate moving the stuff around here in the studio? Make it fast with her.
And get the names of Instagram.
Is that the first Rumble Castle?
Yeah, I think that's the first Rumble Castle. That's the first Rumble Castle. But I mean, yo, like we're not gonna like. This is crazy to me how like girls think they could come here and do dumb shit like that. Like, bro, like let me make this explicitly clear if I didn't earlier. This is our platform. Respect the platform. We ask you a question. We expect you to answer the question. It's an opportunity and privilege for you. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. You can get up and leave at any time. But we're not going to sit here and tolerate fuckery. Are we clear?
No fuckery.
No fuckery. You know? Not going to be told to shut up on my podcast or not have girls
Yeah,
answer
you've
questions.
done well. I didn't think you were going to last this long.
So,
That's not rude. I'm a nice person. I wasn't meaning mean.
There's
I
no
wasn't being mean.
negotiations here. You know what I mean? I'm not a simp or your boyfriend or some other shit. If you're going to hurt the quality of the show, I'm kicking you the fuck off. And I said this earlier, too. I give warnings all the time, but girls still think that they're special. That's not how this goes. If you act fucking retarded, I'm going to kick you off. All right. Go ahead. It's your go now.
For me, I do really appreciate women body, and I feel like she's stunning, but she is a little older for my age.
Okay, so
the
the age.
physical thing is just, you know, you're a little older, but she has beautiful boobs, and
Nice.
she's really pretty.
Okay. So the age.
Wasn't that hard, Texas? Come on.
God damn. Yo, so many man of harpoons, man.
Fucking stupid, bro.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That was an L.
It's fine. It's fine.
Musical chairs. Okay.
Frees up some space anyway.
So, what would you rate her?
Oh no, her. She was rating.
No, I was moved.
Yeah, she was moved, so she was supposed to rate her. She was supposed to rate her. So go ahead. What was your rating for her?
Rate them.
Sorry, not your rating. Excuse me. What does she need to improve? Because she was here right before.
Me? I
Yeah.
didn't really get a chance to look at you.
Please look at me and be honest, because like I'm trying to figure it
I
out.
want to see.
Well,
I would probably
So wait, you
change
put up
something
a
with
you
your-
put up a rating on her and you didn't even look?
No, I got a good look, but I was looking more face. I was looking more face because I wanted to see your face before I made like a solid recommendation.
Well, not her. They.
Oh yes. I'm so sorry. They.
I love
So
it.
I would probably change your hair. I would probably change the hair. I feel like if you're gonna go with the next with a quirky kind of style, you have like a gothic kind of look. I would probably do something like more colorful, something a little less like chaotic.
I love that because I feel the same exact way. I got like 20 wigs. I got so many.
I would do something different with
You
the
look
hair.
fire in braids.
Thank you.
All right. Now it's your go for her. Why'd you give her the number that you gave her? Or what does she need to improve?
Girl, less makeup because you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And shorter nails because I think it's a little classier.
They're press-ons.
They're cute though.
So they
They're
come off.
nice. But I think you're fabulous.
She gave her a 10, by the way.
Yeah.
But you just critiqued her, which means she's not perfect, clearly.
No one's perfect.
So why'd you give her a 10?
10's perfect.
Because she's a 10.
Proves my point that women lie to each other. Fantastic. I love it.
Who the hell is
this
a 10?
podcast
That's
proves
preference. That's
so many
preference.
different-
Don't say who the hell is a 10 and then give her a 10.
Well, okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. All right. I get it.
Yo, all right.
Man.
What about you for her?
Alrighty. The critique I would give is I'm really into like the Pamela Anderson look right now. So maybe like the pencil thin eyebrows would give you like that like spicier edge, you know? I'm just saying, I did it to myself. It works. It works.
What's wrong with her eyebrows? God damn.
They're looking rough right now.
interesting thing
Anderson
to
rough
critique,
right
but
now.
okay.
It's okay. I take that.
They're fine.
Chris,
They
pull the
need
rumble chap up on the side. On the
be
side.
honest, they need help.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then you for her, and then you got the final with her. So you for her.
Okay. I would just say, okay, here's the recommendation. Get one of those quartz like rollers and do it like on your like right here and like right
Okay.
here and like you could get one of the gua shas or whatever.
What is that?
It's like
A
it
quartz?
goes towards your face. It makes your like
She wants a sharper
like
jawline.
right here, her jawline, because you're gorgeous, but like
She calls you fat.
no,
She has a baby face though. Still, she has a little.
She calls you face fat.
because I do that to my face and I find it to be actually helpful. So
Okay.
Don't worry about the gua sha. We know you men don't have to deal with this stuff.
I mean, it's
Let it
called
to us,
it's
please.
called going to the gym and exercising and eating a high protein diet and not eating an excess of calories.
Oh God.
This weird contouring stuff doesn't work.
It does.
The
though.
Asians, they tell us it does.
It really
You got
does.
inflammation in your face sometimes. It happens.
Why not just eat healthy, sleep 8 to 10
I mean,
hours
do
a night,
that too.
drink water, vegetables so you're not as bloated and you don't look ridiculous.
Because
no stress.
We live in America. That's not really pushed for. So a lot of people are gonna just have
So you're going to blame society for being fat?
100%. 100%. Amen.
Okay, question for you. By that logic, do you or do you not pick every single morsel of food that goes into your mouth?
Yeah, me specifically, but when you're in like a financial, like I grew up in the ghetto, you know, so at one point we didn't have money, and it's not like you can feed a whole family with $10, you know, you got to pick and choose.
So a question for you. If I grow up in the ghetto and I decide to sell crack cocaine and then the feds run down on me, right, and I go to jail, is it not my decision to sell the drugs and it's on me to go to prison?
Yeah, but not everyone has the option to sell crack and make money.
But that's the same exact logic that you're trying to, you know, justify people eating poorly.
Well, I mean, eating poorly is more like a situational thing, I think, and maybe even a perspective, because even my brother, he hates anything that's green. He loves just meat and potatoes.
Queer.
Okay. Well,
He's not actually.
Are you aware of the fact that sometimes you have to do certain things that you may not like to be successful and or pursue some kind of endeavor?
100%.
So whose fault is it if someone is fat?
I'm gonna blame it on America. I'm still blaming it on America because why can't healthy food be more accessible?
on here?
I mean, I don't.
You act like we can get super healthy food here
Unless
anyway.
we end up like in the United States, where we have like camps where we feed people food and they can't do anything except for eating Twinkies all day. You can't really say that. We got to bear some personal responsibility here.
Okay, I know we're not the leading. I think it was China that is leading in obesity, but like
It's actually the United States.
Are you? I
has
thought
to
it
be
was.
US.
Yes.
Yeah. Of recently,
Yeah.
I thought it was like China over.
I think it's men
They
that
don't even
have
have
to
food
eat
in China.
more.
There's more people in China, but we, by per capita, we have by far the fattest country.
I think people
And
are
why?
fooled because in Miami,
Because
everyone's
people-
fit.
The reason are fat, because people are fat is because of you're thinking right now that there's no accountability. It's the people's fault, and not my own, for choosing what I eat.
I mean, okay, it's half 50 and 50 because you do have a choice, but sometimes the system that you're in is kind of meant for you to not really have one at certain points in life.
So why is it that if I'm in a system where I grew up poor and I sell crack, I go to prison, I should bear the responsibility? But now you're telling me that someone that decides to eat like shit and be fat, they shouldn't bear responsibility.
I mean, they are bearing the responsibility by being fat. And
they should be ridiculed for it.
And I don't think they should be ridiculed because it's not improving anything. That's just going to make them
improves
want to KMS.
Some people are big bone though and can't lose weight.
That too.
Really?
I think so.
Have you ever seen a big bone African?
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
My dad might say the same thing.
Yo, it's crazy.
That's true.
And that kind of leads perfectly into my next question here, real fast. Who is more likely to take responsibility or admit they're wrong, men or women? We'll start
Men.
here and then work our way back, and then you'll get a chance to rate her. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you.
I think women, for the most point,
A little bit closer to the mic.
women like definitely.
So you think women are more likely to take responsibility to admit they're wrong? than men are?
Yeah.
Okay.
This bitch just walked off because she couldn't answer a question.
I mean, there's all different type of women, so you know, you can tell.
We're saying in general, if we line up 100 men and 100 women.
Okay, in general,
which
in all
percentage is higher?
honesty, I think men.
That was
Okay, right. Yeah, I mean, are you sure? You don't have to change your answer.
Yeah, no, thinking about it, yes.
Okay. What about you?
Oh my gosh, I really don't know because it really just depends on the type of person you are. Like
In
there's
general.
so many. Like I can't. Like
Generally
I guess-
speaking,
It's in
what would be
generally
your choice?
speaking. Okay, maybe I would say men.
Okay. What about you?
All right, it's who admits accountability.
Who is most likely to take responsibility or admit they are wrong, men or women?
I'm gonna have to say men are gonna take it first out of
Okay,
guilt
thank you.
too.
All right. What about you?
A man, honey.
Really?
Yeah, I know you were gonna think I would say something different, but definitely a man.
Okay.
I think if it was an hour ago,
If you can
would've
be
said a
honest,
woman.
if you can be honest.
Okay. What about you?
Most definitely men.
You think so? Give me an example why.
You said an hour. I remember I was on here about a year ago, and I had said something that was like completely off, and I remember being like, "All right, I fucked up. Like, you know, I was wrong." And the chat was like going crazy. They're like, "Women don't take accountability," and I don't know. There's an evasion of. I don't know. Obviously, it's like there's no accountability for women. We just don't like
Yes.
to feel like we're wrong.
Right.
Okay. What about you?
It just
Who do
feels
you
shitty.
think-
It's an ego thing.
Who do you think takes more responsibility or more willing to admit they are wrong, men or women?
From personal experience,
Yeah.
women.
Okay. What about you?
Men.
Okay. What about you?
Men as well.
Okay. What about you?
From my experience, women.
Women. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you, what makes you think that?
Because there were mistakes that I did. I made.
Well, actually, you know what? Let me ask you a better question.
Yeah.
This is for the whole panel here. Who feels the consequences of their actions more, men or women?
That's a tricky question. That's a good question. I will say both.
No.
You got to choose one.
Yeah, if you had to pick one.
Repeat the question again.
Okay.
Yo,
the question was, who feels the consequences of their decisions harder, men or women?
Women.
Okay, why so?
Because of little mistakes, little tiny mistakes I did, and I admitted I was wrong.
But you were still able to find a man at the end of the road that you put in the friend zone for 12 years. So did you really feel the consequences of your actions? You quite literally said that earlier. He was in the friend zone.
He was not a friend zone. He was never a friend zone. He was.
He waited 12
years. He was a friend and he was a client. Is how you described him earlier.
12 years. He was 12 years. My friend.
Do you not realize that I've been taking notes the entire show?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So you said 12 years, and you quite literally said he was your friend and client.
I've been 6 years with him in a relationship. He's not a friend zone.
How long did it take for him to smash you?
No, we're saying in the past.
No, answer the question. How long did it take for him to smash you?
Years.
Like
12 years a slave.
10 years.
10 years.
All right. Prove my point.
Oh shit! All right. So, so you're saying women feel the consequences of their actions more, but like I said before, you were able to kind of get a guy at the end of the line after you made the mistakes, right?
That nigga a simp, dog. God damn.
He what?
12
So
years
now
a
it's a
simp.
simp if you want to be with the woman.
I mean,
No, you're a simp
put
when
in
you
his time.
when you wait for a woman for a decade plus.
Facts.
What if he didn't wait for me? He dumped a bitch for me.
That's even more simpish.
That's even worse.
Because at the time I was physically more
That's a
attractive.
real love here. He loves you,
At the
girl.
time, look, he met
Right.
he met me
loves
when I
you.
was
Here
like
we go.
physically, I was physically fine.
Yeah.
I was on point.
Yep.
And you can see that on my fucking
And
Instagram.
she might have not been ready.
All right, like I
to
said,
give
we
it
had
up.
a kid. That's when my body curve changed.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So he's been with me when I was fine ass and thick ass.
Okay.
So, you know,
He loves you.
In a relationship, there are mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect.
I want to puke.
Oh my God. It's okay. That's your opinion.
12
I
years
respect
simp.
that. I respect
Goddamn.
that. I respect that.
Okay.
That's worse
Well,
than
what-
12
I
years
can't
a
be
slave.
mad at
But your
this is our
argument,
podcast. I respect your podcast.
but here's the thing: you're saying that, but the thing is that you're saying that women feel that women don't that women feel the consequences harder. But what I am arguing is that by your own story, you didn't really experience those consequences because you kind of did what you wanted, and the guy was still waiting there for you anyway, even though you made bad decisions by your own admission earlier.
He made bad decisions too.
Yeah, but the difference is that men value different things. So
I understand that.
So he didn't get you at your peak, even though that's when he met you and that's when he wanted you. You made him wait.
I didn't make him wait. That time, we don't know we were gonna get together.
Did you not
It
just say 10
happened.
years?
It
10
just
years?
It happened. It's
So you
something
think
that
he was
I have a
happened.
question.
Dude,
How did
hold
it
on.
happen? Like,
Hold
how
on.
did it turn?
He was a client.
How did it turn?
The corner. Like,
a
what
client.
was that like?
Like I said,
From
I'm
a friend to
cancer
a-
survivor.
Mhm.
And he was on that time where I was talking about my situation, going through the chemotherapy, everything. He was the one
He was your
that
hero.
showed me love and support genuinely.
Only after the fact, then.
Even before the fact, he was still showing me love, but I was in a situation, and then I left the situation
Wow.
because I didn't want to deal with abusive fucking shit.
Bro.
Okay.
That's
The
it.
point of the matter is that he
Yeah.
wifed you up when you were not at your peak. So
He actually asked me to get married
He wanted.
a year ago, and we're about to get married next year.
yeah,
We
so,
have a wedding date.
So you've
So-
depreciated more. So what I'm saying is that because a woman's value is based on her looks, which is tied to age directly. I mean,
Shit, I
I'm
don't, think
just
I,
saying
look, I,
the
don't think I
facts.
look bad for 39.
39? You
I don't
don't
think
even
I
look
look bad for 39.
39.
I'm about to be 40
Okay,
next
that's
year.
true.
I don't think I look bad. I try my best to look right.
But I'll tell you
know
this
what I'm
though, you're 39. That's cool, but
Yeah.
you probably don't look the same way you did when you were 21.
saying? True. I was fine.
You were better back then, right?
I was in the industry.
So he quite literally settled on you as your value decreased, which is fine. But
Yeah.
I'm saying is that
Yeah,
by
you're
your-
right. You're right.
you did not suffer the consequences of your actions, which is what I'm trying to get at here.
I did suffer consequences of my actions because, like I
But
said,
your man was still waiting there waiting
I mean,
for you.
he's still there. I'm just saying, if I could go back and perfect mistakes that I did, I would try to. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Because I feel that
You can always have 20/20
Your
hindsight. I
man
wish, but
was the last resort.
Yeah, he was the last resort.
And no, you look like trash.
Actually, no. Let me tell you something.
It's like,
As a matter of fact, listen. No.
Wanted you when you were hot. You
No,
called that nigga and say, yo,
no,
fuck you. You're not
no.
doing your
I got
shit.
receipts.
Then,
Listen.
on your deathbed, the nigga say, yo, I got you, babe. You say, you know what?
Okay, I respect your opinion. I respect your feedback.
I'm
It's
telling
your
you what happened,
podcast.
though.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I had celebrities want to get with this, and I got receipts to show that.
Oh no!
And
I believe you back in the day.
I don't know, seriously, not back in the day, even till now, even though I got my man and I respect my man.
Yeah, but those guys want sex.
No,
though.
those guys are blue checks.
Yeah, but they want sex.
Oh
though.
my God.
You understand me?
Instagram has ruined all these women, man. 39 talking about blue checks with 2 kids. And you flexing celebrities.
I'm talking about that they don't give a fuck if a woman is engaged
To fuck
with
you.
somebody.
To
What does
fuck.
39 or young? Like
Listen.
fucking man, man are gonna
Ladies,
try to like get
burn this
pussy.
into your brain. If he got the check, he looking for sex. If he got the check, he looking for
Not
sex.
necessarily,
You're not that
because-
special. If he got the check, he looking for sex.
If he has a deed, he's looking for sex. I keep it business. I keep it business.
Yo, I want more than
keep
just
it
sex.
business.
Ladies,
I keep it business.
if I DM you, I want love.
I keep it business. I ain't never fuck to try to make it,
Okay.
and they still respect me. So
All
they still get interviews by me.
Okay.
I interview
So,
experts. The fuck?
Okay. Who faces
who I
the
interview.
consequences of their actions harder, men or women?
I would say women.
Women. Why?
Because I don't know, like we just feel more bad about it. I don't know about y'all, but I can't like sleep at night knowing
But the society
that.
holds you accountable for your bad decisions.
I think so, because I don't know, because people judge you for who you are and like what you've done in the past, and like they just look at you different because of like what you did, but they don't know that you were in a bad place when that happened.
But does the world owe you understanding?
I mean, I would like somebody to show me some sympathy, because at the end of the day, like if the foot was like on the other,
The shoe was on the other foot.
yeah, that
Shoe was on the other foot.
I would do that for them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so a guy comes up to you at the nightclub, comes up and says,
Okay,
"Oh,
but that's different.
oh,
We're
hey,
at a
how
nightclub.
are you?"
At a nightclub, I'm not
But
like.
hold on, I'm just trying to get your name and number, and I'm
that's
trying to talk to you. Would you give him the chance?
At a nightclub, no, because everybody knows what a guy wants at a
But the
nightclub.
shoe's on the other foot now.
That's different.
Oh.
It depends on the situation.
world should understand your problems, but you don't want to necessarily understand his, even though he comes up to you
I'll
with a tick.
listen to him and I'll be his friend and I'll be like,
Really?
okay.
You want to just walk
but-
away from him?
I mean, it depends if he's a creepy ass guy. I'm not gonna be like, okay, here's my number.
Okay,
feel
so you
me?
walk
Like,
away from him because he's creepy, but he's a nice guy.
I'll be polite about it, but
Okay.
I won't.
Okay, but you didn't give him a chance, did you?
I mean, it was the same way if I were to walk up to him and he didn't like me.
But you're not, though. Women don't approach men, let's be honest.
But if he didn't like me, he'll reject me.
Really?
So
Do
I
you
could
think men
reject.
actually reject girls that are
If
somewhat
they don't want to
attractive?
be with you, they're gonna put
Barely.
you on like a
Bro.
waiting list. They're gonna.
I don't know what reality you live in, but if you approach the guy, more than likely they're
But-
gonna, reciprocate to some degree
Okay, but like for what?
for
Like,
sex.
Okay, yeah.
But it doesn't change the fact that they're still
I don't
gonna
want- I
that they're
don't
gonna
want
give you that
sex.
attention. But that doesn't change the fact that he doesn't want to be your friend.
Okay, but if that's all they want, then that's easy. If I want the same thing, we can both, go at it.
So you think women suffer the
But
consequences of their bad decisions more?
I would say both, but we can't say both. So I'm gonna just say like
You have to,
women.
one has
from,
to suffer more than the other.
So I'm gonna just say women from like my own
Okay, explain
experience.
how so. Besides your own experience, I'm asking you to explain it. Being judged sexually.
I guess like being ashamed
Okay. Feeling ashamed
Yeah.
for what?
for like your actions
Okay, but
or like feeling guilty.
don't you do those actions?
What you mean if I do it?
If you decide to fuck someone and everyone else finds out, did you not decide to fuck that guy?
Yeah, but it could
Okay.
have been the mindset you're in. Like it could have been like it could have been
dumbest shit I've ever heard. Genuinely, this is so fucking retarded. I'm glad we're on Rumble because the shit that's coming out of your mouth is genuinely fucking stupid.
It could be like maybe
No accountability at all. I was in a bad place, so I took a dick. Do you see how dumb you sound?
genuinely stupid.
I was feeling weak, so I slipped on a dick. It's how I roll. I'm a dumb dummy. Guy, just shut the fuck
Okay,
up.
just because I bruised your ego and
Did you?
Well, yes, men's ego are bruised when women cheat on them.
What?
It's true. It's proven in psychology.
But should it not? But here you're missing the point.
Okay.
Should women not be held accountable for committing infidelity against their man by society? Should that not be the outcome?
I mean, yeah, you should be accountable for your actions.
Wait, through
Yeah.
society though? Like, what's society got to do with my relationship?
Don't worry, we'll get to you in a second.
You're part of the
All right,
case.
so you think women? It's very interesting. So you think women feel the consequence of their actions more, and it should be that way because I guess women are ashamed. All right, what about you? You said earlier that men are more than likely to take responsibility. Who do you think suffers the consequences of their actions more?
I feel like it depends on the situation.
Let's say in general.
In general.
Let's say within the dating world then.
In the dating world, I
Yeah.
feel like men,
Why?
especially because
Merch.
we women are very judgmental. When things like that happen, we look more through the past, I guess, than men does.
Okay.
And I just feel like I don't
Merch.
know.
Okay.
I just feel like
Merch.
we women go through things and we. I was gonna say this because I feel like it's just no
Merch.
filter. We always.
Yeah, y'all
tend
can say
to
whatever
go-
you want now. We're on Rumble.
Okay, good. Yeah, we always go back and we tend to sympathize everything or lay it on, oh, I was in a bad emotional state because I've been there. But we all
So they
have,
rationalize their poor decisions is what you're trying to say?
yeah.
Okay.
We
All right.
just always have an excuse for everything. And
Okay.
we do.
Like
You
her,
said-
in a bad place, so she cheated because mentally I'm depressed and
Or
I cheated.
she's a
I never cheated.
She's a Sagittarius, so she fuck this guy.
I manifested a dick
and,
inside
I'm not
me.
trying to Aquarius.
I was
Shut up.
just kidding.
Okay.
How many
I was
girls,
like, what?
real quick, just so I get a litmus test of this, how many girls actually believe in signs?
In
Raise-
science?
You do 100%.
I mean,
Not binary.
somewhat,
Hand goes
not
up.
like
Yeah,
all
much.
the way.
Raise that shit up,
Hello,
Mayhem.
naughty.
Okay. Does science influence your dating practices?
No.
Raise your hands if it influences your dating practices.
I definitely like look
Okay,
up
then how
their
many of you
sign.
believe in it though?
Like
Okay,
he's
the majority of the girls believe in it. All right.
he's an Aries, so I can't date him.
All right. You said earlier that women take more responsibility. Who do you think deals with their consequences
Okay,
more?
so there was a shift in this conversation. It went from just responsibility for their actions, and then you're talking about cheating, about infidelity.
Well, no, that was for her
Okay, so
example.
then, do you see what I mean? So for the guilt, for the women to feel the guilt, like
No,
for
she just used that
example-
as an example.
Right. So my example is I would feel guilty if I missed a soccer game or anything like that, and then the whole entire team of soccer moms would be like, oh, what a shame. You see? And
No,
then
but the question is, who deals with the consequences of their poor decisions more, men or women?
women. And then
You think so?
I told you. I just
For
told
being
you
a soccer mom.
because then you're missing a football game or whatever it is because you literally are the ones that now you're looked at. All the other moms are like, wow, I can't believe she wasn't here for this. You see? And then the guilt is there. And then the husband will look at you like, yo, how can you miss that shit?
But if you're a
What's wrong
soccer
with
mom,
you?"
isn't it your job? It's quite literally in your name.
Right. But if you have 4 kids
So-
and you miss one, you're like, wait, where's I supposed to be? Yeah.
So you didn't do your job.
Right. That's
Okay.
why we feel a lot of responsibility when you fail to follow these protocols and as a mom.
Okay. Now let's say in general, outside of the realm of being a mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who feels the consequences of their decision making?
Infidelity? Is that what the word?
I mean, we could say
within
within dating or whatever, but in general.
Okay. Well, I've never cheated,
still
so
think-
I couldn't really even relate to that. So
Interesting. Okay. What about you?
I think my opinion is kind of divided. I don't have like a solid.
If you had
per
to
se.
pick
I
one,
believe.
who deals
but
with the
I will
ramifications
say,
more?
I feel as though.
Merch.
Aha! I said I feel as though, not.
Okay, just get to the
Anyways,
point.
correct.
Stupid.
Thank you. But anyways, I feel like women do.
Okay. Why so?
Women do, and that's why we go great lengths to avoid accountability, right? Because it's like, oh, I cheated.
I was depressed.
But wouldn't that be the definition of not facing the consequences?
No, but I'm saying that's why we.
That's why you justify. Do you see the difference? Is that you're able to get around it and make up all this
Well, at least we
bullshit?
bang people when we're depressed and not horny.
But what I'm saying is
All the
more
time.
so like you make excuses to avoid accountability because you don't want.
To face the
Yeah,
consequence of your
exactly.
actions. And we don't get to do that. We all get ridiculed for being delusional. You're in here raising your hands for the star signs and saying I slipped on the dick because I was sad. You get to make no sense.
But that's what I'm.
So by default, men have to be responsible for our actions, and you got to make up a bunch of bullshit.
Yep. I don't think so.
Kind of.
Why don't you think so?
Wait, it's not my turn. It's not my
All
turn.
right. What about you? Hold on, before she goes, you make so little sense, you changed your gender. You don't even want to make no sense for being a woman. You've taken away accountability of being a woman. Now you're non-binary, you're a computer.
Wait. But you haven't even let me explain.
Well, before you do, because we'll go to you here in a second. Who do you think deals with the consequences of their actions more, men or women?
Emotionally, I
mean,
really
in
still
general.
don't get it. I don't get. I feel like
merch.
I don't know what that means, but I feel like
merch.
Men maybe feel consequences in relationships more.
Thank you.
Because they kind of will lose the love of their life and
We
die
can use
over
it as
it
an
their whole
example earlier.
relationship or their whole life.
Do you think another man that didn't know me would have been like, shut up when he comes as a guest on my podcast? Think about that for a second. Let's use you as an example. Do you think they would have done
Yeah,
it?
he just said shut up to her a bunch of times.
No. I'm asking you. Do you think another man, right?
Yeah, for sure. They
That
probably
would-
say worse stuff to
To
you.
another man?
And it wouldn't be, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
No,
of
you get
course.
punched in
You
the
guys talk
face.
to each other all
To
the
his
time.
face? This
Man,
is a
dog,
perfect-
shut up, dog.
hold on,
Like, you guys
hold on.
say shit all the time.
A man that doesn't know him, a stranger. You're strangers.
Yeah, I feel
A
like.
random man will come in here and say, shut up to Myron like that?
To his face?
Can we
Unless
can
he
we
wants
replay that back
problems.
how I
You're
said
right.
it? Because I don't remember. Yeah.
You said shut your mouth.
And that right there, this whole section right now just proved.
Oh,
what
I
we've
know.
been
It
trying
was
to
good
say.
intent. It wasn't a bad intent.
No, but I get that. But people don't give a fuck about your intention.
Right.
Like if it comes off a certain way,
Right.
there's going to be fisticuffs. The only reason you're able to escape from saying that in a certain way to me, not knowing me, is because you're a woman. If you were a man, you would have got punched in the face. That's the difference. This is why I always say women typically don't understand consequences, especially when there's violence attached to it. This is why women behave the way they do. That's why you've been able to walk all over your boyfriends that you've dealt with. It's very obvious to me. I didn't even have to ask you that, but I knew right away from the way that you behave that you've been around a bunch of pussies because you act the way that you do. You don't have a general respect for men that you don't know, which is cool. But this is very evident in women that typically walk all over men throughout their life. You've been able to use your pretty looks, your advantage to go ahead and get one over, which is cool. But I'm not that guy.
Hard work too.
So, but let's
yeah.
be honest. Your looks are the main thing.
My looks get me in trouble as well. They
Okay.
don't. They're not all good. It's not always good.
Yeah, but they've also created a
They'd
vast
also
amount
make
of
you look
opportunity for you.
stupid or-
They've created a vast amount of opportunity for you that you probably would not have had you been a man. So what I'm trying to say is this: your own actions from earlier, telling me to shut up, a man that you don't know, prove the point that women typically don't understand consequences and that there's consequences to your actions. If you're a man, men would never talk to me like that because men understand that there's this unspoken code where there can be violence enacted on you for acting a certain way. Women don't understand this though, which is why they behave the way they do.
Yep. No jumper.
Sure.
Oh yeah, no jumper.
Wow.
You saw what happened to yeah.
I don't know. You throw hands, I'll throw hands back. That's all I gotta
All right,
say.
who's winning though?
And a big reason why you behave the way that you do. The big reason why you behave the way that you do is because you're a woman. Now, let's flip it. If I was a girl, right, and you didn't know me, you would have acted a lot different. You wouldn't tell me shut up on my own show if I was another female, because there's that potential you might get slapped by another woman.
I mean, I'll say what I want. It just
Yeah,
depends on the
sure.
person.
Anyway.
It's true. I mean,
But women
I'll
behave
say what I
differently when
want.
it's with another chick, especially when it looks like she could
I
potentially
call a
fuck
girl
you up.
bitch all the time. Some people don't like to be called bitches, but it's like an endearing thing for me. But some girls get really offended, but I'm still gonna
If
say,
Zia
"Hey,
was in your
bitch."
seat, and you said that to her, I guarantee
slap
you,
you.
you would think twice.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say is that you only felt comfortable to say that because I'm a man and you know that there's no threat of
And
violence.
I know you're spicy, so I could be a little spicy back. That's why.
With no fear if I punch you in the mouth.
Yeah, with no fear, exactly.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
who's
say.
gonna punch me in the mouth in front of all these people?
Exactly.
That proves the point. That proves the point
you
that
can say
women
that
don't
shit again
Yeah, but I'll
understand
say that to a
that there's
girl or a guy. I don't
consequences.
care what you are. You can be an alien. I'll still talk my shit. I'm
There's
gonna
one
say
like
what
that.
I feel.
There's girls that will punch you
Yeah,
right now
those are
on
girls
camera.
that you would.
That's fine, but I
you
will
would think
punch
twice.
back.
You would think twice before speaking that way to another woman. You would size her up. You'd make sure she's not a physical threat to you before. Versus a man, clearly a physical threat. You're gonna say it anyway. That's the difference.
I mean, I didn't.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Yeah,
because
women don't understand the concept of violence. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I understand it.
You're not a woman though.
I just forget.
You're not even part of this conversation.
You're they.
Now, you see how you pick and choose? Like you like being a woman when it's time for the conversation, but in a conversation in the dating world, you're dating a queer faggot, whatever the fuck. Like it's okay.
All right. So you were saying. So who do you think deals with consequences of their actions more, men or
It
women?
has to be women. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
There's
Why do you say that?
Bush literally cheated on his wife and nothing happened. He was still president. There was like a whole affair with like his
Are you
secretary.
talking about, I think you're
Was
referring
it
to
Bush?
President Clinton.
Oh, was it Clinton? Thank
Yes.
you.
All of
Thank
them.
you. But you know what I mean.
The one that got caught.
Yeah, nothing happened to him. Nobody said anything. It was
He
just
actually
like
he actually went through a whole impeachment process.
Good.
And he got ridiculed by the media. So, and they made fun of him and they embarrassed him. And to this day, people still say, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. So I would say he definitely felt the consequences of his actions.
But there's like a whole country like that's literally against that will kill you if you fucking do anything as a woman.
Such as?
If you're a narcissist, you can't feel anything. How about that?
Well, I'm not
What?
gonna say specifics because I don't really know the laws
Fantastic.
too.
So you're making an argument for something you don't know.
No, I do know, but I wish I had my phone to Google it.
Okay.
But there are countries that will
We're talking about America.
just justify you in
I
an
can't think of a right
unjustified
or a
way.
privilege that a man has in the United States that a woman does not also have.
What are you talking about? A privilege that a man has that a woman does not have?
Name one. Yeah.
Already,
Name
wage
one.
gap.
Name one. Name one.
What's
Just
it called? The respect. We live in a patriarchy. We literally live in a patriarchy. What you mean? You guys, our government is called a patriarchy, which means men rule. That's your
That wasn't
privilege.
the point. The point was, what rights do men have that women don't have?
Apparently, we have no rights because
Name
the Roe versus
Are we
Wade
still
was
getting paid less?
Wait.
Roe versus Wade?
The Roe versus Wade was like unlifted, and because of that, we technically don't really have.
The question was,
rights.
what's a right that men have that women don't have? I also can't kill
Voting.
babies. You can't kill babies. I can't kill babies. Voting? It's not 1912. What are you talking about?
70s.
It's in the
I think it was the
Roe versus
70s where we were
Wade. It was
actually able to
uplift-
vote.
Okay,
Not that long
okay. Let
ago.
me. Here's the thing. Because quite frankly, you don't have your facts correct. You do realize that all Roe v. Wade did actually was equalize things. So now women can't abort babies, just like men have never been able to abort
Wait,
babies.
but if that is also the case, you also have to remember that
And it's
Roe
only
v.
per state.
Wade was mainly about privacy, and the abortion thing was just an example as to why. Like abortion is part of privacy, and Roe versus Wade also got rid of same-sex marriage because marriage is not part of privacy anymore. That was Roe versus
You're
Wade.
100% incorrect. All Roe v. Wade did was delegate the authority of abortion back to the states.
No,
That's all it did.
incorrect. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
say no
actually-
because I studied this.
Do you write the laws?
Did you look at the Supreme Court justice answer on
I'm
this?
down to Google. I'm down to
Okay,
Google.
so here's the thing. I don't need to Google it because I actually studied it and I did an entire podcast on it. All Roe v. Wade did was effectively say, listen, states, you guys control abortion now. So some states allow it, some states don't.
That's
But the
trash.
feds are no longer involved in the situation. So effectively what happened was they equalized it and they said in some states, both of y'all don't have the opportunity to pick if you're going to abort this baby. So that effectively equalizes the playing field because men have no reproductive rights in the United States.
I don't know. I mean, okay.
So can you think of something?
I can't.
Can you think of something, a right or a privilege that a man has that a woman does not also benefit from?
Just one thing. Just
Name
one thing. Just one.
A right or a privilege?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll even open it up for privilege
Is
for
the
you.
privilege of
Is this
fucking
in-
people and not being called a hoe?
That too, 100%. 100%.
That is the one privilege that men have.
Well, I found it.
That women don't.
I was
Good.
thinking.
Wait, but is this in general?
But
or-
hold on. Do you know how difficult it is for men to have that privilege?
What do you mean?
Why? What do you mean? To fuck people?
Yes.
To fuck a bunch of people?
It's not
Yes.
that
You gotta earn
difficult.
it.
You, y'all will fuck anything that walks. So I don't know what
Okay,
you're.
this is
I don't
where
know.
you're grossly incorrect. 1 in 3 men right now between 18 to 30 is a virgin or hasn't had sex in a year.
That's 1 through 3, isn't it?
How many? What'd
One
you
in
say?
3 men
One
are
in 3
virgins
men.
haven't had sex in a year.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's
So,
one.
so for a
Most
man
men
to be
aren't
able to have
fucking.
sex with a lot of girls, it takes skill. For you to have
Because
sex
it's
with a lot of dudes,
quarantine.
does
It's
not
hard
take
to
skill.
find girls.
What's the statistic for girls?
This study was from 2018, so it was before the
For girls.
quarantine.
And you guys can fuck whenever you want.
That's interesting. Really, I get it. I'm not
throw out
shocked.
the statistic for men. What's the statistic
Bro,
for
we don't even need to
girls?
do the stats. Just walk
Wait.
outside, spread your legs,
Wait.
and dick's gonna be in there.
Yeah.
Right? And you're gonna talk about the patriarchy like you're not half a man. You benefit from that shit too.
No, I really
We-
don't though, because I'm queer. The queers don't benefit. If you're a man, you benefit, but if you're a queer man, that's different.
Okay, you still haven't named one right. You're talking about the patriarchy as if there's laws. What's a law that men benefit from that women don't?
In the U.S. or in general?
In the U.S.
Yeah.
The
Oh, in
place
the
where we're
US?
fucking at.
Or a privilege that's actually real because the privilege you mentioned is earned. So
A
nice try.
privilege that's real, like IRL. Okay, well, I know in like I know in like Middle Eastern
In
countries.
the United States.
If
US.
you
We live
Oh,
in the
yeah.
US.
See,
US.
you now, you're just arguing to argue. You can't even formulate an
Wait. Okay.
Go ahead.
All
Listen.
right.
Just one.
The
Just
question
one.
is,
Just
one
one.
more time for you.
No, really, are we getting paid the same amount for real? Like, because we were really not. We weren't.
The wage
In
gap?
corporate,
Wait,
yeah.
but the wage gap is
That's
different.
actually
Like, is that still the s-
incorrect. I will debunk you right now.
Yeah.
They found that when you actually, because here's the thing about the wage gap. They say women make 80 cents on the dollar of every man. That's incorrect. The thing is that they took all working men and all working women. Okay. So it doesn't account for degrees held, jobs held, hours worked, experience. None of that's danger of job. None of that stuff is accounted for. It's just all working class men versus all working class women, 40 hours per week. Well, guess what? Women tend to pick jobs that pay less and men tend to pick jobs that pay more, but those jobs are inherently more dangerous. Men are involved in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Women are more involved in social sciences, nursing, dealing with people, teachers, etc. So, but that's what women pick for. Men are more interested in things, women are more interested in people. So the reason why women get paid less isn't because they're women, it's because of personal choice and what they decide to go into when it comes to working.
They should get paid more to teach people.
Women get paid less.
People are more important than
Quite
things
frankly,
are.
women get paid less because they deserve less. Book coming out soon.
Same position in CEO companies, corporations.
We
it's
deserve
proven.
less.
It's
Actually, no, they did a study on Google and they took men and women competing in the same job, and the women actually got paid more.
Yeah, they got paid more.
Nice try, though.
Who's your
Harvard
favorite?
And then Stanford University even had this. They did this study. If you have your phone, I don't have my phone, but if you look at it, men are actually paid more as CEOs rather than women.
Who's your favorite female CEO?
Don't have.
Exactly. You can't think of name.
No, I
just
don't,
name one.
because it's a
name the
male-driven
female
world.
CEO.
I don't deal with
See,
a lot of.
here's the thing you're missing.
That are female
Men
here.
work more hours than women. They work more dangerous jobs. They're more willing to put the effort in to rise up the ranks. Women are not, especially when they have children.
So you're saying, okay, here's a perfect example.
It's based off of choice.
So say, no, if there's a cop guy
Yeah.
and a cop woman, you're going to tell me they have equal pay?
Yes. Because it is illegal, thanks to the Labor
They
Act
better.
of the 70s.
Yeah.
That
They better have equal.
and you know what? Since you want to use that metric, the woman is far more likely to get the job over the man.
Yep.
She's far more likely to be put in the police academy over that man. They could be similarly qualified, but that woman will get the job over the man based off of affirmative action.
Why is that?
Because
Diversity.
it's a diversity and it's a male-dominated field. The thing is this: the jobs that pay more, women don't want to work those jobs. But if women decided to work in those jobs, they would get preferential treatment over men that are better qualified than them. And women attend college more than men nowadays too. So women make less based off of choice. Everything is set up for women to make more money, but they still don't. Why?
It's not
choice.
set up though. I'm
What?
gonna
It's
agree
what?
that it is a choice, but I don't think it is completely set up for us to like really venture out and see what career I went.
I think that's
What?
I'm not gonna agree with that.
That was her point. Do you have anything you want to say to that to respond to the wage gap myth that's been debunked?
No, I asked. I didn't know if it was.
Also, let's use a little bit of common sense. If I could get away with paying a woman 80 cents on the dollar, why would I hire men?
I would never hire men.
Really? Let's just use basic math. Why would I hire men?
That sounds crazy.
What sounds crazy?
What'd you just say?
Are you on the same? Are you what the fuck, bro?
You said if you can pay women, why not pay women less and
No.
have them do the job? Is that what you just said?
You're saying women get paid 80 cents on the dollar.
I asked.
The wage
But
gap.
yes, okay.
Right? So what I'm saying is that from a logical standpoint, if I was an employer and I can hire women for 80 cents on the dollar, why would I hire men?
That's terrible.
You guys have like a bro.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
That's not true though. Not the same job. Not you won't hire. You're not going to find
It
that.
also sees in how
Do you
long
not
they've
just see
actually
what I
been in
just-
that
do you
position.
not
You said
understand the
certain
logic?
positions though.
No,
right?
What he's saying is that if it was
I'm
cheaper to
like-
actually hire women over men,
Thank you.
companies will hire women
It's
more
like
than
saying,
men.
is it cheaper to hire children in
Bruh.
China that make phones? We'll hire them instead
He's giving you an
because they're
example.
From an
cheaper.
economy standpoint, that's he's just trying to prove a point.
I get
You're
it.
going
I get
around.
it. I get it.
If there's no economic point to hire men, if I can pay women less and actually get away with it.
We
it
can't get
defeats
away
your
with it
point.
now.
You can't get away with it. It's illegal to pay women less for the same job.
Right.
It is quite literally illegal. And they found studies where when men and women are actually, you equalize everything, the wage gap almost disappears. If not, the woman makes more money. And women are dominating school. They're carrying most of the degrees. They choose not to go into jobs that make money.
Yeah.
This has been debunked a million times, the wage
Do you
gap.
agree teachers should be making more money? This important jobs.
What does that have to do with the argument?
That just sucks. It just makes me really upset. That's all. I'm upset about it.
I think that goes back
So-
to like the marriage life.
So, just so you guys know, if you're getting paid less than your counterpart, you can sue your employer because it's illegal.
Now I know though. I did not know that.
And you should.
So the wage gap is
Work for
debunked.
yourself.
Okay.
All right. So she was saying, but she was
No,
talking about
they. And also, I was
They.
wondering if you pop a titty, is it still nudity?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to figure
Technically, it's a
out.
male nipple, but go ahead.
Wait, what am I supposed to be doing? Wait, what was I supposed to?
I don't know.
Oh, there's another one. Y'all are allowed to show tits on Instagram. We're not.
Oh yeah, that's a right. You guys can
Well,
show your
that's in- that's,
nipples. You
US
guys
as
can
well.
Take off your shirt. I can't take off my shirt.
Yeah,
That's-
it's illegal.
Boom.
Well, y'all don't care about that one. Okay, fine.
No, but I mean,
I don't know.
I can't take off my shirt. I'll go to jail. You can take off your shirt. You're not gonna go to
Hey,
jail.
Rumble, go ahead, baby.
So I mean,
No.
for free.
No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
No, we're not today.
Oh, now you want to get paid for it?
Okay.
Hold on.
So, what about you?
I like totally forgot the question at this point.
I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot back and forth.
Like that was a lot for my brain.
What's one right that men have that women don't have?
I said the one. Oh, I thought they were talking
I don't
about
think they're
accountability.
like. Yeah, I thought we were talking about.
Well, no, that was only for her. Okay, you know what? Let's do the Rumble chat, Rumble rants real quick, Chris. All right.
They want me to show my nips.
All right, chat. Yo, this is crazy, bro.
Non-binary nip chat.
Yo, I am scared to see the future kids of our time, bro. Anyhow, J Repo 305. First and last time super chatting on YouTube. Y'all had just read over chats and shit.
Nigga, it's certain threshold. Stop being cheap. $1, nigga.
Nigga.
I don't even know why you're reading that.
Big Chief Lifestyle. SNEAKO, you are valuable to the fight. Please tell Ye read these audio books. Please battle him and the creature from Jekyll Island.
No, I'm good.
What the King Khan says this man was literally Forrest Gump waiting for 12 years.
Jenny,
that's fact.
Can I have your 39-year-old pussy?
On his own says when she goes to the zoo, the polar bears hide their food. What the fuck? That's Productions. Okay. Being friend zone is never a good thing for a man, especially waiting 12 years.
Yeah, that's a hell.
That's the opinion. I respect the audience.
Sweet Zach, I'm amazed the dumb bitch in the green sweater is still here, by the way, to be honest.
That's me, baby.
She believes in the wage gap.
That's me, baby.
Buy one BBL, get one free. Crazy how you have a platform of 20K plus to promote your image and self, but you fumble the bag and get Frank Castle. Don't fumble the bag, ladies.
It comes back to, again,
As he's giving you the bag.
As he's
well, no, it just goes to like women don't understand opportunities presented to them sometimes because they get them thrown at them all the time and they think, oh, yo, like I'm just going to behave however I want. This comes back to what I'm saying. Like a lot of girls don't understand the consequences of their actions because people are going to sit there and console you regardless of what you do. I mean, earlier you said, oh, no, you could be fat and it's society's fault. Do you think a man can run around and say, I'm a fat piece of shit because it's society's fault? Realistically speaking? Can a guy sit there and say I'm broke because of society?
What do you say? America's America's fault. I'm
you
fat?
don't say that because
Yeah,
we're
that's
in
what I said
America.
earlier, yeah.
You know, you don't say it. But I mean, we got like a million McDonald's. I mean, like we're over making.
I'm not going to let you get the chance. The point is that you're able to make that excuse versus men or not. And then somebody said earlier, I heard it like, oh, men have the privilege of being able to be topless. Like, are you being serious?
I'm for real. You want me to take? I'll take off my shirt downtown.
Yeah, but here's the difference. If you go ahead and throw your top off, you can make money off of that.
That's your guys'
But I'm
fault,
going
not
to
ours.
jail.
That's not our thing.
But I'm going to
because you guys
jail.
want to pay for
But
it.
that's not an advantage for men at all.
But
That's an advantage that only women get to experience that men don't.
Wait, but I still it's against the law though. It's a right.
It feels freeing though, don't it?
What?
It's a
but
privilege.
It's not a privilege at all because women are able. If anything, it's a privilege for y'all because you could monetize it.
I mean, 100%. I agree with you on there. Right there.
So once again, is there a right or a privilege you could think of that men benefit from that women don't?
No.
I'm gonna still say that's the one for me.
The answer is no. Nope. It's fantastic because
What
even the
happened
one
to the
about
picture?
men being able to have sex with other girls, that's earned. So it doesn't really count.
Yo, they
Put him on OnlyFans.
They is
bro.
retarded, bro.
Yo, they wild.
John Boner 123 says people forget that occultism has purposely destroyed the traditional gender roles to make people destabilized and each other control. Men need to wake up before it's too late.
That's the bigger point. And we can see with Balenciaga right now, they're promoting pedophilia, satanic rituals, and
Oh my
touching
God,
kids. Those are
yeah.
literally the people that are in charge of the world. That's the same reason all of you believe in
Yeah.
feminism and stars. You get programmed to believe. Star signs, all this is all goes back to Satanism. Feminism, destroying the family, prioritizing Instagram over relationships. You've all been programmed by the elites,
Whoa, hold
by
on.
pedophilic, satanic
Hold
elites.
on, hold on. Okay, I agree with you on the satanic pedophilic elites.
Yeah, I can see
but
your
like,
face.
Feminism and the occult, like that. I mean, I don't know about that one.
Who? Wait, no.
I don't know about that one.
Who created feminism?
Who created
Yeah, cool,
feminism?
cool.
I mean, whoever was the first woman that was like, "Hey, why
Nope.
can't I get a job?" I have no idea.
Okay, stupid. Okay. No. Now, what organization does she belong to? Like, what group?
The thing is that I can't tell you.
So hold on. So he just told you what it was, and you're saying that you know what it is.
But that's not what it is.
So what is
being,
it?
No.
being controlled by a satanic like occult.
No. But you don't know the founder. So how can you say that it's not being by the occult?
Because feminism is an ideology. It's a way of thinking.
Who
It's
pushed that
perspective.
ideology?
Push it out
Who
to the
pushed the
public.
non-binary bullshit ideology? to
Who
you?
invented thoughts? I make
The
my
same people.
like,
Same people.
Feminists. I mean, oh my god.
You mean thoughts or thoughts?
No, thoughts
Bro,
in
what
your
are you
mind.
saying? Yo, dude.
Yo, this
Bruh.
is. I'm saying the satanic
Have you
elitist
ever
cult
had
is
a
not
dream
controlling my feminist mind.
Yo, my man, you
that
tripping, bro. You tripping, bro. Yo, gang, chill out.
You want you can do so you want him to do you so much
This
you
is
could do
proof.
anything.
All right. Yo, this podcast proves once and once again that women can really make it through life being dumb, incompetent, not understanding how the world really works.
Not dumb.
Yeah,
I can't.
Don't say that.
Hold on.
Don't disrespect.
Hold on.
You
Literally said
didn't
2
name any
countries.
names.
Yeah, you couldn't even
I
name
don't
3
care.
countries.
Like I said, high school sucked and they didn't teach me shit.
Okay, so
But he didn't say any
you
names.
couldn't
You
name.
took that to heart.
The point I'm trying to make, ladies,
You're not
stop
book
interrupting.
smart doesn't
Stop.
mean you're not dumb.
Stop interrupting. What I am simply saying is that a woman can be incompetent, stupid, unaware of reality, go through life, and still find a man. A man, however, cannot experience that privilege of being inadequate and still being able to get a girl to some degree. Men have to be competent. Women don't have to be.
Well, you guys hold us up to higher standards.
Excuse me?
You guys hold us up to higher standards.
No, we don't. That's not true at all.
Well, that's what that sounds like.
Men
to me.
settle on a lot of women.
You just told us the
And I
only
showed
way
you
to keep
a study
married,
earlier
right?
that every 16 IQ points that a woman has, her chances of getting married go down.
You guys base that. It's your guys' fault, not ours.
But that's my point, is to prove that women really don't have to know and or do anything.
Well,
to
thank
get
you.
a mate.
Thank you for letting us do that.
Versus a man has to.
Not
Thank
gonna
you.
lie, I agree.
The arguments that you guys have made are futile at best, and it proves what I'm trying to say is that and this goes to prove my point is that women really don't have to know what the hell they're talking about, not make any sense.
Because you guys let
Can I
us,
ask a
so keep
question?
doing you and
Oh,
we'll
no,
keep
we're-
doing us.
No. I'm here to tell y'all some of y'all are dumb as hell, which is fine.
Can I ask a
But we
question?
need to go back to being able to tell people that they're stupid if they say stupid shit.
Agreed.
Can I ask a
One that
question?
says-
Yeah, go ahead.
Does one stupid girl judge a lot of girls? All women?
Wait,
what?
Does
not
one
stereotyping,
stupid
he's talking
action of
about
a
a percentage.
female judge all females?
There's no stupidity on the entire panel. And there's a wide spectrum of you guys in here. Some of you guys have higher degrees. Some of you guys have, you know what I mean? There's a wide spectrum of stupidity all over the panel.
Well, I get bet if you
If I'm gonna
get
be
10
honest.
guys, you're gonna get a lot more stupidity.
Now, here's the thing, though. The difference between men and women is that men typically, if you say something dumb, someone will check you on it, and or men are embarrassed of being incompetent.
Yeah.
So they're not going to speak on shit they don't know a lot of the time.
Yeah, just-
Versus women will
Smart.
openly do that shit because no one ever tells women to shut up
Yeah, shut
or that
up.
they're stupid. No one ever does that because why? Guys want to get laid. I think women would be smarter if guys went around and said, that's actually dumb. You should not say that.
They do.
It's not correct.
Like,
do they?
Definitely had like guys be like, "You're stupid."
For
like,
sure.
Fantastic.
to my
We need
face,
more of that.
course.
We need more of that, though.
No, you need
You've spoken the least almost on the panel.
Yeah.
Think about that. Why?
Okay.
Because there was that potential of being called stupid, correct?
Stupid.
Or you didn't know what the topic was, so you're like, you know what, let me chill. Let me not speak on something I don't know.
I mean, sure.
So that man telling you that you were stupid before indirectly has put you in a situation where, like, you know what? Let me think before I speak, which is fantastic.
I mean, I should always think
Byron
before I
cooking
speak.
tonight.
I just think like you're saying,
Clip that. Clip that.
I'm just saying, I think we need to tell more women they're stupid, bro. Like, we really do. Like, a lot of
I mean,
girls post on
y'all
their
do
looks.
though.
No, we
Y'all
don't.
do.
No.
This show is successful.
Okay.
This show would not exist if men held women accountable.
You tell your girl she's stupid?
If she says
all the
something,
time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the fucking
All the time.
Imagine if my girl
But
said.
you gotta say it in the right
Imagine
way.
if my girl came out to me.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
it's not what you
non-binary.
say, it's how you say
No,
it.
I don't. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, like, baby, I don't think that." No, I tell her, "Shut up. That was stupid."
Okay, but when I'm not saying like telling me stupid, like because of one action that I made a mistake or something like that is like, oh, you're seen as this person, you're seen as a hoe because you slept with one guy like that I know, you know, like things like that. It's like men are so quick to judge women off one little thing that they have seen.
And women are quicker to judge men.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, I mean, I'm not saying
Hold on.
that.
Stop.
But
Stop. And women are more quick to judge a man off something they didn't see.
But we know.
it's like we know and we don't say anything.
We don't see, but we know. And then we
know
find it and then
everything and we don't say
I mean,
anything.
come on.
Your perception and your perceived value of the guy is judged from the very beginning. We have to actually be somebody for you to say yes to us. You can just show up and do whatever you feel like. Pretty much.
But you also
I mean, so
confirm
can
that
you guys?
do
No,
it
we
all the
can't.
time.
No, we can't.
You guys
Why
just gotta
not?
make us
You
laugh.
guys do anyway.
Think about it.
I feel like
How many
women
guys
are more
approach?
judgmental.
Think about it logically,
Yeah,
right?
I think, yeah.
How many guys approach you daily? Instagram, person, Snapchat.
She's getting celebrities and she's 39.
A lot.
A lot, right?
Yeah. It's
How many guys
true.
you actually talk to that approach you? And
Not
date?
a lot. Not a lot.
Why is that?
Because there's just it's not worth my time.
There's your answer.
There's your answer.
Most guys don't measure up to what you want, and they never will.
I mean, I have so many guys in my
So we're
DMs
happy that
and
we have
talking to me
podcasts
all
like
the
you
time.
guys.
So why would it? Like, you gotta make yourself special.
Level
You're gonna
up.
make yourself stick out for me to give you my attention.
That's the whole point. You could just show up. Niggas will be like, okay, chick, she got some titties. We fucking nigga.
Exactly.
I did notice one thing.
You, see, I've always said it. She didn't even notice what the hell happened here.
You ended up agreeing.
Like,
You know why?
Yo,
The point is, you could be dumb and still get validation, and we cannot be retarded to get validation. And you ended up agreeing.
because guys like.
Yo, this is the quintessential privilege is invisible to those that have it. She doesn't even understand that just by existing, she gets attention from the
Oh,
opposite
no,
gender.
I know,
Hold
I
on, stop.
know.
Versus a man has to become a somebody, get his money up, get in shape, get some status before a girl even looks his way.
Maybe.
That's the difference. Men must become, women just are.
Amen.
So therefore, if I have to become, well, you damn sure can't tell me how many times I gotta come. If I want to fuck a bunch of bitches, I'm gonna do that shit because men must earn their sexual market value versus women are just giving it.
I think sometimes
Men
you
have to
can
bust their
find
ass to be sexually attractive.
I don't know, because if I was fat, a guy wouldn't want me.
Some guys would want you, and some
There's
guys want
something
you.
for everybody.
I mean,
Well, true, but like, I guess it
you
just
do realize there's
more women in the world.
Hold on,
There are
stop.
more women in
You
the
do
world.
realize there's fat women that sell their bathwater, right?
Lizzo.
I did not know that.
Yes. Somebody else has some?
What did I say?
I don't know.
Nigga, if you don't know, we don't know either.
I forgot. Never mind.
All right.
Rumble Rants?
Yep.
All right, god damn it.
I never got judged.
Tom McDonald,
Oh.
21.
Don't worry, we'll make sure you can judge her. You better not hold back either.
Siesta Key, Florida is laughing at this panel.
Yeah, bro.
Bro.
Again, this podcast proves.
Jeez.
I ain't gonna lie. There's a couple things I've learned from doing this pod. We've interviewed well over 1,700 girls. What I've come to realize is, number one, most women can't handle the truth. Number two, most women are fairly delusional of how reality works, and a lot of girls are stupid. No offense, ladies, but when I say stupid, I mean as in they don't have critical thinking skills. They might be book smart. I got a degree, but they lack critical thinking skills, such as
If you put
the wage
10
gap. What?
If you put 10 girls in a room and 10 guys in a room and you give them a task, I guarantee the girl group will do it in
Name
2
three
fucking
countries.
seconds and probably better.
Name three countries, it's a task.
I don't care. And better. Doesn't matter.
What task are you talking
It's
about?
true.
That's so
It's true.
I've worked
What
with
task are you
kids
talking
before.
about?
But no, what task?
Work,
But no,
any work, any task, literally anything.
a written test does not define a person's critical
No,
thinking
written-
skills.
yeah, you're
So
right.
that means that's a mute point.
Anything.
The point is
You
that,
couldn't
like,
even name 3 countries.
I don't care. I said
That's a
anything.
task.
I said anything though. I said you put 10 girls in a room and 10 guys.
Okay,
the
we
girls
put
are
10
going to do it
girls in a
more
room.
efficient and better.
You couldn't name 3 countries, and we all could name 3 countries.
I
There's a
am
task.
scared to have kids in this age, bro. Bro, imagine breeding with one of these girls, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already
That
done
is
this.
scary,
You do
dude.
realize they did an episode of Survivor where they put women on an island and men on an island, and the women almost died on the first day. They couldn't clean the water or hunt or cook food or anything. They're more preoccupied on wanting to
Did
kill
it
an
have
animal.
to do with physical?
Yes, it
More
is
physical. That makes
the
sense.
most important thing.
Well,
Survival.
obviously, yeah. You can't. I'm
Well,
not talking
mental
physical.
and physical.
Well,
What are you
some
talking
things
about
that men
then?
are good for some other things.
What are you talking about?
You
I mean, it's
can,
already been proven that the modern day school system of taking tests and sitting down is more beneficial to women. But I mean, in general, men have to be critical thinkers. That's why the world was created. If you look at 99% of inventions, they're created by men, not women. Men create, women extract.
The
Well, a lot of men got recognition, but there's a lot of women that did not get recognition that did make things.
100%.
I don't remember,
Like the
but I just
MLK
read, I read on
speech.
this somewhere
Fantastic.
recently.
Like the
Actually,
MLK speech, that's one.
All right. Stop
It was
talking
written
about
by a
this.
girl.
Stop
It was
talking
written
about
by a girl.
Was it really?
Yeah, 100%. That is something that you
Who
guys
wrote it?
100%.
Who wrote it?
Oh my god, her name
Oh,
was like
fantastic.
Dream. No, her name was
Making more
like
claims.
no, her name was like Dream something.
no,
but
there's a couple.
I have a
But-
dream.
100%. That is 100% true. That is 100%
Yeah, I think that's the name of the speech is I have a dream.
You can look it up.
I mean, it's
But you realize you made arguments and not backed up any of them.
No, but that one for
Consistent,
sure
right?
is
Okay.
100%.
You might,
It
you
was
might be right on
consistent.
that. I don't know. You might be right on that 100%.
No, go ahead and fact check it because
But
I don't
fact
believe
check
that.
I will say respectfully, you're retarded.
Fact check it. Fact check it.
A tranny.
Oh, fact
She should be
check.
grateful for the
Not that
patriarchy. Otherwise, y'all wouldn't be here.
Yeah, real quick, Nate, can you name a society that's been a matriarchy that stood the test of time?
That's
Since
been a
patriarchy is so bad?
patriarchy that stood the test of time. We have 6 years left on this planet.
No. I said name what since the patriarchy is so bad.
Do you know that clock that's in New York that's saying the climate change
Oh,
and all
my
that stuff? We got
Lord.
6 years because
We're
of
on
the
Rumble. Climate
patriarchy.
change is bullshit. Shut up about the patriarchy. Is there one matriarchy that's been successful? Stop talking about global warming. Change your gender.
Are we really that successful though?
What I'm asking you is because you said the patriarchy is evil by your words.
I never said evil. I said it's just not the best.
Okay, so all right, fair enough. So then, how about this? Can you name one matriarchy that stood the test of time that is doing better than this patriarchy that's not the best?
Well, you see, Bloody Mary, one of the one of Europe's queens, Bloody Mary. She's
Bloody Mary?
Yeah, her name was Bloody Mary
And where
because
are
of
they
how
now?
many people she killed. I mean, they vibing. I mean, they still got a monarch. They still got a kingdom. Apparently, they still have kings. So apparently, it was fine. You know.
Guys.
I'm telling you, it's a real
The question was name one matriarchy that has stood the test of time.
Okay, so what's matriarchy? Wait, no, just to be specific, make sure that I know what you're talking
A
about.
female-led society.
Let me ask you a question. What is a patriarchy?
Wait, no. Okay, if the matriarchy is what I thought it was, Bloody Mary is still my answer. Bloody Mary is still my answer. She was one of the queens.
Yo,
and you're
chat. Do me a favor, because we've been doing this for like 3 hours now, bro. Please sub to our Rumble channel.
Yeah.
Help us get 100K, bro, because, dude, I am appalled at this, bro.
Yeah, this is really dumb.
Nigga.
This is really dumb.
Bro.
Listen, you can
Anyhow.
fact check the MLK, at least.
Mo is doing it right now.
Okay. We'll check.
Hey, can I make a point, Myra?
You might be right. You might be right.
You said that women just have to show up and they get validation. Feminism has gone so far that women will show up and just regress. Like you've changed your gender.
I haven't changed my gender. I'm still vibing as a thing.
You see what I'm saying? That's how little sense they have to be. They show up and then it's like boring to be a good woman, so they just they don't shave their armpits.
Nah,
they get these piercings. They put X's on their heads.
I mean, I can give you some insight on how I even got here, if you want. It's an interesting insight. I think it's an interesting insight. It's
Hold on,
not.
I think they're more interested in Mo. You fact checked it. Was this I Have a Dream speech written by
Clarence Jones, male?
No, there's no way. 100%.
Just stop.
Clarence Jones, are you? They made like a whole documentary about this woman. So that's the only reason why I like this.
You're the queen of making claims that are not substantiated.
The thing.
So
we just got no offense.
No
but you
way.
were quite literally pretty stupid. No
No
offense.
way. Ain't no way. They made a
yeah.
whole Netflix episode
Give
about
up.
this.
Give up.
Okay.
So I made a statement earlier. I'm so sorry about that statement. You're fucking retarded.
All right, let's move forward. All right, so we're
At least you're laughing about it. At least you're honest.
God damn, this is
Okay.
bad. All right, SMH for the woman who acts like a tranny. She should be grateful for the patriarchy. Otherwise, y'all wouldn't be here.
I don't know.
Just stop.
It's for real though.
I mean, you have running water, electricity, power,
Yeah,
all built by men.
but
The entire infrastructure that you enjoy is built by men.
Yeah, but they had all that before the U.S. was colonized, we had Native
Have you
Americans
ever
that had
had a
all
dream
that.
No, they did not.
They are vibrant.
that you-
No, they did not.
They did not need to be massacred for I don't know how many. for what?
Colonization led to the development of cities, metropolitans, which needed, irrigation systems, etc. All the modern conveniences you enjoy now, running water, electricity, that was all built by men.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Ready? Can I predict your personality?
Because women were cooking.
Did you take
cleaning,
the-
doing other things?
You took the vaccination, right?
I also did the DARE Act when I was a kid too.
Did you take the booster shot?
No.
Do you have the Ukraine flag in your bio?
I mean, I did support it, and I do like to mention it when I can.
Mm-hmm. Did you go to BLM protests?
Of course, I did.
All right. Did you say
I'm mixed.
ACAB, ACAB?
ACAB.
There we go.
How many genders are there?
Literal bots.
Okay,
chat.
well, when it
How many
comes to
genders are there?
gender, there's not a number of genders. It's a spectrum. There's not a
Exactly.
number.
Okay. Straight up
It's how you
NPCs.
feel.
So there is no
I'm trying to date some aliens. Where y'all at?
Kai, I don't think they would date you. Those chicks,
Oh my
because even
God.
they have to be grounded in some reality. Those chicks have the IQ of a comped bottle of vodka. Okay.
That's funny. That was a good
Which is
one.
free, which is
that was funny.
Show the Cayenne, man.
All right, SNEAKO, you're doing great work fighting against this. So please, if possible, ask Ye to listen to these.
we did one already.
That one. Okay. Irexionomi. Ladies, true or false? You would be happier now if you would have married your first serious boyfriend and had babies before you were out of high school. I don't think they'll admit that, my friend. Uncle Luke goes, now you know I love y'all, brothers, but I'm going to have to call cap that comment about Western women not caring about the passport movement. Oh, they care. That's why they out here making hit pieces. Bro, ugly hoes that are on YouTube that no one gives a fuck about, bro.
Bro.
Like, no bad bitch is on YouTube or
Bro.
Instagram talking about passport bros, bro.
Baddies don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your problems,
Yeah.
bro. They just want to have fun.
It's ugly hoes that no one gives a fuck about that's on YouTube talking about passports.
What's the passport
Come on,
situation?
It's us getting the fuck out of here because West women make no
so
sense.
guys
Something
get
going on.
passports to go to like Colombia, Brazil, and they find wives over there because they're actually feminine and not masculine,
Oh, okay.
and they don't put their ego ahead of their men.
Got it.
So as a result, they say, you know what? Fuck the US. I'm going overseas. I'm finding me a wife.
It's a movement to go find more traditional women.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because women in general here in the West, I mean, you guys have heard the conversation here, are fairly delusional. Especially black women are tight about the passport movement, the most unbothered people. All this play of talk and the RP gets old after a while.
You just said it yourself.
Well, you just said it, bro. The demographic that no one gives a fuck about. We're on Rumble, bro. Black women have the lowest approval ratings across all dating apps. Sorry, I don't make the rules.
It sucks, but it's
that's
what
the
it is.
truth. No one cares. I'm very fascinated by female smooth skin. Have the girls here ever noticed the dimorphisms in nature?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
bro. They don't know what that word means, bro.
Okay.
Lexi Pantera.
Yeah, we don't need
That's
to
too
go.
much.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's her body count list.
No, a girl did not hook up with him either, so don't get into it.
That's a little bit OD, bro.
Yeah, that's
Google
crazy.
I'm not gonna
for
lie.
you.
What are those? Who are
Just someone's
Apparently,
Googling
her
shit.
exes, but I mean, bro, we can't clarify that, bro.
Yeah, no, don't
Okay.
read that.
L for Tim Jung Pool. Manlet always speaking over people like he's the smartest man in the room. Yay, out here revealing conspiracies with these hoes playing the cabal's programming. Okay.
I'm down for the conspiracies though.
Okay,
Oh.
so we're gonna do last thoughts on the show.
Or last questions. Because did any of you ladies? I want to make sure we didn't skip anybody.
I think everyone's
All right, fair enough.
I had enough Lyron.
Okay,
All right.
so thoughts on the show. Hate it, love it. Be honest. Don't
And then
cap.
judge her.
And then judge her. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
she's here?
Yeah, she's here. Bro.
Let her talk, Chris. Oh my
I
God.
forgot she was here, Fresh.
Chris, let her talk, okay?
Oh my gosh, Fresh.
Stop being a dick, Chris.
I'm sorry.
one of those moments. But I think it was awesome. It's fun, you know, it's exciting, it's great information as far as like the male and women perspective. I gave her 7 because, you know, we always can do a little bit better and also keep you in shape too. So, you know, as
I
time
respect
goes
that.
on.
Okay, so she critiqued you the same exact thing you told that other chick from Texas. That claimed
respect that.
Texas was a country. All right.
Thoughts on the show. Hate it, love it.
I liked it. I appreciate the opportunity. I definitely learned a little bit about what you guys had to say about everything we were talking about. And
What was the biggest thing you learned, if anything? Fantastic.
Just say it.
That some girls like, oh my gosh, some things that came out of people's mouths were a little bit like rough at sometimes.
Such
so
as?
like I understand like your guys' perspective about some things, but like also at the same time, there's obviously things I disagree about too.
What do you disagree with?
Just like, I mean, the whole like you had like a whole little thing about the abortion thing. I feel like strongly about that.
What was
But-
wrong about what I said about abortion?
I mean, there wasn't anything like I don't really know like
This is going nowhere fast.
yeah, that's not going to
No. I mean, if you're
Like-
gonna say that you disagree, then what do
okay,
you
well,
disagree
I just
with?
like think that like you can't compare the fact like men literally cannot have a baby in their stomach. Like they're
Yeah.
not gonna birth the child. Like that is the woman's thing. So you can't really compare like a woman losing the right to have a choice to have a child or not, and compare
Nobody
that
said that.
to a man. Like
I'll let you finish your point. Go ahead.
okay, it's good.
That was it?
That's about it.
You do realize that all I said was that Roe v. Wade took away the authority from the Supreme Court and put it on the states, right?
Oh, I
And
thought there
nowhere
was,
did
like,
I
a
say
little
what you
bit
just
more.
stated.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
stated that all that
Okay.
happened is that the states basically took authority of abortions, and now women are equal to men because men had no reproductive rights before. So that is by definition equality because neither of them can abort a baby now.
You guys can't have babies.
But the thing is, here's the thing. If I impregnate a woman and I want to keep the kid and she decides no, well, I have no rights to it. So by you now not being able to decide if that kid lives or dies, now we're equal. It might suck, but it's equal.
It makes no sense.
It's not
It
equal
makes no
though.
sense.
How's it not equal?
Because you're like, if as a female, I'm the one
It's
who
like
has to
taking
go
it right
through
away
the
to come or
however
something.
many months of pregnancy and all the
But it
shit
takes
that
two to make a
comes
child,
with-
correct?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so
but
since
like,
it takes 2 to make a child, I don't have the right to pick if the baby lives or dies. Neither do you. That is the definition of equality. Here's the problem. You guys never wanted equality in the first place. You wanted a superiority and have the majority vote. That's the reality. You don't like equality when it doesn't benefit you.
We don't need nobody voting on
Incorrect. I'm
whether
so
we
sorry.
get abortions
Okay,
or
hold on.
not.
So now again, what do you disagree with? Because all I stated was the fact that the states now have the authority.
no comment.
Fantastic. See, ladies, you better be prepared. If you say something stupid, I'm going to check you on it. So Go. What do you got?
I don't know. I just don't understand how it's
What do you not agree with?
equality. I don't know how it's equality when you don't even have that reproductive system. How is it equal if you not like? I thought equality was like. You've ever seen that picture where it's like 3 kids on a fence?
What if we're like
and,
young men
like-
can't get hair transplants?
Wait. Hold on.
I don't know.
I just think equality is giving
Incredible.
leverage where it needs to be given because we're not all equal.
That
but
by definition. Oh, wait. What did you just say?
we're not all equal.
Oh,
100%.
Now we're not all equal.
I mean, physically, we're not all equal, but I mean, human and purpose, we're all the same person. We're all human, you know?
That made no sense. Anyway, it takes 2 to make a baby. So therefore, each person contributes 50%. Yes, one person is the incubator of the child, but the decision whether the baby lives or dies used to be rest only on the woman. Now, both parties don't have that decision, which effectively makes it equal.
But
what do you not understand about that?
What about the incest babies, the rape babies, the babies that were not meant to be there? Now we don't even have a choice to defend ourselves.
Okay, I did a whole podcast on this as well, debunking that rape culture is a myth. The percentage of babies that are conceived through rape is extremely small.
Okay,
Like
but now we
1%,
don't even have a
not even.
choice.
Huh?
Well, now but we don't even have a choice for that little percentage that does have to experience that.
You can't make an argument for the exception.
Why not? And what do you mean the exception? That's still
Because
taking
that's
away
a gross
our
exception
right.
to the rule.
But the thing is that like whether you like I like it or you like it, if the baby's not meant to be had, it will just come out. You know, and it's
what are you
saying?
Yo, the overwhelming majority of
Hold on, it
abortions
makes
are
sense, it
elective.
makes sense.
No, it makes zero sense.
No,
the
I
overwhelming
promise.
majority of abortions are elective. They're not through rape, as you're claiming. That's extremely
But
rare.
it's still it's still a thing that happens. And to be honest, in personal
Are you
experience,
aware of the term statistically insignificant?
okay, we're talking about
Hold
statistic
on. Are you
insignificance.
aware of the term of statistically insignificant?
I mean,
That
I
means
am.
it affects a minor portion of the population, which is negligible and irrelevant
So what
to the
happened?
overall argument.
What about that percentage you kept throwing about men only 1 in 3 not having sex?
That's a substantial amount. So therefore,
Is
it is.
it? I mean, 33% out of 70.
That's 1/3.
Like,
Yeah, it's 1/3. Stupid.
yeah, but 1/3 out of 2/3. 2/3 is a lot.
1/3 out of 2/3.
What?
Move on.
Yeah.
You keep like topping yourself.
Yo,
with how
I
dumb.
am scared for humanity, bro.
This is crazy.
1/3
the-
out of 2/3.
Yeah, what you guys just saw was.
Yo.
Anything else you have?
Yo.
You're making the alphabet committee look really bad right now.
Yeah, you
The
are.
alphabet
No,
community.
You can't even formulate an argument. Yeah,
They
you
look
can't
really
even
bad.
formulate an argument right now.
They look terrible
This
right
is
now.
Wait,
logic
you
versus
haven't even
feelings.
given me an argument. I'm just like stating that, like, I mean, abortion is not even like anything like LGBT. Like, it's just a basic concept, you know? Like, I should be able to just have that choice. Now I have no choice at all
Just like men, we didn't have a choice either.
because
now
y'all
it's
ain't,
equal.
y'all ain't having
Now
the
it's equal,
baby.
but
Y'all ain't gonna
hey,
whoop it out.
That's
Who's
equality.
responsible for the
That's
baby when it's
equality.
born? Not the man.
Maybe
The woman who birthed it out of her vagina is the one who is responsible for the baby,
Actually,
not the man.
no, the man is supposed to pay child support. If he doesn't, he's going to go to jail.
Yes, but who is mainly primarily responsible
does
for the
child
child,
support
for raising the child? That's the
The
mother,
man.
unless the mother is deemed unfit to raise the child. It's the mother's responsibility.
But okay, but who picks who has the child?
the mom.
It used to be the woman, right?
Yeah, but the court also. Like,
No. You picked who would have the child. It used to be the woman pick. So now it's equal. You can't pick just like the man can't pick.
But it just makes absolutely no sense.
And
Why
on top of
can't
that,
I
you pick who you fuck. So come on, we gotta have a little bit of
And
accountability.
also,
But
you can't win this argument.
state by state, you can go to a different state.
Yeah, you can drive to another
Yeah,
state.
that's
with the
What's
abortion.
your argument here?
I just feel like, do you understand how much it is?
You feel like you have no stats or
No,
facts
but
to back
it's
up what you're
not.
saying.
It's not a feeling. It's more
You
like
just said it's a feeling.
Hold on. Okay.
All
Yo,
you said was
You
feelings.
stupid.
All right, what about you?
restart. Wait,
We're moving on.
You felt like
Al,
Martin Luther
good,
King's
good.
speech was
Al,
written
she
by
just
a woman.
arguing to argue, bro.
Thoughts on the show? Hate it, love it.
Wait, I didn't get to see my thoughts.
Just stop. Just stop.
You good.
I like the show. I'm proud of you guys. I'm happy for you guys. I'm excited. I'm here. I was skeptical on coming, but you guys are smarties and
Okay, that's a whole word.
skeptical. Is that what?
Aesthetical.
Skeptical.
Testicle.
What the?
You were skeptical.
Skeptical?
SNEAKO.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah,
Skeptical,
what,
bitch.
out of
I was
curiosity,
skeptical.
what made you skeptical?
Testicle.
I don't know. You know, the fact that I like to be right all the time, so I'm coming looking
The need
wrong.
to be right.
Well, I will say this.
I'm just like my daddy.
Most of the things you said were grossly incorrect today.
Whatever. Well, I learned a couple things, and I'm glad you guys have balls to say things to
What'd you
us,
learn?
and that we have
What'd you
things to say. Y'all men are real cheaters. That's what I learned.
But
You
did
guys
not say
also
earlier you already
guys
knew that?
no, I was kind of like, ooh, are they? I think so. You guys just proved to me, put the stamp on it.
Okay. And now what are you gonna do? Now what are you gonna do with this new information? What are you gonna do with this new information? Now that you know
Why not
that?
cheat on you? Are you
Wait,
gonna
What are
get
you
mad?
gonna do?
Hold on.
You know,
Are you still going to twerk?
hell yeah, I'm twerking
Okay.
all over the place.
Wait. Can the chat?
No.
I mean, if I get paid,
Absolutely not.
So what are you? My question is,
Go find me somewhere else.
So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now that you know this information that men are
What are you gonna
loyal to their options? What are you gonna do now?
Stay single or find a guy?
Shit, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't. Maybe I need to date a fan. We'll see. Come
That's
holler
cap.
at me.
That's
I might
cap.
have a little dating show.
For real though, time's ticking. You should make a decision soon.
Girls never take their fans seriously. All right. What about you?
Well, very glad to be back on. Today I learned that Texas is a country, and that the bars in hell. So, not the smartest panel I've been on, but
Whoa! We didn't hear much from you though, honey. This whole panel. So
That was smart though. That was smart though.
nah, come on.
She tried to argue with SNEAKO and fumbled this. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I'll
really
leave all of them up.
Have some fun. Have some fun. It's
It's
fun to
true.
look
It's
stupid
fun,
sometimes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
What about you?
I've learned this is before coming here. I didn't
Say how you really
realize
feel.
what
Go
this
ahead.
is.
Don't be scared. Just say how
cap.
you really feel. Go ahead.
This is a man-based show. I didn't know what I was getting
Speak to
into
the
when
mic.
I walked in. I didn't realize what I walked into. Literally, who was next to me when I'm like, I don't know, I'm supposed to be at a podcast, and they're like, which one? I don't know. And they're like, does it rhyme? I'm like, yeah, that rhymes like that. I think so. What are you doing there? That was I'm like, give me a brief synopsis. Next thing I know, I've seen YouTube video. I'm going, hold on, maybe.
So you didn't research anything on the show?
Zero.
Whose fault is that?
Because I went with a friend's.
Make an excuse.
I was depressed.
The A word.
Okay.
Okay. So you did no studying. What else?
What did I learn from this? Is this
If anything, or what are your final thoughts? Like,
My
you hate
final
us, we're
thoughts
misogynists,
are
we're assholes,
that-
whatever. Get your last piece in.
No, that there are no loyal men, and I'd like to prove that wrong.
You're 41.
You got limited time left.
Yeah.
I mean,
watch.
You know what, Chris? Pull up the calculator real
Zero
quick.
plans I
Pull up the
have
calculator real fast.
at this point in my
We're gonna
life.
have fun with this one. We'll come back to you. Pull up that calculator, Chris. We're gonna go ahead and see the chances. What about you? Go ahead. What are your final thoughts?
I liked it. I just feel like it's,
Merch.
What? Go on.
Keep going.
Keep
Oh,
going.
Sorry.
We have a T-shirt that it says "I feel like." So thank you.
Oh.
Shirts and stores, guys.
Sorry.
Today.
Well, I do like the show.
Mhm.
I actually came because some of my friends came in like a month ago.
Okay.
And they told me it was fun. So
Okay.
I decided to come.
Cool. All right. Do you appreciate your fisherman more now?
Yeah.
That's
All right.
awesome.
I do.
Cool.
Love him.
I feel like I'm lucky. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad
Cool.
for you.
Real quick, put up that calculator real fast, Chris. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build your man right now for you, okay?
this
Real
is
fast. This is a
fun.
Fresh and Fit exclusive, and just so y'all
We got
know,
you.
this is the most accurate calculator of men in the United States. It goes off the U.S. Census Bureau and the National Center for Health Statistics. Okay.
Yep.
So what is the bare minimum income you want your man to make?
Bare minimum.
Your dream man.
He doesn't have to.
Wait, this is fun though. Like,
Okay.
I mean, what
Let's operate in reality here.
Average? What, okay. Should we base it on the last?
This is
guy
your
that I-
man.
This is your man.
Should I-
We're asking you.
This is your
Go ahead
man.
and base it on the last one. Let's
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
What is the bare minimum? Hold on. It's simple. What is the bare minimum a man needs to earn per year for it to get your actual serious interest for some potential relationship?
There is really no minimum. If you actually knew what my dating,
She was
Oh,
building her
so
man
it was
up.
not.
He
It
can be
was-
homeless.
All right.
If there was an attraction there, if you took a bum off the street and got him cleaned up and washed up and everything, you think someone isn't going to find that person?
No.
attractive?
You, not them.
Would I?
You.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't know if he was a bum if he ended up getting cleaned
He
up.
told you he's a
right?
bum.
Her baby. She was telling me saying her baby dad was
Can you
basically a
give
bum.
us a number, please? The bare minimum.
120.
Okay. Fantastic.
That's fair.
All
How
right.
do you go from a bum to 120?
What's the age range?
Isn't that average?
That's double the average.
That's not average.
Yeah, what's the
that's
age range
not
that you want? The average income is between 37,000 to about 50K per year in the United States, depending on the state.
Delusion.
That's the average man.
That is delusional.
Yeah, that's the average. Okay, what is the age range that you want the man to be?
60.
Put the shit lower. Stop playing with her.
Guys, please don't influence. Let her answer the question.
I would say 35 and up.
35 and up. Okay. 35 to 75. No cap.
75.
Okay, what's the highest then? 35 to what?
Let's go 60.
Okay. Race. What is the race that you want? Asian, Black, Hispanic, or white?
It does not matter.
Okay, so you're an equal opportunity employer. All of them. Cool. And then height. Bare minimum height.
6'2".
Okay. All right. Hey.
Oh,
come on,
get
guys.
ready. Get
okay.
ready.
Do you want it to be owner or renter occupied?
First house.
What's that mean? What?
His dwelling. Do you care if he owns or rents or no?
No, I don't
No, she wants a bum.
Doesn't care. All right. Schooling. What would you prefer his schooling to be, if any?
Educated.
Bachelor's, master's, PhD. What are we talking?
And then be good masters.
Masters. Okay.
6'2". How tall is your baby daddy?
6'2".
Okay. Master's degree. Can he be fat?
He'd have to be fit.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so no obese men.
Get ready to get hit
Okay,
with
and then can we
and you still can't cheat.
Can he be married or not?
Could he be married?
Of course not. She's all about the loyalty.
And thank you. No, he can't be married, right?
No.
You mean a previous
different woman.
relationship?
No, he's
A
married
different
right now.
Why is
Oh, absolutely not.
No. Okay. So, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and find out the chances of finding this man.
No, stop.
This is just, you're just getting ready to.
Delusional score? What's that?
That's what you. 0.05% of men. You went from a bum to 120,000 a year. You want a guy who's 6'2". Do you know what the percentage of that alone is? Even take away income, what a 6'2" man is.
So let me ask you a question. Now that we're getting hit with the numbers here.
Yes.
Pull it back up, Chris. Pull it back up. That man is less than 1% of the population. Let me ask you.
Less than 0.1%.
Why is he going to date and take you seriously and give you monogamy when he can go and get a younger, more attractive woman that's also chasing this man?
What I have to offer.
You got 4 kids.
Which is what?
0.5%. My 4 kids are actually separate and what I actually have. So,
but
not knowing.
okay, but yeah. So like, what I'm saying is that you're 41, you have children, you have a prior marriage. You know, why would a guy that meets all these metrics commit to you over a woman that's younger that has less baggage?
Let's see. I was able to build my last man.
Okay.
To be able to go ahead and give him a net worth.
Okay.
We're not going to go there, but
Okay.
And then the last boyfriend I had, the same thing. I was able to go ahead and give him enough and have him experience certain things that he hasn't before. And we're talking about private jet.
Cool. Now let me ask you a question. Let's say you do meet this guy. Well, obviously you can see he's an anomaly, less than 1% of the population, but there's plenty of women out there who actually has the leverage. The answer is he does, not you.
I wouldn't
So-
even see. This is based
Okay,
on what
listen. We gotta accept reality and the numbers. It's looking you right in the face right now. You have no leverage. There's a lot more of you than there are of him, and he can get younger girls. So what I'm telling you is that, do you seriously think you're going to get monogamy from a man like this when he has the leverage?
If I want one, I will get one.
You will not get one. So, statistically speaking, I am telling you right now.
That's what your
this
statistic says. But for me, I believe that if I want one, I will be able to
It doesn't matter what you believe.
I'm a
That's the
PhD.
hard truth.
get what I want. But my belief,
It's look.
right? But what I'm saying is, if I want one, if you wanted something bad enough, you'll be able to get it.
I'll earn it. I'm not just going to believe and hope and pray and manifest.
No, it's not all that. If you
So what
want
is it?
something, you'll be able to go ahead and have it. You work for it.
Okay, I got a question for you. If I told you you got a 99% chance that this parachute is not going to deploy, would you still jump out of a plane?
Well, if that's for certain that that parachute isn't going to open, then you're
It's 99% chance, but you got that 1% chance. Would you jump out of it?
You know what? Yeah, I would.
Really?
99.95%.
So you're willing to fall to your death and leave your family behind and everything for that
If
1%
you've already
chance?
served your purpose, right? Why not? You're living your dash.
All right, man.
Get some
I mean,
cats.
this is once again, this proves I'm hitting you with the hard numbers of how rare this man actually is.
And you don't care.
And you still think that he's going to be out there, take you seriously, give you monogamy, and you can be able to enforce your boundaries on a man like that when that is quite literally what you described is what every woman is chasing.
Every woman.
This is crazy.
Every girl
And
is
so
chasing
you're telling me
that guy.
every woman that is chasing this guy, right?
Yes, they
There's
have
not
options.
a single one. There's not a single man out there that's going to be doing that at all. There's not a single
Doing
guy
what?
that you said your percentage proves that there's not a single guy that
6 to 100,000.
What did I say earlier? The more money they make, the more desired they are, the more options they have, the less likely they are to be loyal. So what I'm saying is that if you do find this guy, you're going to have to share him. You have no leverage. You're 41 and you have children. He has more options than you do. He has the leverage, but you don't want to concede and you don't want to operate in reality that you have no leverage anymore.
You're letting your
With men
ego
like
win.
that. I'm giving you the cold hard reality. If you want that guy, he ain't going to be loyal to you.
I hear you, but it's
Do
if
you
I
hear him,
accept it
though?
or not.
It could be old.
Do you want to accept the truth or no?
No, the truth is I don't have to take it if I don't want to.
Delusion.
right?
That's why there's a delusion.
She's the exception, she says.
Are you okay with being single and dying alone?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Once she knows.
Fair enough. Rather,
I think a back
Okay.
hurts.
Okay.
and that's the most accurate representation of men in the U.S. Like that's the best calculator by far. Because
Hey,
it takes.
Hey, get a
almost-
room after this podcast.
It's more
nigga.
comfortable. You're
So,
over here.
Okay. What about you?
What was the question again?
Last thoughts on the
Stupid.
pod.
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Last thoughts.
My last thought.
Disagreements. Comments.
I thought it was funny. I kind of knew what I was walking into because I didn't really know about this.
You
podcast.
still didn't prepare.
I mean, I was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna just be myself, going as it is. Because the more you think about it, I'm not trying to be out here lying or whatever. I just spoke my truth. Obviously, I wish I could have said more, but
My truth.
You do realize there's no such thing as my truth, right?
I guess.
Because the truth is objective. There's just one truth.
Whoa.
Everything else is merely an opinion, and sometimes that can be wrong.
I gotta know, where'd your friend go?
She's downstairs waiting for me.
That's tough. She's watching this right now. Man, I should have said California.
No, yeah. I mean, I hope she's watching this. She's probably laughing at me right now, like Ashley. But I thought it was fun, and it's a learning experience. And yeah,
What'd you learn?
I'm a just agree with her. Like, men are cheaters. Like, you guys are seeing, like, and it's like you don't even understand women. Like,
No,
I
we
don't
understand you.
even-
But what do you think we don't
Wait, hold on,
understand?
hold on. Were you on the same podcast?
No, it's just something you had mentioned to her, and I just
Which
felt
was
like
what?
you weren't understanding
Which was what?
her.
What did I mention before?
It was like a little minute ago, so I don't remember exactly.
Okay, you do realize this is the
but
third time now that I've caught you where I say, "Hey, what did I say?" and you don't even remember.
I have bad memory, but it was in the moment. Like, if I
If
say
you were
it in
paying
the
attention,
moment,
if you were paying attention to the podcast, I
If-
said several times, men are only as faithful as their options. I even told it to her.
but that sucks. I don't know. I just believe that
But
there
that's
is
contrary to what you
good.
just said.
I
Because
believe that there's good men out there.
That's contrary to what I just said. You're saying that men don't want to accept women or whatever. I'm telling you the truth. Men are going to cheat on women. Only faithful is their options.
I don't know. I just want to believe that there is good
But
men
if we
out there.
keep
We never
saying
said
that,
that.
and we enforce it, then it always becomes.
It's
true.
gonna happen regardless, though. You
That's
can't
just
fight
nature.
that shit. It's just reality.
Girl, it is the truth. It ain't gonna be.
Bro, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
the
Like,
women
I
just
get it.
refuse to
That's
accept
what
the
I
truth.
get. Not 'cause
Yo.
Y'all think
The
it's
sky is
okay
blue.
to be
No,
out here,
it's
like-
green. But I should be green. I feel like
Life is not a Disney movie.
Yeah.
It is fucking life.
Yeah.
They lied to
No,
you.
you
That
just
sucks.
learn
That
to
sucks
agree with
because we
them.
love those Disney movies.
they all
They
lied
set
to
us
you.
up. They set us up.
But it is
Yeah,
real.
bro.
Here's a
Right.
question
They
for
really
you.
did.
Here's a
All right,
question for
only
you.
women get the
Would
privilege of
you-
walking around the world being delusional, not
Living in
knowing what they're
movies
talking
in their
about.
head.
bro.
Disney's
I blame
fucked up all
Disney.
you.
Disney.
Okay, please get us out of here. 'cause
Somebody,
it's 3 hours.
wait, no, somebody's gonna say
Would
something.
you,
Somebody
would,
has something.
yeah, would you actually invite men on here that would actually say they would stay loyal?
Or maybe
Would
you
you?
should.
Would you?
What the fuck?
Yo,
That part.
You should do.
What? Hold on.
Actually, men that are
Hold
going
on.
to be loyal.
Logically think about it. What man is gonna come on air and say, you know what? Fuck my chances in public. I'm gonna say I'm gonna cheat. They're gonna say no, I'm not gonna cheat. But guess what? They will cheat
But I
behind
just
closed doors.
asked you
Your
if you
very
would
question.
actually do that.
Hold on. You do your question just now. Please listen. Your question in itself is the reason why men don't tell the truth.
Facts.
Yeah.
Your entire hope, praying, I want a loyal man. That is exactly why men don't tell you the truth. Because a lot of girls think the way you do.
You're pretty much
I'm so
telling them
special.
to
I shouldn't
lie.
be cheated. I know. I am the only pussy you need.
Wait,
That's
hold
quite
up. Can I
frankly
ask you
delusional.
something?
Damn, that's
delusional.
crazy. That leaves us no room for nothing.
When
That
you
just said
asked
that
us,
every
like,
Because you guys are not as special as you guys think you are.
hold up, but when you asked us who's more honest, like men or women, what do you think?
Men by
About what?
far.
It depends.
Like cheating, about
Men
Okay.
lie because women can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
My final thoughts is fresh and fit and lit and number one worldwide man
Gang.
podcast.
Talk that
Fuck
shit.
with.
Talk that shit, nigga.
BX.
Bow.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Okay. SNEAKO. Take us out of here.
We have some chats and then SNEAKO fresh or no?
Yeah.
Okay, chats.
All right, I'll hit them real fast. I'll fly through them. Lex, can you twerk something for us? Old time's sake, the pole is right behind. Wait, you used to be a stripper?
No. I'm down.
No, she's.
But no, I'm not.
She's known for twerking.
She's known for twerking?
Yeah.
Haram!
Yo, those chances to find that guy are even
You
slimmer
don't know
now.
about me at all?
No,
we don't.
Oh.
I
No.
felt like that wouldn't make them higher.
No.
Not lower.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if you make twerking videos.
Yeah, I created Twerk Out in 2014.
Oh, it's going to be even tougher to find a guy. All right. This is one of the
Whatever.
dumbest group of hoes
They can
in Fresh and
hang.
Fit history. Okay. 41-year-old single mom of 4, a retarded trainee, Self Castle,
Whoa!
and the dumb chick in the green. Get the Tylenol.
It is what it is.
They feel some type of
Yo,
way.
chat Grand Wizard.
He goes,
$100.
ask Lexi, is she flirting with SNEAKO because he's Alex Pop's op? Saw SNEAKO said they hated each other on stream with 98 and Chubbs when he did the pod.
Who?
I have no clue about none of that.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know what you're talking
Who's that?
Don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you.
Okay, one,
Okay.
two.
And that's one.
Ask Lexi why her and Alex broke up. He's a high value man.
We don't have the same. We didn't want the same things.
What did he want? What did you want?
I wanted multiple houses around the world and build. Oh, I wanted multiple houses and I like traveling. I want kids to travel with.
Uh-huh. And what did he want?
He likes to stay home and be there.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just didn't want the same things.
He wanted a piece and she didn't.
So, guys, this was a fire Rumble stream, man. So everyone to support
And
it.
YouTube too.
And SNEAKO, we don't care about you. All right.
Yo, suck
peace,
my
guys.
Wait, I was supposed to take it away. Rumble.com/SNEAKO, thecreativitykit.com. We go on. Yay 24. Goodbye.
24.
Yo, by the way, before you leave,
that's when they run for
subscribe
president.
to our channel.
Yeah,
subscribe
subscribe
to
to
on the way. We're gonna blow Rumble up, man.
Yeah, 100K on the way.
Shout out to the CEO of Rumble as well, man.
Yeah, so got a shirt on right now. Free speech, man.
Yeah, free speech, bro.
Hey, let me get my shirt, Chris.
Go add me on
Hey,
OF.
no, I'll have
Yes,
one.
I'm the most subscribed person.
You have an OnlyFans too?
What?
Wait,
I
no.
do. I
Now,
know
now
the
I see why them guys wasn't loyal. God damn.
They were
All right,
loyal.
niggas, we out of here, man. Gang.